Good morning, everybody. Hey, Darren.
Hi.
Hey,
Hi,
Darren. Hey, Darren. Scott and Rafe and Learn and Moon. Gang's all here on a Tuesday, and we are coming at you live from the City Play Studios in downtown Creve Coeur.
Yes.
Is there a downtown? Are we downtown?
This is downtown.
Is this downtown Creve Coeur?
Uh-huh. Yeah. This is the strip.
This is it. We made it, guys. Downtown.
The other side of the street's the suburbs. So.
Across where the Land Rover dealership. We are overlooking the Land Rover dealership.
Seeing things we can't have.
Yeah. Good-looking cars. Nice. Everybody feeling good?
Yeah.
Good.
I feel great.
Good. Everybody feeling great? Everybody looking good?
Hell yeah.
Like everybody's got some peps in their steps.
I fell
this
asleep on the
Tuesday?
couch last night.
Oh,
You know
you
what I'm
did?
saying? Yeah, during the NCAA.
A good game, huh?
Had it on, and about 10 seconds into the game, I was out.
That was it, huh?
You know?
Just like taking an Ambien.
Yep.
Ah, that college
That's
basketball,
Pretty
huh?
cool.
Yeah, it was a late start for the basketball game, 8 o'clock start. I watched the Blues game last night, which and the streak is over, guys. That's a bummer.
Damn it.
Streak is over.
You just had to watch.
I had to.
Have you been watching the other ones?
Yeah,
Okay.
You have.
the Blues games.
We
You've
did not
watched them
kill
all
it.
live.
I mean, the ones that are on when I'm awake.
Okay. Never mind. I was worried.
Oh, you thought I was a streak breaker
I get like
because I watched?
if I miss a Chiefs game on a Sunday and they win, I'm leery to watch the next week. I feel like I get superstitious on that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I know.
Especially
I
if there's
don't.
especially if there's like a big streak happening, like 12
I
in a
know.
row.
I'm only a little stitious.
And yeah, well, yesterday was a perfect start time, 6:30, like a 6:30 puck drop, perfect. Like tomorrow night, they're in Edmonton. It's a 9 o'clock puck drop.
Yeah.
Will not be watching. Will not watch. Last night, though, yes, 6:30, perfect. Watched the whole game.
That's great.
Yeah, didn't turn out the way we wanted to, but that's okay. That's okay. We'll stay. We'll listen. 12 in a row is pretty freaking
That is
good.
incredible. At least they broke a record.
Pretty freaking good, 12 in a row. And, here's how I jinxed it. I tell you, I did jinx it. I did it. I did it. Here's what I did.
You wore your hat backwards.
No, here's what I did. It was tied 1-1 going into the third. And I said, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go onto the St. Louis Blues website and purchase playoff tickets.
Wow.
Oh yeah, you did do it.
I did
That's
it.
you.
I did
What
it.
are we
Truly the
doing
dumbest
over
thing
here?
I've ever heard.
Very
did it.
selfish.
You jumped the gun?
I jumped the gun.
You
I
just
jumped the gun.
Screwed yourself.
I didn't screw myself. I screwed the team.
Thanks a
Screwed
lot,
yourself. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
I screwed the team. That's what I did.
Yep.
They saw that purchase come across. They're like, guys, let's lose tonight.
Oh, man.
Not only did you do that, but you did it on what would have been the 13th game.
I know.
Like there was already mojo lurking about in the air. What were you thinking, man?
And you know what? As I was
Apologize
doing
to
it,
Jordan Bennington right now.
as I was doing it, I felt a little naughty. Should I be doing this? Well, Bennington didn't play last night. It was a Hofer game. It was a Joel Hofer game.
Well,
I was lying in bed. I went, ooh, playoff tickets. Let me purchase 4.
Who were you going to take? Your family?
I was going to take the family.
Okay.
Did I buy tickets? I did not.
Okay.
Oh.
Well,
I did not. Quite expensive.
what happens when you buy playoff tickets and they don't make the playoffs?
You get
a
your money
refund.
back.
Oh, that's very nice
Yes.
to know.
You get your money back.
I didn't know if it goes to like Scott's Tots or whatever. Like it goes to a fund.
Scott's Tots.
Yeah.
Yes. It's Riz Kids.
It's risky.
We're going to send the kids to camp this year. Yes. The Riz
With all
Kids
the
charity.
sadness money.
Speaking of tots, you got your mammogram yesterday.
Yes, guys. I got my first ever mammogram
Your first
yesterday.
ever. Congratulations. I know you were.
The old boob squish.
Yes. I've been so interested in this for so long.
You've been talking about it in the office for
Won't
a
shut up
couple
about
months
it.
now. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting my
Stop
boobs
talking
squeezed.
about your mammogram.
No, so, 40 now, that's the age that you should get your boobs squeezed. Went to the St. Louis Breast Center, which is off of like Town and Country and Baldwin. Just found them online. Just decided, okay, this is within
Scott's
my
not
coverage.
allowed within 100 yards of that place anymore.
Yes.
Well, got that door-to-door
Romance.
service. No one seems to like.
The St. Louis Breast Center?
Yeah. So I went there.
Like, Scott, get out of
Get
here.
out of here. He's like, what do you got going on in there?
Hey, welcome to the breast center. Sir, you're going to have to get
You
out of
have
the
to
parking lot.
leave.
I'm a dog her.
Is that you, King Scott, again in a wig? Get out of here.
No.
So I
We'll
went.
call the cops again.
Shout out to Karen, my technician. She was excellent. Really put me at ease. They had a really cute dressing room where you walk in and you disrobe out of your shirt and you have to put on one of those front tie robe things, you know. And then you walk into what looks like a dental office. It's dark. And there's this crazy contraption that is the mammogram machine. And I mean, you know, shout out to this lady. She was funny, charismatic. Just went in for it. Like, she's been scooping breasts all day. You know, I got a B cup. She just scooped it up, plopped me on this thing,
Like
which
with
didn't take
gloves?
a lot of effort. I don't think she had gloves
bare.
on. This is very
Bare
warm
hands.
hands.
Wow.
Barehanded,
it.
yeah.
Barehanded you. Wow.
She did, I think. And then
Give me that knocker.
What do you mean you think?
well, I was kind of out of my I was kind of out of body because I was like, oh my God, this is happening. And so the machine is interesting because they put your boob, and I imagine if you have big, voluptuous, gorgeous breasts, it's very different. And so they put your boob on this like flat thing, and then this clear guy comes down and smashes your boob, and it doesn't hurt.
So is it like a panini press?
Yeah.
It's like a panini press.
Do they charge you by the pound? Like
no,
when it's up there, do they weigh it and
no,
charge you by the
my
pound? or is
boobs
it
do
the
not weigh
same?
anything, so
It
I didn't
doesn't
make
walking-
money.
I mean, that's the fear, right? Is that it kind of hurts.
Yeah, people think it's going to hurt. And maybe, you know, if you have huge boobs, maybe it feels different. My little boobs, like, didn't hurt. In fact, it was kind of, like, felt good in a way.
Whoa.
Like, I don't know.
So walking
I don't
into
know
the
what
Come
that
room.
back later today.
Later. And so I'm always like a psychopath whenever I go to places where they take imaging and I want to see what they're seeing, just out of curiosity, because this is a part of your body you don't ever get to look at. And so it was hilarious because it's like a computer screen, and here comes my little olive oil from Popeye. Doesn't even fill up the screen at all, you know, and so it's just like whoop, like on the side, like the right side of the screen, and then this little triangular breast. And so, but I got to see my tissue. One of my breasts has more tissue in it than the other. They also told me, I didn't know this, and I want to put some ladies at ease. First time mammograms normally get a call back because it's the first time they're ever looking at your boobs. And so they may
Setting
say,
the baseline.
yes. So they may say, hey, we need you to come back. We want to see this something and figure it out a little bit
Right.
more.
So you set the baseline so when you go back next time, they could compare
Yes.
from the first image to now what it
Yes.
looks like. Let's see if there's any changes going on inside you.
So I'm supposed to get a call like today or Thursday about if I need to come back and get more imaging done, and that doesn't necessarily.
How
mean
often
a
are you
bad
supposed to
thing.
get it done? Once a year?
Once a year, yeah, from here on out.
So walking down the hallway, was it just a lot of honking noises?
Absolutely, there was.
Okay.
Honk honk. It was
pretty
great.
cool.
Yeah, it was awesome though. I'm glad I got that. I finally got that out of my system. I was like kind of nervous about it. and
Yeah,
then
you were worried yesterday.
I was, and then I went in and.
Your
it was
worst
great.
case scenario. I'm surprised you didn't go on your birthday.
Well, I always set up. It's Fleet Week, so. I did mammogram yesterday. I have pap smear today. I got therapist
Fleet
tomorrow.
Week?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
That means around
Boys
my
are coming
birthday,
in.
the boys are coming home. I get everything done.
Oh, okay.
Next week, general practitioner, doctor, and then you know,
Well, you're on it.
proctologist, all that good
That's
stuff.
awesome.
Oh, proctologist?
Wow. That one's for
Proctologist?
fun.
I
Right
want
to the
everything
dentist.
known.
That's just a bonus.
So anyway, ladies, go get
What
your
was
boobs
the
checked.
gauntlet there? Mammogram, pap smear, dentist,
No, therapist.
therapist.
Oh.
Wednesday.
GP.
A Wednesday therapist.
Then Monday, blood drawn, general doctor, then dermatologist.
Man, if you had a podiatrist, it'd be head, shoulders, knees, and toes almost
It
across
really
the board.
would.
Well, not knees, but you know what I mean.
Do it
Near
on your
the knees.
birthday, so you remember to get all your crap checked.
It's like, you know, when the seasons change. Now it's when you got to change the smoke detector batteries.
That's right. Sure,
I like that idea.
that's good.
I've been trying. Same
Fleet
thing.
Week.
I've been calling around trying to. I'm trying to get I'm going to pay for anesthesia once. I'm trying to line up the stars like
Good.
Venus, Mars, Mercury, and Earth, and just be like colonoscopy, upper GI.
Well-
Go ahead and clean my teeth like a dog. Put me out.
Now people are going over to Turkey. They
Yeah.
fly to Turkey
Yeah,
to
man.
go to these clinics where they do everything in one building.
Medical vacation.
It's like you spend a day
Doing
in
Fleet
this
Week.
in this state of the art hospital out
Oh
there,
yeah.
Have you seen the videos of this?
Yeah, dude, they got like 5-star Michelin dining
It looks
in it.
beautiful.
It's like the people go on medical vacations.
Medical vacations, but they do it all almost in a day.
Yeah, it's one-stop
In
shop.
this one place, this one hospital,
awesome.
where they have everything, from your GI to your dentist to your...
Yes.
I wonder if we even have a system that we could do that. You know what I mean?
No.
Like we would have that here if the insurance and all the way that the system's aligned, if they allowed that, we would already have that.
Well, I can't get
Don't you think?
I can't get one blood test from one building down the street to the next building in less than 2 weeks.
Oh, I know.
I've called to schedule twice. I've gotten a call to schedule twice, and they're like, "We're still missing your lab results from
2
your
weeks.
primary care." And I'm like, "Okay, man, I've texted them twice in the app. They said it's on the way."
It takes 2 weeks, 2 apps, and then 7 bills for 9 months.
Yeah.
So it's
That
hard.
say this is explanation of benefits.
I want
This is not a bill.
This is not a bill,
I
but
want
this
a
one is.
literal like car wash. I want a George Jetson. I just want to lay on a table,
Yeah.
be like, first thing you do, I'm out, and then it's like,
And then they just wheel you from...
yeah, man.
That would be amazing.
They're cleaning you. They're everything. You come out the other side, and you're just new model.
Listen, man, we got our priorities here.
Yeah.
We got our priorities. We need to figure out if we should put slot machines in gas stations, okay?
Okay,
No,
well,
yeah,
let's
yeah.
talk
This
about
is
it.
what...
Well,
This
Yeah.
is what we need to talk about.
Okay.
Well, science is busy working on other stuff here.
Should we put slot machines in Missouri gas stations?
I don't think so. Here's my argument. I don't want people loitering. I don't want. What I want to do when I go over to the ill side.
I don't want people hanging out.
Well,
I don't want-
now you hang out with Karen for one day, and you become one.
I want to go like when I go over to the gas stations in Illinois where they do have the slot machines. I get sad. It makes me sad. I get more
That's
depressed.
sad too. I'll be honest with you.
Okay.
Like,
It does
You're
seem
hanging
like,
out at a gas
It
station.
does
well,
seem
people
like a
who
state
gamble
of
at
things.
gas stations. I mean, we have houses of gambling for such a thing.
We have fortresses of gambling.
The houses of gambling,
I mean, and they're palaces, and go there and let's
and they're
have.
very nice. But do we need to?
I'm just trying to get gas in a taquito. I don't
You
want.
need to put 10 on pump 3 and then go in and throw $20
Yikes.
And now
in the
I'm
slot machine.
crying at Grandpa, who his grandkids aren't talking to him because why? Because he's at Motomart playing the slots, and I'm upset. I want to go talk to that man and find out his story. Maybe that's what they want.
It's funny you say that. So traveling across the country, you end up judging places, cities, and states, and all that on a couple things. And gas stations are like one of the business cards of states. If it's your first time in Mississippi and you pull over to get gas and it's the crummiest, crappiest gas station of all time, it's the first thing you stopped at in Mississippi, you're going to forever think of Mississippi as that gas station.
I don't.
You know what I mean?
I
and,
do know.
and you say when you go back to Illinois,
I don't
which you're
judge
from,
a place on their gas stations because it all depends on where you're stopping.
I'm not saying you do it on purpose. I'm not saying this is a rule that anybody carries, but I'm telling you it does happen.
Well,
it's like
and-
a subconscious thing.
Here's the deal. So there are already slot machines in gas stations in Missouri, but they're illegal. So right now, I guess the Missouri State Highway Patrol is trying to take legal action against some of these places, but prosecutors haven't really done much about these illegal slot machines at gas stations. So I guess the issue here is now it's going to be in front of the legislature in Missouri, and they're going to try to figure out whether we should, legalize and regulate these machines, and then tax them. Tax them at 34%, similar to the tax rate on casinos.
So our state is, if you can't beat them, join them.
So put the Missouri Lottery in charge of overseeing the machines. Set rules like limiting the number of machines at 8 per location and making sure, minors can't use them.
8.
8
Can you
per
imagine walking in and
location.
seeing 8 across the
How are they making
across the
sure
counter?
minors aren't using them? Do you scan your ID before you start playing?
Or if you're at a gas station, go, hey, let me see some ID.
Nobody's doing that. They're busy.
Yeah, they're checking out Mike's Hard Lemonades.
The main focus of a gas station is making sure people are pumping gas and
Are they
buying
busy?
crap. I mean,
you see a
think
kid
about
walk.
it.
You see a kid walk in, and you got cameras where the slot machines are, and you go, "This kid is 12. He should not be."
I'm gonna
Hey, buddy,
I'm gonna go
can I
get
see
a
some
three-
ID.
I'm gonna go get a Three Musketeers and distract him. You go gamble. Quick.
Yeah.
Quick. Quick. Hit the
Yeah,
button.
but also if you're a minor and you win, you can't collect your winnings.
Well, I'll find some rando to collect it.
Excuse
Give
me,
me
sir.
that half
Do
money.
you want me to buy you beer? No. I want you to collect my winnings.
Right.
If all this happens, they're saying the state could make $350 million a year in tax revenue.
They always say this.
So are the casinos up in arms saying,
You know who doesn't like this?
Yeah.
Casinos.
Casinos.
Yeah.
And they have, I mean, do they have lobbyists or anything?
What? No.
Because won't this also take away from? It'll be the same revenue that casinos have, right? Like it's not going to really increase
they would
anything.
like to
It's the
tax
exact
them the
same.
same. They would like to tax these machines at the same rate as they would tax a casino. So casinos like, we don't like this. We're against it because
We're again it.
we're against it because it's going to take away customers. That's why. Not because it's unhealthy that somebody's going to a gas station to gamble, but it's
Well-
going to be, something to take away from them.
It's a sad little casino, I can tell you that. You walk into like a BP. There's one in southern Illinois because Illinois legalized it. Like right at Metropolis where you go into Kentucky, there's a BP right before you cross into the Kentucky border. Man, it's a sad little...
This is Missouri? Or
This is Illinois where it hasn't been legalized, where you do see it a lot. And you see a lot of... I'm kind of torn because I see a lot of like buildings, like a Hardee's that's been repurposed as just a slot place. Do you know what I mean? It's not even a gas station anymore. It's literally just a little building where they have like 10 slot machines and the townies go up there and
Yeah, what do they call it?
they literally just have like a little sign out. It has like one of those little flags out in front that just says
Yeah.
slots.
Yeah,
Doesn't even say- it doesn't have a name.
Across the street from the racetrack in Madison.
Yeah.
Like, directly across the street from.
Yeah, but they can't call
racetrack.
themselves a casino. I like.
It just says slots.
Yeah, I know, but I wonder what the business actually calls itself.
I know, but
Apparently slots.
people are checking in, going, "Hey, there's already let me see here, gas station off of 55 in Butler Hill, slot machines. It's weird. BP at Morgan Ford and Afton, 4 slot machines,
Yeah.
but they're not. I don't think they're supposed to be there,
Well, there's
or
one.
they call them something else. They call them what was it?
Games. Them's just games.
Well, what's the one where? What was the old school game they have at every bar that?
The tabs. Pull. Oh, they
What's
call
that one?
the pull tabs.
No,
No,
it's
it's
the
like
end
a-
of the bar.
Little
Yeah.
video game that you see people there
Yeah.
gambling on.
They've been doing
Oh,
it.
They're calling them amusement devices.
Those are
Oh,
like
Yeah, my uncle he had a gambling problem. God rest his soul, good guy. It was his vice, and he'd make a ton of money working 60 hours at a factory, and then he'd go sit at the end of the bar and lose half his paycheck in one of those things.
does it start with a B?
And
Bound.
it was just, that's the rub, is like making it so accessible where it's everywhere. Then you have people that do have like impulse problems or gambling problems. Man, you can really wreck a community with that stuff.
Oh, Garrett's saying every gas station in Farmington has them. The workaround is the machine doesn't pay out; it just prints out a voucher that the attendant then cashes out.
That's
oh,
So that's the workaround. So we don't.
There's
don't
one
have
on,
any approval.
the BP. Wait, maybe not BP on Morgan Ford. In my neighborhood, when I go up there to get gas, I think it's a BP. There's like a dude standing out in front, smoking a cigarette, drinking a coffee, and he's like, "Did you hear? Harold hit 300 on it yesterday."
Well,
and
that's
like they're having conversation, like they're paying out for sure.
The Colonel says a BP at Morgan Ford and Seaford and Afton already has 4 slot machines.
Keno.
Keno.
Oh,
Keno's just the numbers, though.
that's the one up.
Well,
on
they
the
have those
screen,
machines
right?
where you can play Keno and
Keno,
at every bar.
Keno's. I think they just put the numbers up. It's like almost like a bingo lottery thing. I don't know. I mean, it's before the Senate and legislatures now, so I don't know. Again, there are already machines at gas stations. I don't know. It's kind of
But they're saying prosecutors aren't taking the time to do anything.
right. So what happens next? The bill still needs another vote in the House. Then it goes to the Senate, but Senate leaders have made it clear they're not interested in passing it. So if the bill doesn't move forward, the machines will remain in this weird kind of gray area where they're technically not legal, but nobody's really cracking down on them.
Speaking of that, it is voting day.
Voting day, yes, election day. they call it.
Election day is what they call it. Hello. I'm a political science major.
Yes, I know they're voting for the mayor in the the city today.
And Prop B and some other things.
Some other things.
School board things.
School board things, yes.
Trying to vote to see if the Rams come back. Is that on there?
That's
yeah.
on. That's
That's
on
on
the.
there.
That's on the what do they call it? The docket.
Ah, yes.
Hey, you know, tramp stamps are coming back.
I do, and I'm excited. I can finally bust mine out again. Moon can
me
as well.
too.
I think we should start wearing our halter tops and just letting these tramp stamps fly free.
I've got mine ready.
I was reading this morning. Tramp stamps are coming back, baby. Tattoo artists are saying
Finally.
that the lower back tattoo is the most requested these days. The most requested.
Can I say this, though? Because I read an article about Gen Z getting the lower back tramp stamp, but they're not just getting symbols. They're getting, like, phrases. And I'm like, what would you want
do?
What
above
phrase?
your crack? Like, what phrase would you, like,
Well, of course,
mine would
the
be
phrase that
back
pays.
to you.
Phrase that pays.
Yeah, it would say, since I'm a radio person, it would say first time, long time.
Wow. Very cool.
Or measure twice, cut once.
Well,
Ew.
that's nice.
What does that mean?
Why is that?
Live, laugh, love. Yeah, I don't want a phrase above my ass, okay? I have a symbol back there, little art by Brandon Boyd of Incubus, and that's
I
good
thought
enough
it was
for
an
me.
arrow.
I would get
Yeah, it's a big arrow. I won't say anymore.
I thought he did.
I almost said something really raunchy.
I thought he unclaimed it.
Yeah, he did. I go, I got a tattoo that you drew on my back. And
he
he was
goes,
like, I didn't do that.
You really did. So that is true. You showed him your
No, I didn't show
your
him, but
tramp stamp?
I told him. I had a dress on. I couldn't lift it up. I mean, I wanted to, but I didn't.
Did
My
you know
husband
you'd
was
be-
there.
Did you know you'd be around him that day?
Yeah, actually, Tim got me back to meet Incubus
And
at
you
a Point
wore a
Fest.
dress? This
Yeah,
was your
a cute-
opportunity.
Well, yeah, I looked cute. What are you talking about? I mean, I looked great.
Your opportunity to show him.
I didn't know I was going to be showing him. I didn't think I was actually going to really meet him. I just knew I was going to be around the guys. And then we got to talk it, and I was like, oh, my God.
You didn't have a picture of it?
Of my tramp stamp? I did. I left it at home. What do you mean? I'm not going to bring...
On your
Tramp
phone.
stamp at home?
No, not on my... I got it when I was 18. There was no phone. It was on a what are they called? The disposable camera. Somebody took a photo of my tramp stamp.
Stinkybus.
I just wanted him to deny it to your face.
I know,
That's
me
not
too.
mine.
I mean, he pretty much did.
That's
He was
not
like,
mine.
I didn't do that.
No, that's not mine.
But he did. I
But he
promise.
did.
Yeah.
He's so prolific.
I love him. I do. I can't wait for Incubus to be in town.
But the
July
tramp
3rd.
stamp is back. The lower back is a great spot for a large decorative piece that could easily be hidden, right?
And seen when you want it to be seen.
Right.
You know?
So, Rafe, if you were to get a phrase on your lower back, what is it going to be?
I walk the line with an arrow pointing right to my crackiola. A little tribute to Johnny Cash. I'm sure he would love that.
I walk the line.
That's right. Because you're mine. Go walk my line.
Scott, what's
Or
your
salad bar open.
gross?
Well, I trust
Hot
you.
donuts.
I'd probably get something serious, but also if I was going to be, a little immature, I'd say Fudge Factory or something like that. But
Uranus,
I'd
Fudge
probably
Factory.
get something really sweet and nice, like I love Allison, right there. Yeah, yeah.
So she can
Please get
see
away
it.
from me. I love Allison.
Yeah, I think she
So every
really,
time you guys are making love, she could see it, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
What does that mean?
I'd pray maybe the Serenity Prayer
Nice.
or the 2 sets of footprints quote.
Yes. What is your tramp stamp, Moon?
Oh, dude, it's a double. It's a tramp stamp of kanji. You know, the old Chinese characters.
Damn.
Japanese kanji.
Double windmill dunk.
Are they fighting?
Oh, yeah, I went hard. What do you mean?
What do you mean? They're
No, I mean,
double-
tramp stamp is one cliche.
Right.
And then I also have kanji in the same, it is the same tattoo. I doubled the cliches.
What's
on
a
that one.
kanji? I don't know what that is.
Kanji, like, the old Japanese writing.
Oh, okay.
But is it
What does it
does it
say?
mean anything? Say?
I think it means eternity. It was off of an album cover or something.
There's also a tiger sliding down his butt, ripping it open with its claws.
Yeah, now the plan was to finish like the whole back piece. I was going to do this thing down my spine, and then like it was going to connect in like these tree roots, and then I was just like, nah, I don't care. I really don't care. I just did it, and I was like, nah, I just abandoned the whole idea.
Yeah.
And it's just dumb looking. And I got it at one of the trashiest, worst places ever. It was the most painful thing I dealt with. And it was supposed to be green or black and red, and basically now it's like green and pink.
Oh, nice.
It is. I mean, it's just trash tattoo, trash.
And if just the term gutter butter, I hate that.
Ew.
Whoever-
That's
Gutter
cute.
butter.
Shane,
I'll tell you what, that tattoo.
gutter butter.
If I ever test positive for anything weird, hepatitis, this,
It's
that,
from
or the
that.
other thing, that's the first thing I'm going to think of is, oh man, I've had it for 25 years or 27 years because it has to be that tattoo that gave it to me. I mean, total disaster. This guy shouldn't have been. He shouldn't have been running a business, much less tattooing people. Bad tattoo.
Bad tattoo.
Bad tattoo, brother. Have you seen it?
I'm sure.
Get it out.
I'll show you.
I'm sure at some point I've seen
I mean, it's a total piece of crap.
Hey, listen, how old were you?
35.
17 or 18?
Okay.
Yeah,
It was
18
cool
as
when he
well.
got it.
Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah.
couldn't wait to get it. I was like, the minute I turned 18, I'm like down to carbon dope.
And that was the first. That was the first spot.
Oh yeah, and then I thought, my parents will never find out, because they were gonna be upset. And then my sister was a little kid, and she like saw I was like reaching for something
your
over the
sister narked
fridge,
on you?
and she was like, "What is that? What is that?" And like, and I was like, "Shut up, shut up."
But were you reaching on purpose a little bit for her
No,
to see it?
I was like, I'd forgotten about it.
Oh.
Oh,
You know how
man.
you forget
What-
about your
this
tattoos?
thing?
We
Oh,
went
yeah,
to
yeah.
the same place, and that's the same place that just let me sign my dad's signature at 17. Just like, you got
Yeah.
a form for your parent? And I was like, no. He's like, you got to get that filled out. And he handed it to me. I went out in the parking lot, signed it, and came back in. I go, here, my dad signed it. And he goes, good enough.
Good enough
Yeah,
for us.
And then gave me a tattoo.
Yeah, this guy was just happy to have somebody in the building when I did my tattoo. And funny enough, as soon as it was done, I drove all the way down to Springfield and went to the juke joint at a rock show and was in straight mosh pit. So while this thing is supposed to be healing or whatever,
it's
I'm just
rubbing up
getting my
against you,
ass kicked.
sweating,
Oh
everybody's
yeah,
kissing.
I'm just
Clean.
That
beating
lower back
butts and I'm
sweat.
getting my butt beat and like I just went
You got all this gutter
gnarly.
butter.
Got
Yeah.
gutter butter?
Oh, dude, I'm sure the blood and the nastiness just went straight down. He was also the guy who was like, yeah, just cover it in Vaseline for 2 weeks and it'll be fine, which is the worst thing to do for
What
a
are you
tattoo.
supposed to do? I thought that was the move.
Oh,
Like to
no.
moisturize it.
No, so you're supposed. Basically, what you're doing is you're supposed to be just using a lotion for a lubricant for your hand to massage out the broken blood
I
vessels
see.
underneath. It has nothing to do with covering it.
Ah.
And the Vaseline actually totally blocks the oxygen in the air from healing it, so it heals like total crap.
Oh.
Yeah, they called it little, like I believe they used to call them holidays. Like whenever you would see like busted up ink, like if you got a little bubble or whatever. I feel like that's what they call them, holidays.
I was trying to figure out who
Term.
coined the term tramp stamp, and I could not. Origins unknown.
Yeah, it was around 2000, maybe 2000, 2001 when I started
Yeah,
hearing
they
it.
said late 90s. They said it really became popular with the movie Wedding Crashers
I'm gonna go.
in 03.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
I was gonna say.
Might
Believe
as well
me,
be a bullseye.
believe me, I wouldn't have got it there if it was called a tramp stamp in 1998.
I think by the
Well,
time I was
I
getting it, it
suppose.
was a tramp stamp. But I was like, I want it to be in a place where I don't have to look at it every day because I don't know if I'm going to be a tattoo girl or not.
Yeah.
And so I got it right there above my ass, and it's fine. I forget about my tattoos. Like once you get so many of them, you start to just not see them anymore.
No, me
like I
too.
have some on my pelvis that I just completely don't
Yeah,
even
you don't
acknowledge.
realize.
And I wish that they weren't there. Like when I do finally look at them, I'm like, God,
Do
what an
you, do you
idiot.
find the
Oh,
term
me too.
tramp stamp derogatory?
No, I think it's funny and I like it.
Yeah, it's pretty on.
I mean,
As I
whatever.
was trying to look up the origins of who coined the term tramp stamp, and again, I couldn't find it.
I feel like it happened fast. I remember the lower back tattoo coming out and tramp stamp being pretty quickly adhered to it.
Yeah, somebody got broken up with.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
Some hot girl had a cool tribal design
was like
and a
whale
great
tail.
ass, and then broke up with the guy,
The whale
and then
tail.
he probably made it up because he called her a tramp, and that even though it was cool at one time and he was really into it when they were dating, they broke up, and then he was like, "It's a tramp stamp," and that's probably how it took off.
Maybe.
I don't think I heard it till the movie. Till it was in like
Wedding
pop
Crashers.
culture.
They said Wedding Crashers was the movie that really put the term tramp stamp into the
Who said it?
cultural zeitgeist.
Vince Vaughn.
Probably.
That is kind of what happened with my tattoos. I don't remember half of them. And I'll, somebody will say, "Oh, what is that on your back?" I'm like, I don't. You tell me.
Yeah.
I don't know. I haven't seen it
Haven't looked at
in
it.
20-something years. And I was at Victory Men's Health yesterday, getting that thing, and I was talking to the gals there because they've got these amazing bright tattoos, and we were talking about tattoos, and they asked me a couple questions that I didn't really have answers to. I was like, oh yeah, no, I've had one tattoo in the last 15 years because I just kind of got bored.
Yeah.
And was like, whatever. I got to a point, actually, Riz, and I know you haven't got here yet. I got to a point where I was just getting them for funsies because it was like,
know, it's
oh, that's
addicting.
funny. Yeah. When you start getting funny tattoos,
I'm too
you know
old
that
for
you should probably just pump the brakes.
I'm too old to get funny. That'll be funny.
I got like 3 more that I might get. That in my brain, I'm like, I could go get that today. You know, if you get a whim, you got some extra money.
I got the Lion's Choice tattoo. I got something else funny. See, I can't even remember.
But you also had cool
I'm not doing.
artists do your work.
Oh, yeah, artists matter.
If I did them again, I'd go traditional because they don't go out of style. That's the mistake.
Traditional, like pirates?
Like a anchor.
Yeah, like
Like an
birds. Yeah, some of the old school traditional tats. If I ever get them, that's what I would do because they don't really go out of style. Everything else kind of comes and goes.
Yeah, now the tramp stamp was.
We learned.
Yo, get some
from
face
Mr. Jack.
tattoos.
What's up with that?
Yeah, classic
We
one.
just don't learn.
Rafe, get some
history.
face tattoos. Get two bluebirds, and an anchor and a
so
ship.
classic.
Yeah, and a bluebird on the neck.
Sword.
This is a classic ship on your cheek.
Nah.
It's a good idea.
You say we don't learn. I mean, everything comes back around again.
I know. It's like it's literally called a tramp stamp. Like we shamed it for you. We did it so we walked so you could run.
Yeah, we warned you.
And they're like, nah, we'll walk too.
But you're not going into a tattoo place asking for a tramp stamp. You're asking for a lower back tattoo.
I know.
Everybody's got to make their own mistakes.
It's not
man.
even that painful of a spot, though, too. Like, if you think about the most painful areas to get, they say, like, your rib cage, your head, where else? Like, face.
Oh, under
Yeah,
my
the-
arm.
Under
Rib
your
cage was
arm.
bad, but my lower back hurt horribly.
Did it really?
But again,
Mine didn't hurt
this
at
guy
all.
was not supposed to be doing this.
Yeah.
He's in the wrong
yeah,
business.
he was giving you hepatitis.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's the hepatitis.
Yeah.
What
I
is?
am.
Yeah. Let's not get too close.
I feel like every generation has their tramp stamp. Like it may not be the lower back tattoo, but
It's a face tattoo
I
right
would
now.
say, I also think women that have like where their boobies meet their chest and have like the lotus
Oh, yeah.
thing. I see that a lot, and I'm like, she'll key your car for sure.
She will.
And if you turn around, there's going to be a quote going all the way up her spine, guaranteed. Probably a Bob Dylan lyric, and you're in trouble.
You are in trouble.
She will key your car fast.
Yeah, she'll kill your ass.
So I feel like I see that. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Like the.
I'm friends with these girls.
Yeah.
It's like
I love them.
Me too.
It's like a
They're
Phoebe
my gang.
Bridgers
Oh,
lyric,
it's
though.
hot, but I'm a piece of trash.
I don't like it.
I love the lotus in between the boobies.
I don't like it.
Me too, but I see it a lot, and I feel like when a tattoo catches on like that, it eventually becomes cliche, which makes it something that we make fun of.
The clavicle phrasing was a big thing. Remember the no regrets with
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
meet the Millers or whatever were the Millers. I have a bunch of friends that have that where they have their like intro saying, so like you can figure them out pretty fast with their about, like
Yeah.
I don't know. It's fine. I'm a weirdo. I only want certain parts of my body to have tattoos on them.
Just in case you got a desk
Why is that
job.
weird?
Well, no. It's like I have wrist tattoos and whatnot, but like I never will tattoo my legs or feet. I just was like, I'm not into that.
I don't think that's weird.
But I will get a tattoo on my butt. I keep threatening this at home because I really want to get, like my mom's a huge Rolling Stones fan,
The lips.
the tongue and lips.
No
And I
way.
think I'm going to get a little one on my butt cheek.
A
because
tattoo.
Do it.
I think that'll be
Do
fun.
it.
But Tim's like, no.
Do it for Tim's birthday.
No, he's not into it.
Surprise him. Surprise.
Surprise, look at this. Woo.
Here's your gift.
Right, brown sugar right underneath.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what you should get. That's on your
Yeah.
on your
Oh,
I think we
that's-
found
back.
It took
Brown
us,
sugar.
It took me a minute to get there, but
Brown sugar. That's it.
that's it. Lock it in.
God, people are just so dumb, aren't they?
Everyone's dumb. We're dumb. Everybody's dumb.
Everybody's dumb. I was
I guess
reading
it doesn't matter, but whatever.
What?
I mean, if it's your body, do whatever you want.
Yeah, do what you want. Do what you want. I don't know. I got these two things. It just proves stupidity. I'll start with this. Does anybody here think they can outrun a horse in a 100-meter dash?
No, man. They got 4 legs. We have 2.
I mean,
They have a tail.
And they got a tail.
It spins and it makes
these,
it go
these
quicker.
next two things are just dudes being stupid.
Mini horse.
You could not
No.
put a
No,
mini
mini
horse
horses
in
are
there.
How
fast.
Let me look that up. How
No, these people have never been around horses.
I can push a mini horse over at the starting line.
Dude.
Good point.
Men's overconfidence. It usually, you know, a lot of lives have ended with watch this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hold my beer.
Well, these
Okay.
are the folks that get in trouble at Yellowstone. The same ones that are trying to outrun a horse.
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
give you a mini horse. Okay. Average man can run 28 miles per hour.
Average?
No, not average man.
No way.
But
Average
humans-
Usain
no.
Bolt.
Usain Bolt, he has maxed out
Hang
at
on.
27.8 miles an
20
hour.
miles per hour is considered fast for a human, especially for an average person. Okay, so like let's say 15 would be an average person.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
A mini horse, they can run 13 miles per hour.
Smoke that ass, mini
So
horse.
we could smoke a mini
okay.
horse.
So, a survey found that 1 in 50 men genuinely believe they can outrun a racehorse in a 100-meter sprint. A racehorse.
Yeah.
So if
buddy.
you put 50 dudes in a room, one moron's going to say, I could beat a horse.
I'll take that bet.
Uncle Rico.
The kind that hit speeds of up to 40 miles an hour, while the fastest human ever, Usain Bolt, maxed out at 27.8 miles an hour. Men in general are significantly more likely than women to believe they could outrun animals.
You guys ever do the speed sign run challenge where they got the little
Oh, yeah.
little
Like on
mile
the
per
street.
hour? Tell you how fast you're running. That is so
I
fun.
don't need a sign to tell me I'm slow.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to get a ticket.
Just wear yourself out.
I don't need a big sign advertising that I'm slow.
I wonder how much slower I've gotten. It's significant.
Well, the
Since-
more weight we've put on.
With weight and age, I probably would get really sad if I did like a 40-yard dash timed, like laser timed right now. I'd probably be like, oh my God, that's pathetic.
Do you think you
I
could?
just ran a 48-second 40.
All right, I'll throw out some animals. Let me know if you could beat them in a race, okay? So, can you beat a croc?
Yes.
Crocodile?
If I zigzag.
Yeah.
Can
Especially
can you beat a crocodile in a 100-meter dash?
if I'm wearing shoes made out of them, I
Yeah,
definitely can.
You know why I say
That
I
length,
can?
yes.
Because I have to.
Yeah, I can.
So, a croc could run max about 10.5 miles an hour.
I can smoke that
Oh,
crap.
yeah.
Yeah, I got him.
He
An
lost.
elephant.
No.
Can you outrun an elephant?
Aren't they over 30-something miles per hour?
I don't know. I think that's
It's
going to
like
be close.
33, 35 miles per hour or something.
I'll be the cocky guy. I'll say yeah. I can do
No.
it.
I'm going to say near.
They're taking big strides, dude.
Yeah, but they're oafy.
And I have a big trunk, so it slows me
There's
down
an
a little.
elephant listening right now.
You said 100 meters, right?
100 meters.
They're
I think I
oafy.
got it. I think I got it.
He's
They,
squished.
they can run about 25 miles an hour.
Oh, my
You did.
For how long?
I don't know, about 25 miles an hour.
Till you're dead.
I got it.
I mean, 100 meters is
For an
not
hour,
long.
I guess.
I'm gonna get him.
Not far.
I'm gonna get him.
Can you outrun a hippopotamus?
No.
No, those are fast.
I don't
aren't
think
they?
so. Yeah, I think those are.
What's faster, hippopotamus or elephant?
I think
Elephant.
Hippopotamus.
Elephant's faster.
Darn it.
But a hippo could run about 19 miles an hour.
Oh, I could beat that.
And then in water, you are definitely screwed.
Can you outrun a rabbit?
Yes.
No,
What? No.
Yeah.
yeah.
no.
They-
You
I
see,
can't out-hop
Oh,
it.
I love chasing
This-
bunnies.
This
Yes.
bunny that I got to feed every once in a while. It's the quickest, goofiest, like
No way.
sneakiest.
They probably
I
go
mean,
like 40 miles per hour.
Dude, he just appears. He doesn't. I don't even see him, and then bam, he's on my
You know
foot.
how much ground they're covering in a hop?
Yeah,
That's like 7 steps.
a
for
rabbit
you.
can smoke us.
Yeah, but the way that their little mechanism is, I feel like we can outrun
They
them.
could run about 35 miles an hour.
Never
You're getting
mind.
smoked.
Can you outrun a goat?
The greatest of all time?
Can you outrun a goat?
Fainting goat, yes.
Yeah.
Regular goat. Boo! Your run-of-the-mill goat.
man.
I think so, because
I don't know.
yeah,
man.
because you're a little kid at the park and they chase you, you run, and you can beat them.
We could all outrun a goat.
We
10
can.
miles an hour.
Good to
10
know.
miles an
Used
hour
to.
max.
That was like a game in my town. There was a guy that had a goat in a pen out behind his yard. This thing was mean as hell. And it was like, can you hop in and run across the pen and not get... The goat would try to headbutt you or whatever. That thing was pretty fast, dude. Felt faster than 10 miles an hour. Maybe I was a little kid, so maybe it just...
According to what I read, goats 10 miles an hour.
Okay.
A house cat.
No.
no.
Can you outrun a house
Oh
cat?
my God, they're so fast and ridiculous.
depends. At their size. So I've had a couple of big tubby ones that I could easily outrun.
30 miles an hour. 30 miles an hour. A cat can run about 30 miles an hour. Can you outrun a swarm of bees?
No.
No.
Thomas
No,
taught us that.
one of my favorite things is to watch the videos of people trying to do so.
Because a swarm of bees could roll at about 20 miles an hour.
Man,
Okay.
Right?
It'd be close.
But they just stay with you.
Good luck, man.
Yeah.
You're running at full speed and you're just in a cloud of bees and you can't figure out what's happening to you.
Yeah, plus,
Yeah, how do you focus?
they're sending the drones and they're just pa, 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 just getting you while you're running.
Would have been a mongoose.
Mongoose. Man, I don't know anything about it.
20 miles an hour. A kangaroo.
No.
No way, dude. They're covering big time ground.
Scott and I saw one clear a field in no time.
44 miles an hour.
Yep, they're quick little boogers.
Cheetahs, 75 miles an hour.
Yes.
How about an ostrich?
Oh my
No.
God.
Can you outrun an ostrich?
Now they can
man.
fly, dude.
Cruisers.
I mean, they can't fly, but
they're
they
in
can
the
fly.
30s, right?
They're fun to ride.
Ostrich will run about 43 miles an hour.
Dang.
Shh.
A
Lucky.
fox,
No.
No.
31 miles an hour. Deer,
No.
No.
50 miles an hour.
50?
50.
Jeez.
Deer.
And they're flying.
Dude, you ever seen one jump on them 6 or 7 foot fences?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Even
amazing.
taller than that.
Dude, it is crazy. When you
Or-
watch it, you go, whoa, what did I just see? It looks like a glitch.
Or
This
run
is-
alongside a car.
Yeah, you see this giant mammal just boop.
The one time I hit a deer, it jumped off an embankment onto my car. And
Well, then it hit you.
It did. It really did. And it was like the ground it cleared was crazy. Like it was jumping off of an embankment that was probably like 6 or 7 feet high off the side and down across the road and just like jumped in the path of my car. But I was like, it probably cleared.
Idiot.
It probably cleared like 20 feet in the air.
Yeah.
Dude,
These
there's
things can.
Oh, they'll
fly.
clear fences. And they'll also get caught on fences, too.
there's a deer in our neighborhood that needs to be put down, yo. This guy's busted.
Well, I got a freezer.
He's busted, dude. He's got some big old thing, or she's got some huge, like, cyst or something on her face. And, like, she's just walking like she hasn't eaten in a while. I'm just like, oh, dude, put this thing
I
down.
thought you guys had the folks come out from the conservation agency and
I don't know, man. If
Tap 'em every
they
once in a
do, that it needs to be now because that thing is.
bummer.
Can you outrun a zebra?
No.
No, man,
No.
it's just a cool looking horse.
40 miles an hour.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
there's
that's
not many things we could outrun.
That's a Van Halen horse.
But I love the running overconfidence and swagger that apparently men have.
Dude, I tried to chase a mouse in the house the other day and was like, I got smoked by a mouse.
You ever been on a horse yet? You still haven't been on a horse.
I've been on a horse. I hate it.
Yeah, I could see you relaxing on a
His
horse.
feet can't reach the stirrups,
Oh.
guys. That's not nice.
Oh.
Mini horse.
Be nice to Riz today.
Riz, you get the pony.
I just felt so
You
out
have
of
to?
control.
Well,
I felt out of control.
You had
Yeah,
the
yeah.
reins.
If you don't
were
know what you're
completely in
doing-
control.
I didn't know what I'm doing. I
His
don't.
feet were flying
I
free.
know I got the reins, but
You need to know
who's
what
in
you're doing.
charge? The horse.
I get if you want it to be. I mean, it
It
sounds like
was
you
in
need to know
charge.
how to ride a damn horse.
I didn't like it.
If you get in the saddle thinking that, then yes, the horse is.
Yeah,
in
I didn't like it. And then the instructor that I was with, we were on a beach and like, all right, time to gallop.
Oh, that doesn't even count.
What do you mean it doesn't count?
Oh, that's
I was
some-
literally on a
Yeah.
horse.
Were
Was
you
it a wooden
shirtless
saddle?
at the beach? Like, what are you wearing with this? Like, you, I'm imagining you like
Swimsuit, right?
Fabio.
Probably my adventure hat.
Okay.
Was it a
Fabio.
wooden saddle? Because the time I rode horses on a beach, they had wooden saddles, and it was the most
I didn't
painful,
like it. Okay.
painful ride I've ever had.
Dude, I think that was just
balls
a
hurt.
hobby horse you were riding, bud.
Yeah, it was just a stick.
Yeah, I was down in Cabo, and boy, that was a different kind of ride.
tell you
And it
what-
wouldn't let you run; it just trot, so they bounce even more. So your legs rub raw.
I love riding a horse.
I'd love to get you out in an arena and
You
teach
do?
you how to do it.
Yeah,
do.
I don't think so.
It's pretty
fun.
spectacular, man.
And it's so amazing. I mean, you have this like, you forget how big horses are until you're on one and you're going,
Yeah.
oh my God, this thing is so magnificent.
Yeah.
I don't need
They're
to.
incredible.
That's too big. It hurt my feelings.
Ah.
We're on vacation. I exceeded the weight limit of what the horse could carry. They're like,
What?
we'll have to throw you on a burro. And I'm like, all right, I'm out of here. Hell with you guys. I'm going to the buffet.
What? Hey, burros are cool.
You ever ride a
Those are
camel?
cool.
No.
That's weird.
Oh yes, I have a Grant's Farm.
Nice. When they're all like folded down with their weird legs and
Yeah,
you have to
it was a
get
sad
onto one of
camel.
the humps. And
I'm
the
like,
humps
this
are
camel's
weird.
just like going in circles.
And then go
Yeah.
40 miles per hour.
They're so cute.
This camel's just walking around in circles, just giving idiots rides after they come out of the beer garden.
I feel like every
Yeah.
camel looks like Paul Hogan. Like I immediately think of Paul Hogan every time I've seen a camel. I don't know what it is. And I think Joe Camel, they took Paul Hogan and a camel and decided that was Camel Joe. So anyway,
Yeah, I'm not going to be riding any animals anytime soon. So
Whatever, dude.
yeah,
Yeah, you said a few things on the show, and
What
it
are
always ends
plus-size
up happening.
horses?
like
Plus-size horses
the
like
thick.
Where's some
ass
horses
big
that can-
quarter horses
that,
or
that
those
the thick boys can ride?
Oh, you can get
Those
Missouri
King?
Foxtrotter.
those fjords or
yeah.
Why don't they have those in freaking Costa Rica or wherever the hell I'm going?
Yeah.
Forgot where we went.
Get you on a
Let's go for a
Clydesdale.
horseback ride. I haven't ridden a horse in a while. And I looked it up, and I was like, man, I'm not even close. Like, I can't even go fudge the numbers. Like, I'm going to break some poor horse's back.
They look at you and go, "Nope."
No, you're not.
Oh no, they're and if you look at the YouTubes, you could find videos of fat people trying to get on horses,
I don't want
Me
to
on
watch
a
that.
donkey.
and the horse is going, "Nope,
Nay.
nah, nay."
nay,
I say
nay,
nay.
sir, nay.
You can get the
Nay, sir, you're not getting on my back. Here's another guy that's an idiot.
Okay.
And this is more of an individual story, not a group of fellows who think they can outrun.
Do you think that's it?
What?
I never even considered it. Do you think it's because of all the videos of fat people getting on horses that it's not a horse payload capacity issue? Because I'm like, man, I see people on TV with 2 people on a horse. I don't weigh more than 2 people, unless they're really tiny. And I'm like, is it just that they're afraid that some fatty's going to fall off the horse and get
Probably.
hurt?
Oh.
Maybe I should have just showed up and they'd have been like, you're thick. We'll give it a whirl. We got one horse. This is,
Yo,
we
I'm,
haven't had him out of the stable in like 9 years.
so I'm thick, but
And
I
he's
know my
like-
way around a steed.
And he's angry.
Get him out of
We'll
here.
put him on. We'll put you on him if you sign this waiver. I'd have done it.
We got a horse to break, and you're gonna break.
Yeah, you're going to break him.
You need Ardines, or however you say it.
All right, so guy in Florida fell for just a dumb scam. And it all started when he found a flyer on his car advertising tarot card readings.
Okay.
So there was a flyer on the car, and the kind of thing you might look at and go, okay, why not? For novelty purposes, fine. I'm up for a little fun tarot card reading. Mm-hmm. $20? Sure. He calls the number, agrees to a $20 reading. Harmless enough, right? Apparently not.
Oh no.
The guy shows up for his reading, and that's where things start to get weird. The psychic, a 67-year-old woman, Carmen Valdez de Miguel, though she also went by Maria Rodriguez, told him, you know what, tarot card reading's not going to go well for you. You, sir, need a spiritual cleansing.
Whoa.
The big guns.
You need, thank God you came here. You need
Extra.
extra.
Just luck.
You need extra, and it's going to cost you $700.
Okay.
All right.
And at this point, you think, alarm bells are going off here. No thanks. Now, from flyer on his windshield to going for his tarot card reading to being upcharged $700, I trust you. I trust you. You know what? I'll send you a down payment, $200 through Zelle.
Great.
All right, then I'll be back. I'll put my down payment down now. I'm going to go get the money. I'll be back for my cleansing session.
Okay.
During the session of cleansing, Carmen asks him about his bank balance, which, of course, all cleansing sessions usually veer into.
I'm picking up some numbers.
See, my clairvoyants know my bank balance.
Usually veer into, ooh, what's in the bank?
I'm needing specificity on your checking account. Routing number, please.
And he says, I have about $8,000 available. And she goes, wow, that is exactly how much we need.
Oh no.
That's $8,000 is
First of all,
wow.
Wow. It's not what I want to hear from the person that's supposed to know already.
Right.
You just surprised a clairvoyant. That's red flag.
No, it's wow, that is
Wow.
the perfect amount we need for this next little ritual we're going to do. Mm-hmm. I need you to go and get that $8,000
Okay.
and bring it all to me. And we're going to use all that money, $8,000, which happens to be the perfect amount we need for this ritual. And if you bring that to me as soon as possible with this ritual, that $8,000 is going to turn into $16,000.
What?
No
I would
way.
love
Double
to
my
double
money.
You're going to double your money.
Okay, I'm in.
This is excellent.
This is the double. What a lucky day.
I thought you said this was a stupid thing. This is awesome.
We're going to double your money. All you have to do is bring it here. So the guy goes and he goes to the bank and he gets the money and he brings it to Carmen.
Boy.
And here's what we're going to do.
Okay.
Now, I'm a spiritual expert.
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to put this money in this bag right here. And I'm going to put eggs in it. Eggs in the bag. Yes, this is the egg bag ritual.
Money side up.
Puts the money in the bag, puts the eggs in the bag. She does her ritual thing. The bag breaks open. And all that was left inside, broken eggs and worms. That's right, worms. The money, poof, gone.
Where did the worms
Where
come
the
from?
Smokes.
I don't know, but worms.
That's why you got to clean those bills.
I don't like magic
The
worms.
guy's like, what the hell just happened? And Carmen's like, oh, I can't get this money back to you because of my state of mind. You got to come back the next day. You got to come back tomorrow.
And my station wagon will be here.
I promise you, the money will be back tomorrow. Just my state of mind right now. Something must have gone wrong with the egg in the bag ritual. And come back tomorrow, and we'll return your money. And spoiler alert, the money never came back.
And where
What?
did Carmen go? Poof, gone.
And he tries to contact
Phil.
her, and she gave him some nonsense story about how the money was tied to the ritual and couldn't be released until the candles she had lit burned out. By now, the guy realized, wait a minute.
Where in the world is
Wait a
Carmen with my
minute.
money?
This was a scam.
Right.
Hey.
Carmen eventually arrested, not without drama, though. She allegedly gave the cops a fake name, resisted arrest. Not her first rodeo. She's already been busted 3 different times for this. A judge set her bond at $5,500 and even joked during the hearing saying, this is bizarre. And that's even what the judge said.
Yeah, it's a good old modern day witch hunt, you guys. Just let her do her thing.
Let
I'm
her
sure
do
the
her
worms
thing.
are going to manifest the 16 grand.
If there's a guy that's dumb enough to give 8 grand over,
Yeah. Never, you have to go to a reputable psychic, okay? One that's not
Oh,
going to
yeah?
gouge you. Yeah, like in the streets of New Orleans. Never
Oh,
been
yeah.
gouged down there. Had a great time. Things came true. It's crazy.
And you get a beignet.
And you get a beignet at
Cafe du Monde.
Cafe du Monde. Well, that sucks. Don't ever do psychics on a flyer. Never good.
Yeah, in a grocery store parking lot
Right.
that, they put the flyer under the windshield.
A good psychic will never advertise.
You guys
like
are just
that.
trying to talk me out of 16 grand.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, it's always like if your psychic is in a mini mall between a vape shop and a Subway, maybe
Maybe.
don't trust them with financial issue. They're not crushing it.
Right.
And then you also got to test that
Yeah.
crystal ball, see if it's actually crystal. So you throw it on the floor, see if it does anything. And if it breaks, you know
Right.
it's crystal. So then they can use it.
Just be careful out
Just
there,
be
guys.
careful out there.
That's it. That's it. Don't be a sucker. You can't outrun a horse.
And psychics should
Many
not
horses
cost you
can.
$8,000.
You're giving psychics bad names.
Yeah.
If you think you can, though, run in front of the horse. That's what
Try that. Yes. Yeah. People call us morons all the time.
No.
Every day.
Every day. Every day there's somebody out there calling us dumb.
That's true.
Right after they tell us how much they love us.
And we're just lucky radio is a one-way street, am I right?
I guess. What do you mean? One way
anymore.
street.
Well, we could yell at them, but they can't really yell at us.
They do, though.
They do. They try.
But they don't have a radio station.
We don't
That's
have
the
a
only thing.
we don't have a job where we have to have I guess we do have to have a high tolerance for, dealing with people.
Yeah.
100%. We're getting it from both directions.
Yeah.
Coworkers and them.
But at least nobody's in our face yelling at us.
Yeah.
Good point.
I'd prefer that, though.
Yeah, me too. Because people have way smaller balls
Yeah.
when they're in front of your face and they got something to say than when they're emailing about something you said off the cuff on a 4-hour-a-day talk show.
Yeah.
Well, I was just thinking about, does your job require a high tolerance for being yelled at?
Yeah.
Like, actually, I mean, we don't have somebody yelling in our face all the time.
No. We're not immediately dealing with customers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're not at a counter.
I was trying to think of the jobs that require a high tolerance for being yelled at. Throw something out there. What's the...
Oh, my gosh, serving. Being a waiter, a waitress, server, like, if food gets wrong, anything is not perfect, they have to deal with idiots that are hungry.
You know what I think of, since it's kind of sports season and everything? Umpires, refs.
Referees.
Ooh, good call.
They're getting it from everywhere.
From pro sports all the way down to Little League.
Oh, yeah, dude. I saw somebody
Getting yelled at.
mouthing off to a referee. This is a girls' soccer game. 13, 14 years old. And mouthing to a line judge. You know what I mean? Like, this isn't even the head ref. This is the line judge. And they're trying to just mouth off about everything to this one person because they were closest. And he was like maybe a 20-year-old gal doing this.
Yeah.
Just getting an earful from some
referees,
jackass parent.
If you want to be a ref, again, from pro sports all the way down to Little League, you got to have a high tolerance for being yelled at. Gate agents for airlines.
Oh, yeah. It's high stress.
You deal
people.
with stressed out travelers all friggin' day.
To be fair, though, if you got a good attitude and you're pretty cool, you're going to endure that a lot less. Some of those gate agents, they look like they want trouble.
Yeah, but even the nicest ones get yelled at.
I understand, but there's a little give and take there because I've seen it both ways.
What do you mean the door's closed? I can't board. Well, sir, you're an hour late for your flight.
I just mean that there are some outliers. There are some real bad people that are real grumpy and whatever. But for the most part, it's like first-time flyers or old ladies or whatever, and they're walking up. And I've seen some gate agents just kind of chirp and bark at people that didn't deserve it. They may have stupid questions.
The good ones are good at de-escalating a situation.
Right.
That's anybody that can deal with the public. If you can de-escalate it and stay calm, you are good at your job.
Cops, also you have to have a high tolerance for being yelled at, and they're expected to stay calm and professional through all of it. Members of the military, I guess being yelled at is expected, especially in basic training.
But not by civilians, by your sergeants and things. I mean, that's any better.
But you are still getting yelled at. I mean, you have to have you have to have a high tolerance for being yelled at.
But isn't that
you
part
gotta
of the
hang out with the
process?
person yelling at you.
It is, but you're still getting yelled at.
Yeah. Customer service. I remember working at American Recreation Products down here in Creve Coeur whenever I was in college, and all my job was 7 a.m. getting there, answering phones about broken tent parts. And the people of Minnesota are a-holes because everybody who called me from Minnesota was a jerk. Literally, I had a map at my desk because I took calls from everyone because it was like Eddie Bauer equipment. So it was a national brand.
Yeah.
And I would put little marks on which state had the biggest jerks, and it was Minnesota
by far.
Yes.
Minnesota.
Wild.
You're about to get an earful from me there.
For real.
Yeah, if you work at a call center.
Any call center.
If you work at a call center, man.
No one's calling in to be like, hey, things are going great.
Right.
Financial call center, money. If you work at a bank call center, no one's calling in to be. My mom worked in hospital collections.
Oof.
Oh, yeah.
Fun job.
And she was very good about helping people and was really, really good at, because we grew up without money and insurance. So, like, she was like the person you'd be wanting to talk to be like, hey, let me help you let's figure this out. And let me help you. Let me help alleviate the money you owe. But that's not, she'd have to get people there.
Right.
'Cause you're calling people to collect on a medical debt. No one's happy about that.
I'll throw healthcare workers, period. Nurses, doctors, even vets. Emotions run high in a crisis, especially when it's medical stuff. Mm-hmm. So you got to have a thick skin when it comes to getting yelled at. Pharmacists. My God, have you been to a Walgreens where you see a pharmacist get dressed down by an old person?
No.
Oh, boy.
No.
For what?
For whatever.
How expensive something is, or if they can't get it refilled.
done
If
in
they
time.
can't get it, if I had to wait too long, if I have a question and you're not answering the way I want you to answer.
And that's the first line of defense. Really who they're yelling at is their health insurance and their doctors, but they're not there in that moment. And it's just the pharmacy technician that's trying to fill it.
Back to call centers for a second. I worked at 2 different call centers. One was a marketing research firm. So I was calling people and trying to give them money. but you'd be surprised. I mean, you wouldn't be surprised that I got yelled at a lot there. The other one was I was selling cell phones, but it was direct mailers, and here was their freaking tactic. Their tactic was they were sending it to a lot of old people, and it was one of them things where on the envelope, and I didn't know this until I had like 100 calls coming in. They were calling, or they were putting on the envelope that it was one of those kind of tricky. They made it tricky wording about like your cell phone is coming, so people would call and be like, "I don't want this. I don't want a phone.
Right.
I didn't order a phone." And then it was my job to convert that panic. They're calling me because they're in panic, thinking that they signed up for a phone that they don't want, and then I have to convince them that they do want it.
Yeah, and they got to pay for it.
Right. So I got a lot of.
No, you do.
It was
You
like,
do want the cell phone.
It was like talking to my parents. Every single call was my mother basically calling and saying, "I don't want this. I didn't sign up for this," and panicking. And then a husband in the background, some old man going, "Who are you on the phone with? Let me talk to him." And then they would yell at me about how I was being immoral and scaring their wife and some other things.
Dude, a ton of nurses. Yep, I get it, man. Nurses. Yeah, we'll lump you into the healthcare people. Yelling, hitting, spitting, says Lauren. I get it.
Best thing about that job, by the way, is your boss would listen to your phone call and then yell at you about what you did wrong.
Oh, nice. So you get it from
Dude,
the boss,
it
and
was,
you get
it was
from
one of the worst jobs
customers.
I've ever had.
I called for AT&T, similar job, and they had a board, and the sales would be based on you'd get $15 if you could get them to come back to AT&T if they just switched to like Sprint or whatever. This is for landlines. You'd get like $15 a sale if they just left. Then there was a medium group that like had been gone for over a year but weren't necessarily dissatisfied. That was like $20, and you get $50 a sale if it was people who hated AT&T, actively hated. So I'd call them, and I'd try to make 2 sales a day on the people that hated it. And then you have your boss, and man, I'd call people, and they'd be like, "Where are you? I'll come kill you right now." But I'm like, "Sir, but I do have a $50 Red Lobster gift card." That was my weapon. That was my
Right,
sword
yeah.
against their hatred.
That should calm the beast. Teachers who get yelled at by both kids and parents. Social workers, just a social worker, high stress all the time situation. Anybody here a line cook ever?
Yeah.
I mean,
You were a line cook?
Like in the back of a restaurant?
If you watch any episode of The Bear, you know what it would be like to be a line cook and get yelled at.
I mean, are you saying just like, I worked at Bellastino's and I made sandwiches and pizzas and salads.
Were you yelled at?
I don't remember being too terribly yelled at. I'm sure I was.
Were you working on a line where like tickets were like?
Yep. Tickets were coming through and you're on salads or you're on pizzas or
high
whatever.
stress.
one that isn't on there probably is telephone repairman. My dad got yelled at all the time. Granted, he was hard of hearing, but he got yelled at all the time.
Let's see, you want repairing your telephone?
Huh?
What? I don't know if you're ever telling the truth, Scott.
I'm always.
Don't say.
I don't know if you're ever telling the truth. Was your dad a telephone repair guy?
He was that, but he wasn't hard of hearing, so he didn't.
Okay.
Get that. Yeah.
You see, with this
We
guy,
will never know the real man back there in his box.
It's a true mystery.
I don't know. All right, let's do this. You see, I'm sorry I yelled, Scott.
Yay, I got yelled at.
Yeah.
All right, today's Team Riz Member of the Day is brought to us by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill, the official sports bar of the Riz Show, and home to St. Louis sports fans since 1990. From beautiful fluorescent Ryan Ferguson. Yeah, Team Riz Member of the Day. Ryan's been listening to the Riz Show since the very beginning. Always starts his weekday mornings off with us.
Oh, he's a Fluorescent Ferguson.
Fluorescent Ferguson. He loves first hour of the show, loves our games. In fact, today we're going to play a good one. Today we're playing Read My Lips. It's a fun game. Loves our current lineup, thinks the show is better than ever. Ryan Ferguson from Fluorescent is our Team Riz Member of the Day. Get a super sweet Team Riz Member of the Day soccer jersey. Get yourself signed up 1057thepoint.com/Team Riz. All right, we'll take our first break of the morning. We'll come back with Crap on Celebrities. It is 7:12. It is Tuesday. Traveling and weather. First look, Moon, coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. We have a right lane blocked and a right-hand shoulder blocked due to a stalled vehicle 70 eastbound just before St. Charles Rock Road. Further south, there are delays 270 eastbound between 44 and 64. On 44, don't forget the main roadway is closed due to flooding, 141 southbound at 44. Your point forecast, freeze warning until 9 a.m., then sunny and a high of 56. Right now it's 31 at the Point Studio.
All right, Lauren, what do you got for us?
Elton and Madonna makeup. Excuse me, Hugh, are these your children? Bill Murray news and actors who absolutely nailed their role.
All right, we got that. We got your crappy birthdays. We got the porno birthday. And kids who do this often look down upon thing are more intelligent, says one big study. I will tell you what that often looked down upon thing is. We'll chop it up next. Stay there.
All right, so here we are backstage, the Stiefel Theater. Mr. Nathaniel Rateliff, how you doing, sir?
I'm great. I've heard there's been some going back and forth about the pronunciation of the theater, because this used to be the Kiel Auditorium, right?
It was Kiel.
Right.
Then they changed it to the, oh gosh, what was it before this? It was the Peabody.
Peabody.
And now the
House.
Stiefel.
Okay, Stiefel.
Well, what do you...
Spring is here, and today's a little chilly, but I mean, it's been beautiful outside, and I'm sure you're like me where you're standing in your yard and you're just looking and thinking about summertime and how fun it's going to be to have folks come over, but you want to do things and get it all spruced up and make that nice, or maybe you want to redo your kitchen or your master bath inside your house. Well, whatever it is, you should open a home equity line of credit with First Community, and it's absolutely incredible, the home equity line of credit. You pay one monthly affordable payment, and you can pay off your balance at any time with no prepayment penalty, but your line of credit, it will stay open. And so right now at First Community, they're offering a first-line home equity loan for an amazing introductory rate of just 4.99% for the first 12 months. And the current rate on the loan is 8.24, which isn't terrible, but it's that's way cheaper than credit cards or anything like that. If you're trying to, if you're going to use that and spruce up your home, so go to First Community, save a ton of money, and again, you will save a ton because there's no closing costs, no application fee, and it's a great rate, but it won't last long. So swing by any of their 40+ locations throughout the area, or 18 aside Walmarts that are open 8 or 7 days a week. Go to firstcommunity.com. That's firstcommunity.com.
Will there be celebrity guests on this show? Who does number 2 work for? Have you ever wondered what your boss's bathroom routine is like? Well, me neither. But we might find out today whether we like it or not on the number 2 show. In the wild ecosystem of the workplace, there's a unique species we've all encountered and have to navigate. The boss. Ugh. Just as David Attenborough would guide us through the behaviors of lions and gazelles on the African plains, let me take you on an office safari. You won't need binoculars, but perhaps a strong cup of coffee or a sneaky sip of the flask you keep in your top drawer, Frank. That's right, Frank. We all know about the whiskey. Get a handle on things. From the prowling micromanager to the elusive Captain Cryptic, here's a glimpse into a few of the bosses you're bound to run into during your 9-to-5 jungle adventure. Hey, can we get a cool graphic right there? Like a cutaway to like a guy in a safari hat that's like, welcome to the jungle! And it's like, rawr, like a big jaguar noise? No. Okay, moving on with the monologue. The micromanager from hell stalks your every click like a digital big brother. If they could, they'd probably control your mouse pointer from their office. Personal space? They ain't never even heard of it. They want to camp out in your ass like it's Yosemite. The Ghost Boss. Paranormal Edition. Woo! Sightings are rarer than Bigfoot, but their cryptic midnight emails haunt your inbox and are damn near as blurry and unclear. You may never see them, but their passive-aggressive notes are proof enough that the truth is out there. The Parrot Boss.
All season, when your favorite stars score buckets, it's your chance to win big with Underdog, one of the leading sports apps where you could make money just by watching sports. You want to turn your hoops knowledge into cash? It's so easy. Now just choose whether a player is going to go higher or lower on stats like points, assists, or rebounds. And you can play with as little as $1. And if you get everything right, you could win up to 1,000 times your money. So turn $1 into $1,000 just with your hoops knowledge. You don't have to have a huge bankroll to play. And they've got all your favorite leagues and teams and stars to choose from. So if you're not a basketball person, maybe you're a hockey person. Use basketball and hockey in one selection. Or, you can mix and match across all sports. Millions of fans have already won billions playing on Underdog with over 100,000 five-star reviews. The app is the real deal, and I can attest to it. So download the Underdog app, sign up now using promo code RIZ to unlock a special offer of up to $1,000 in bonus cash when you make your first deposit. Join in on the fun when you sign up with promo code RIZZ. Claim your special offer today and get up to $1,000 in bonus cash instantly upon first deposit. Must be 18 plus, 19 plus in Alabama and Nebraska, 19 plus in Colorado for some games, 21 plus in Massachusetts and Arizona, and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit ncpgambling.org. In Arizona, call 1-800-NEXT-STEP or text NEXT-STEP to 53342. In New York, call the 24/7 Hope line at 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY.
It's Donnie Fandango backstage at Point Fest. For one, I just almost fell out of my chair.
It is.
And for two, boy, that would have made a really great way to start the interviews of the day. Yeah. All right, so let's settle this first and foremost. You and me here right now. 0936.
Yes.
All right. I heard it in a couple of different ways. It confused the hell out of me, man.
It confuses me.
Okay, well then good. Then I don't feel as bad that it's not just me.
I put the colon in there to be read as a time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No one says it's 9:36 o'clock ever.
Right, ever.
It's never happened. It's never happened.
And it never should happen.
And it won't, I promise.
Man, I was reading a bit about you, and it feels like we, as younger guys, had a similar sort of experience. I had one of my dad's friends when I was growing up owned a mini recording studio in his basement. And so I got to go over there when I was like 7, 8, 9 years old and watch the guys plug in and tune in, and then they'd let me mess around on the microphone. And you had kind of a similar thing.
Yeah, it was more just like 3 plywood or 4 plywood walls and then a microphone. But my uncle knew how to, he mixed. He made, beats.
Sure.
He's not Dr. Dre, but he, made beats. You know what I mean? And he sold them online, and that was, his, side thing. And so that was very easy way to start.
Yeah.
Being let me see what's up. So I was doing little sample things for him. He was like, hey, talk, and sample for a beat. And then I remember I wrote a rap, and I was like, can you record me?
Wow.
That's yeah.
What was it like when you heard yourself?
It was hard. Well, I was 10, so I thought it was super sick. And if anybody heard that now, I would be so upset. I'd be offended.
But it shows where you've come from.
I don't want anybody to know. I don't want anybody to know. Some guy pulled us over. Well, didn't pull us over. We were pulled over in a parking lot the other day counting merch. And this guy comes up and says, hey, don't mean to bother you. I know you're a musicianal act. Not a word. And then he said, he was leaving. He said, hey guys, just remember, you got to be somewhere.
Okay.
I don't know. Just keep it in mind.
All right. Well, I think we're just going to probably stew on that.
Got to be somewhere. That's what I was getting at with what you just said.
So talk to me about some of your friends that are already on our show today. The Shinedown guys are who you're currently out with now.
Yep.
Is this kind of like one of your first big runs, or have you been out a bunch, or where are you in the touring stage of your career?
I've never toured before.
Oh, wow.
And then they were like, hey, touring's back. You want to go for 84 days? And I was like, let's do it. So here we are. I have 12 more days left.
But for
and alive still.
Thank goodness. But for you, man, I'm sure legitimately that this is a learning experience for you as well as a really great time.
Yes. It was, yes. Yeah. It's a lot, though. You know what I mean?
Together Credit Union. I love Together Credit Union. We just had a kiddo open another account because not only Together Credit Union Not only do they have all this incredible stuff from home loans to, car loans and everything that they offer the members, but they've been great for our family. And they're great for St. Louis City SC fans as well. And this is going to be the season. I know it's been kind of a rough start a little bit, but one of the best ways to gear up for match day is with an exclusive St. Louis City SC debit card from Together Credit Union. I have it, and I've taken advantage of all the perks that it comes with, including free lifetime My City Plus membership. That's priority access to single match tickets and limited edition drops, city cashback rewards on every purchase at City Pavilion and City Goods and the retail and concession locations around Energizer Park, plus special member-only events and experiences that I have absolutely loved. And as a special bonus, all the City SC debit and credit card holders get express entry into the matches at Energizer Park. So what are you waiting for? If you're a fan, this is the card you should have. And how do you get it? You just open any personal or checking account online, togethercu.org, or stop by any of the 14 local branches. There's no cost for the City SC debit card. And it looks cool. I love it. So don't wait. Sign up today. Show your pride for St. Louis City SC. You can visit any of the 14 local branches or go to the website for full terms and details. Together Credit Union is federally insured by the NCUA. Visit togethercu.org.
Hey, we're the Interrupters! And we're here with our new friends Sarah and Donnie from The Point. We're at Music Record Shop, and we're gonna go get some records.
Welcome back to the program. Phone number 314-624-3833 or 618-398-3833. The Coleman's Campers text line, 314-649-DUMB. The webcams, the Mick Ultra Studio cams, 1057thepoint.com/Riz. The socials at RIZZ. Show your emails. RizShow1057thepoint.com. Guys, happy Rex Manning Day.
Oh, it's Rex Manning Day.
It is Rex Manning Day. Every April 8th. Duh. And of course, Moon, you know what Rex Manning Day is. Go ahead. Explain.
That's the thing from Empire Records.
That's right.
That's the sexy Rexy.
Yeah.
I've never seen that movie.
Oh,
really?
my
Yeah,
God.
I've seen pieces here and there, and it's a clippy movie.
1995's
You work at Empire
Records.
Records. I always tell Tommy Mattern, our boss, I go, you are Joe from Empire Records, because we're all idiots, and he's got to deal with all of our stupid issues all the time and our egos, just like that movie. I mean, you can find your character in that movie. There's so many good ones.
So listen, if somebody says Happy Rex Manning Day today, it's a playful way of celebrating Empire Records.
Liv Tyler is so freaking cute in that movie. All I wanted to be was Liv Tyler. Oh my gosh.
Is that your character?
Well, I don't know if that's my character. It probably is my character because she's in love with Rex Manning and she's, oblivious to all sorts of stuff.
And he's the washed up pop star.
And he's the washed up pop star and the hot guy that, that she should be with, she's completely ignoring. Freaking mess.
What was his song?
Say no more.
Say no more, mon amour.
And mon amour.
Say no more, mon amour.
Oh my gosh, can we play it? Because I feel like we need it. I feel like the people need it. His tan ass, Rex Manning with his purple suit, and the music video, which is in some sort of Bahamas. I haven't seen it in a couple of years.
Oh, and he looks like he looks like George Michael.
This is yes.
Oh yes,
I got it right here.
It's a white Seinfeld pirate shirt.
So sexy.
Hello, baby.
Hi, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Well, do you want to come over?
Guapa. Call me from my car with a je ne sais quoi. You say you need a little of my ooh-la-la. I know you get lonely in your Canada bed. But say no more, baby, I'll be running everywhere. Say no more, mon amour. I'll bring my loving right to your front door. Here I come, baby, je t'adore.
There you go. Happy Rex Manning Day, everybody.
Cameraman, save the empire.
Also with you.
All right, so let's talk about something that might surprise you: video games. For years, people have labeled gamers as what? Lazy, or even, it's rotting your brain playing these video games.
Yeah.
But no. Or maybe like, get off that screen or go do something productive. But here's the kicker. A study says kids who play video games may actually be smarter than their peers. Smarter. So this research published in the journal Scientific Reports dug into how video games, watching TV, and using the internet affect kids' intelligence. Now, TV and social media really didn't do much. Really didn't do much good or bad. But video games, this is where things got interesting. So the study followed about 10,000 kids aged 9 and 10 years old in the U.S. as part of the Adolescent Brain Cognitive Development Study, the country's largest long-term look at kids' brain development. So 2 years later, they checked back in with over 5,000 of those kids and found something wild. The ones who played more video games than average had a noticeable IQ boost. Now, the research didn't just say gaming equals genius. They defined intelligence as the ability to learn efficiently and effectively, think rationally, adapt to new situations, and understand complex ideas. And these are skills that gaming, especially the kind that require strategy and problem solving and quick thinking, can help develop. So it's a big deal because for so long, gaming has had this stigma of being a waste of time. But as one researcher put it, this is a topic that deserves careful attention from policymakers and parents. It's maybe time to rethink how much screen time we allow and how we categorize gaming as a hobby. Now, that said, this doesn't mean kids should be glued to a screen 24/7. You got to regulate screen time, especially for young kids. And, excessive screen time can have its downsides, like, messing with sleep and causing weight gain and straining eyesight. But if you're a parent feeling guilty about letting your kid play Fortnite or Minecraft, for an extra hour, chill.
There's some benefits going on.
Chill.
Can we let my wife know this?
You could be, no, you're a
No, you're an
man-child.
adult.
You're an adult. This might just be sharpening their problem-solving skills.
Every time I FaceTime my nephew, he's on his PS whatever number, and he's got his little friend in his headset, and he's just probably Minecraft. I don't know what they play.
They play Minecraft
Yeah.
or the
He's like
Fortnite,
10.
but it's problem solving and it's
It's also not communication. It's time with their peers.
Community.
Yeah,
Like it's a
they're-
little
yeah, it's
online
their hanging
community.
out. It's their hanging out.
Yeah.
So they do it on their headsets now. All right, today is April the 8th. Back in the day, 51 years ago, 1974, baseball superstar Hank Aaron of the Atlanta Braves broke Babe Ruth's lifetime home run record by hitting a 715th 715th home run in a game against the Dodgers. Very famous video of him running around the bases and people running onto the field.
Yeah. Seen it? It's awesome.
Like in an old interview, he was frightened for his life. He said, people running on the field, he thought he was getting stabbed
oh my goodness.
because people were threatening him.
Oh my.
Oh yeah, it wasn't the celebration of the McGuire Bonds era.
It wasn't the celebration of Ovechkin breaking, Gretzky's record.
No, he dealt with a lot of stuff.
Dealt with a lot of stuff.
Death threats to his family, all kinds of crazy stuff was happening.
50 years ago today, 1975, Aerosmith releases their third record, Toys in the Attic, featuring Sweet Emotion and Walk This Way.
Great record.
45 years ago, 1980, Kenny Rogers stars in the TV movie The Gambler,
Excellent film.
based on the song The Gambler, which airs on CBS. It becomes the highest rated TV movie of the year.
It's really good, but it's not as good as Six Pack. Still his best movie.
I don't know. But it did star the quintessential TV film star of the 80s, Bruce Boxleitner.
Oh my.
That guy was in everything, but only on TV.
Never got the full credit he deserved.
Never got the bump to movies, but man, he was in every freaking made-for-TV movie and limited series on television for an entire decade.
Have you seen Six Pack yet?
No.
I've been telling you for 11 years you need to see that movie.
Well, get around to it.
Yeah.
You got to watch White Lotus
11
first.
years.
You've been busy, dude.
Take your time.
42 years ago, 1983, in front of a live television audience of, live television audience and an audience of 20 tourists, magician David Copperfield made the Statue of Liberty disappear.
Oh. How did he do it?
What?
Incredible.
What happened?
What happened?
I actually looked it up. How did he do it? The stage moved. He just rotated the stage.
You kidding?
Don't ruin this for us, okay? I want to believe that it
It was all a perspective thing. So we had these There's 20 people sit in front of these two columns, and in between the columns was the Statue of Liberty. Okay, so a curtain lowers, so now the Statue of Liberty disappears in front of the people, in between the two columns, and the stage just rotated a certain amount. It was a perspective thing.
And they didn't know they were being rotated?
No, because he had the music so loud and the stage was vibrating from the bass and the music and everything that they didn't realize the stage had turned just enough where the Statue of Liberty was behind the pillar.
Incredible.
That's hilarious.
And then he went, ta-da! And they're like, whoa!
Imagine.
No one leaned over.
Yeah, nobody decided to look
Someone
anywhere
sneezed
else.
and
Nope.
Man, that guy has 7 islands.
I know.
Isn't that crazy?
39 years ago, 1986, Clint Eastwood was elected mayor of Carmel, California by a landslide with 72% of the votes. He was sworn in a week later and served for 2 years. 31 years ago, 1994, Nirvana lead singer Kurt Cobain found dead in his Seattle home. 25 years ago, in the year 2000, Saturday Night Live aired their now famous More Cowbell skit featuring Will Ferrell's gut. 20 years ago, 2005, Pope John Paul II's funeral took place. 12 years ago, 2013, Margaret Thatcher died of a stroke at the age of 87. 9 years ago in 2016, Cheap Trick, Chicago, Deep Purple, NWA, and Steve Miller inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And that same day, Gwen Stefani and Gavin Rossdale are officially divorced. After 14 years of marriage, they have 3 kids. Their names are
Zuma, Kingston, and
Bill.
Zuma.
Bart.
Let's see. Kingston's the oldest.
Ted.
Zuma is the young. Zuma's
King
the little
Charles.
kid.
Mikey.
And Apollo.
Apollo.
Yes.
Oh, gosh dang it, I was close.
And that's what happened back in the day. You looked up the Statue of Liberty thing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Pretty-
it's just a stage rotated.
Yeah, it's so easy to see now that and he's got everybody really packed in there. There's like
Right.
20 people, so their perspective is blocked. But they also didn't see that there was like no helicopter in the sky or no star in the sky.
Oh my gosh.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I mean, it's dumb.
It is dumb.
But-
It is dumb. But when you watch it, I bet you that made some great TV.
It did.
Oh, I remember the David Copperfield specials.
Me
Like, remember
too.
he walked through the Great Wall?
No,
Claudia Schiffer.
she's got Schiffer brains.
he walked through that door.
There was Diamond Head, right? Didn't he make Diamond Head disappear?
You're right.
Or was that somebody else?
No, I know what you're talking about. I think it was
It was like
Copperfield.
the whole friggin' crater in Hawaii. You know, right across from.
I don't remember that
from
one.
Waikiki.
I remember the Statue of Liberty. I remember him walking through. I remember him walking through the Great Wall of China, and these were big deals
This
back
is a
then.
huge deal. It was like Sunday night. It's on CBS.
Right. All right, time to find out. What did you say, Rafe?
I owe Bruce Boxleitner an apology. He was in Tron. He did make the jump to movies. My
Excuse
apology. I'm
you.
going to put that
How
out there.
dare you.
A lot of people messaging me. My bad.
All right, time to find out what's going on in the world of music and entertainment with your crap on celebrities.
Well, Madonna and Elton John and their infamous feud is finally over, you
Thank
guys.
God.
I know you've been waiting.
Our long
The long
national
American nightmare is over. The two music icons posed together backstage at SNL over the weekend and Madonna shared a lengthy post on Instagram and said, "We finally buried the hatchet." She says, "Over the decades, it hurt me to know that somebody I admired so much shared dislike of me as a public artist." And so if you don't remember this, which I
Who
didn't.
Who started it?
So Madonna and Elton John's feud starts in 2004 at the Q Awards, where he publicly insulted Madonna while accepting the award for a classic songwriter. He said, "Madonna, best live act, F off. Since when has lip syncing been live? Sorry about that, but I think everybody who lip syncs on stage in public when you get paid 75 squid to see them should be shot. Thank you very much. That's me off her Christmas card list, but do I give a toss? No."
Okay.
And then he continued to criticize her for years. And so I guess they went backstage at SNL, and within like a matter of them seeing each other, he just says, "Forgive me." And the wall between them fell, Madonna says. "Forgiveness is a powerful tool. Within minutes, we were hugging." And she concluded by saying, "Then he told me he'd written a song for me and he wanted to collaborate. It was like everything came full circle. And you can tell everybody this is your
Well,
song."
if these two can bury the hatchet, and world peace is achievable.
It is,
Ukraine
you
and
guys.
Russia finally at peace.
Never
Yep.
stop holding
Yeah,
out
then
hope.
Ukraine and Russia could get together.
Let's do it.
They buried the hatchet that her plastic surgeon used on her. I'm
Yes.
just kidding. I'm kidding.
Did.
Now we got a
Did.
Rafe Madonna feud.
I'm kidding. Well, she owes someone in the room
Lunch.
a dinner.
I haven't
believe.
heard about this.
Well-
I haven't brought it up in a while.
Well, I hope that you and Madonna can make up as well, Moon.
Well, I mean, listen, it's not about making up. It's just about delivering
Getting
on
that
your
dinner.
promise.
Slayer's announcement of a huge September 20th stadium show in Hershey, Pennsylvania. So if you love Slayer and chocolate, you're in luck. They're going to have Knocked Loose, Suicidal Tendencies, Power Trip, Cavalier, and Exodus all on the bill with them. So this is a huge metal show. It's going to take place at Hershey Park Stadium, and it is their 6th show booked this year.
They're going to melt all the chocolate
Hell yeah, they are.
Chocolate.
with the metal music.
It's going to be nice. Rest in peace to the second most iconic person in the band Blondie because of his hair. Clem Burke has died at the age of 70. He was the drummer the whole time since Blondie's been around since 76. Blondie wrote, Clem was not just a drummer. He was the heartbeat of our band. His talent, energy, and passion for music were unmatched, and his contributions to our sound and success are immeasurable. And he was just a source of inspiration, and it was a privilege to know him. So R.I.P. to Clem. In TV news, more health issues for Kathy Griffin. She had to have a hysterectomy due to a precancerous condition. Now, we know that this isn't the first health scare that the comedian has had. Back in 2021, she revealed she had stage 1 lung cancer despite never smoking. She did have surgery. She beat the cancer after living with a lung tumor for 10 years. But now she had to get a hysterectomy due to some sort of precancerous experience. Immigration officials at London's Heathrow Airport have upset Hugh Grant after he revealed in a tweet that they quizzed his children on Friday. Quote, they just came through Heathrow with my wife and children. We all have the same last name on our passports. Immigration officers engages with my children in a chit chat and then whispers to them, are these your mom and dad? Intrusive, insulting, and creepy.
Oh, intrusive, insulting, and creepy?
Yes.
Oh, my.
So his kids are 12, 9, and 7. He also has 2 kids with another woman who are 12 and 13. There's not really
They asked
clarity on
us-
who these kids
They didn't
actually
single
were.
you out, Hugh. They do this to a lot of people. They've asked my daughter in
Have
front
they
of
really?
me. Oh, yeah,
And
at Lambert.
Were you upset?
No.
Good. Yeah, I like that they're going to ask kids if
Yeah,
they're with
with
the right
all this
people.
human trafficking and
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Hugh.
Right.
I mean, did the kids lie and say, no, I'm being kidnapped?
They
I mean,
could've.
they could have.
That would have been hilarious.
No, they've asked my daughter in front of us, like, are these your parents?
Yeah, that's good.
I didn't think anything of it instead, and other than, oh, I'm okay with this.
Right. It's like a spot check, right? They probably just do this randomly just to make sure kids that are traveling aren't being
Would you
trafficked.
ever be offended by that?
By what? Being asked if I was their parent?
No, asking the kid.
Yeah,
Is
like
it-
if
are these your
immigration
parents?
officials
No.
pulled your kids
No.
aside.
No, show me that something is being done.
Right.
Right. I agree.
That's what I thought. Like, oh, okay, they're checking.
Yeah, it's not that I would think, oh, I appreciate this, but deep down, I mean, that's what you want.
Right.
I kind of did appreciate it.
I do. Yeah, I do as well. Because, you go in the bathrooms and they have like signs posted if you're being trafficked to call this hotline. You guys got those in the men's restroom? Because they got them in the women's restroom in like every airport.
Rest stops.
And rest stops.
So what is it?
It's a sign in the back of the bathroom, door stall. And it says, like, if you're being trafficked or you are in an unsafe experience, dial this number.
Oh.
And officials will come and get you.
Isn't
and
there a
help you.
hand signal too?
There is a hand signal.
What is the hand
I
signal?
don't know what it is.
Is it like?
Yeah.
I forgot what the hand signal
Is
is.
it
Like.
this, Scott?
Yeah.
Help!
Waving
Flailing about.
at me.
I think it's like,
Is it
it's very simple, whatever it is.
Is it the Spock?
I do need to learn
No.
that.
Hand
What is
signal for.
Then it's not the live long and prosper.
Yeah, I don't think it's.
I
the
saw a
Scott.
commercial for it once. It was like a little girl
Right.
was given the signal at an airport and a
Open palm, tucking thumb into palm, and
Oh,
then
yeah,
closing
like this.
fingers over it. I knew it was 4. And like the thumb was tucked, and then I think
okay, so you just kind of wave that way.
I
Yeah.
think it's just one motion. It's like
And you can maybe
put it
hold
in
your
and
thumb.
you slowly, very nonchalant.
Interesting.
We should know this.
We should know this. Everybody know it. Guys, back in 2022, Bill Murray was working on a movie called Being Mortal, which was being directed by Aziz Ansari. And he did something to a female crew member, got canceled, and Bill still doesn't think that what he did was that bad.
Yeah, this is the movie they just scrapped.
They did scrap it.
Like do you remember the story?
No, which movie?
So Bill Murray was doing a movie with Aziz Ansari as the
Being Mortal.
director. And something happened on the set with Bill Murray and a female.
That's right.
And they just can't, so they scrapped the whole movie.
Right.
And then you never heard anything
When was
about
this?
it
Like
again.
2021?
2022.
Oh, okay.
And you never heard anything about it again.
So this is what he did. He said, I was wearing a mask. I gave her a kiss. She was wearing a mask. It wasn't like I touched her, but it was just I gave her a kiss through the mask. She wasn't a stranger. I certainly thought it was light. I thought it was funny. To me, it's still funny. The idea that you could give somebody a kiss with a mask on, it's stupid. That's all it was. And it still bothers Bill Murray to this day, that everything came to a halt the way it did. He says there was no conversation. There was nothing. There was no peacemaking, nothing. I don't go too many days or weeks without thinking about the incident.
Who complained? Was it the woman that complained?
I mean, I guess so. I guess she complained on the set.
Or was it somebody on the set that saw it and complained?
Well, Aziz Ansari got half canceled, right? Remember his drama that he had?
They went
date.
after him, and he came out and was like, "What? I thought this was a
He
bad
just had a
date."
bad date.
Like it,
Right. And then he kind of
everything
came out
was-
through that.
and then everything was quiet.
Yeah, but it
after that.
ruined his career.
It did.
I mean,
he came
was
back, though. He did a special.
Not as big as
No,
he
Not
was.
as big.
he had Master of None and like all sorts of things going
He had
for him. and
all
of a
sorts of
sudden,
things. He had a lot of momentum going. It ruined his career.
Screeched
Well, he
the
was
brakes a bit.
trying to direct a damn movie, and maybe that's added to it. Maybe that's why this got scrapped so fast, because he was like, I don't want any more
Probably.
controversy with my name on it.
I would imagine he was probably like, "Come on, Bill. I'm trying to dig my way out of like weird, allegations or whatever, and then this happens on the set of his film." He was probably like, "Just forget it. I don't
Right.
even want it to come out."
So Bill never said who said or who had the trouble.
No, I mean, this is a New York Times article. I don't remember if it was the woman who complained or if, like you're saying, it was a crew member that just complained. It just like went away.
He had a. Did you guys see the weird encounter he had with the guy at the airport the other day? Where he's like stepping on. You stepped on my. That's assault.
Oh, it's a
assault,
paparazzi.
brother.
He like went off. The guy was like following him, and he said he tried to step on his foot and kind of.
Wait, Bill Murray said that to the paparazzi guy?
Yeah.
Huh.
It was kind of weird. It was a little odd. It didn't seem like the guy really was encroaching that much on him. Now I don't know. I couldn't see what
was
happened.
also-
There's no way to know.
They gave us like that 10-second clip.
It's true.
So you don't know how annoying the guy was beforehand.
That's exactly true.
Chris Hemsworth recently made a fan for life, and her name is Halle Berry. I guess these two were hyping up their new thriller, Crime 101, and Halle revealed that Chris stood up for her on set. She didn't really go into exactly what happened, but said she was impressed. She says, he's a stand-up guy. I won't throw it in now, but he stood up for me in a moment in our movie, and I instantly knew right then I'm going to follow this guy, be a fan of this guy for the rest of his life because how he stands up for women. He didn't have to do it, and he did. So just when we think Chris Hemsworth can't get any better looking and better as
Here
a
we
human
are.
being, here we are.
Here we are.
You guys go to wax museums?
All the time.
All the time. Cool. Jacob Elordi from Saltburn and Euphoria just got a wax figure at Madame Tussauds in Vegas, and it's actually very good.
I thought he was a wax figure.
He does look a little like
know
he
what
could
this
just
guy
be
looks
still.
like.
Oh, yeah, you do. This is, do you ever watch Saltburn?
No.
Oh, please watch it. I need to
I
know
already
your
watched Six Pack.
I need to know your disdain for what happens in the movie Saltburn.
Jacob Elordi. Okay, let's see
Elordi.
who this guy is.
You've seen this guy. Very handsome.
Yeah, he's a handsome guy.
His wax figure is awesome. Looks exactly like him. Almost looks like he's just standing there completely still. So people are going to be excited about seeing that. Did you guys see the King Kong drones climbing up the Empire State
Yes,
Building?
very cool.
That was so cool.
Very cool.
We'll have that up.
King Kong, I mean,
It was cool, man.
a bunch of drones
So light.
programmed to make it look like King Kong was climbing up the Empire State Building.
It was
Very cool.
neat. And finally, people on Reddit are sharing actors who absolutely nailed their role so well that nobody else could ever compare. So let's talk about this.
You said this earlier, and I thought of one person immediately was from Full Metal Jacket, Private Pyle.
And the drill sergeant. Two people
yeah.
in that movie. Because that guy wasn't supposed to be in it. The guy that played
Arlie
the drill
Ermey.
sergeant, he was a military advisor on set, and he did such a better job than the actor. They fired the actor and just put him in the movie.
Yeah, and what's his name? The guy who played Private Pyle.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
Vincent D'Onofrio.
All right, so those are two that you think of when you think of somebody that could not play a different role.
Marlon Brando in The Godfather.
Yes.
Any of these on your list?
No. So Red has like a million of them,
Oh.
and I'm sure Marlon Brando's on there.
I'll
This
tell
is
you who
this
was,
is a list of characters that cannot be played by another actor,
Yeah, like let me just
like Ace Ventura.
I'm just
Jim
going to name
Carrey.
a couple of these. So, like Tim
Stephen
Curry is
Root.
Dr. Frankenfurter in Rocky
Okay.
Horror Picture Show. Tim Curry did such an excellent job. Impossible for it to be anybody else. Meryl Streep is Miranda Priestley in The Devil Wears Prada. To me, she is Miranda Priestley. Leonard Nimoy as Spock.
Yeah.
Okay. This one's a huge one. Gene Wilder as Willy Wonka.
Yeah.
Right?
Hey, we'll be honest. That Zachary, I forgot his last name.
Both of those people have been played by other people, by the way.
Yeah, Zachary.
Yeah, but not as good.
Zachary, whatever, did a great Spock.
Sure.
Oh, Zachary Quinto.
Quinto, that's it. Thank
Oh,
you.
yes, from American Horror Story. Mike Myers is Austin Powers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't see that being anybody else. Matthew Lillard is Shaggy in Scooby Doo. I thought that was an okay casting.
Yeah. Oscar worthy.
But he was okay.
Okay. Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay. And James Gandolfini as Tony Soprano.
Perfect.
He was
Yes.
perfect. And Johnny Depp as Captain Jack Sparrow, also a very good one, even though he's
Great
playing
casting.
Keith Richards. So really, Keith Richards probably could have done it.
I
But
think Sharon Stone in Casino. And
Oh, yeah.
she killed it so hard in that. You hate that character so much by the end of the movie, and she just I can't see anyone else crushing that hard as Ginger when she was Ginger in Casino.
Yeah. Oh, she was such a hateable character.
Oh man.
I think Alicia Silverstone in Clueless, she's such a perfect share. And also Reese Witherspoon in Legally Blonde. She's so good at being Elle Woods.
Leonardo
stand up for me.
DiCaprio and What's Eating Gilbert Grape
Yeah, as Arnie.
also. I
That is
can't
really
see
good.
anyone else pulling that off.
You can't see Corey Feldman being Arnie.
No, that interview was
No. Oh, yeah. We were talking about that interview with Corey Feldman and Billy Corgan. It's wild.
It is
I
wild.
mean, Corey Feldman
Say
is
more.
Just, I hate to use the word delusional, but he puts himself, as far as him being a musician goes, in the same category as somebody like Billy Corgan or some of the greats.
He's not in on it. I'd hoped that there was a little sliver of him that realized that, like, people are coming to see me because I'm Corey Feldman, and they're coming to, like, maybe hate watch or make fun of me, but I'm so into it that I win them over. And he doesn't think that. He thinks he is like Michael Jackson, and that people are just realizing it. And I'm like, man, that's sad.
Or people have wronged him in ways that he couldn't achieve that kind of status.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, dude, I'd listened to the whole interview.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. He is, and Billy Corgan, God bless him, trying to keep it together.
Right.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
And you thought it was before the Limp Bizkit
It
tour?
was.
It was? Because I was listening to it and I couldn't figure out a timeline, like why you thought
He
that.
refers to going out on tour with Limp Bizkit.
That it's coming
It's
up.
coming up.
I see. Well, there you go. Some characters that nobody else could play, even though some people tried, and that is your crap on celebrities.
Celebrity celebrating your birthday today. Sky Jackson, that's Zuri on Jesse, the Disney Channel spinoff of Bunked, is 23. Matthew Healy, the lead singer of the 1975, is 36. Felix Hernandez, former Seattle Mariner pitcher who won the Cy Young Award back in 2010, pitched a perfect game in 2012 and signed a $175 million contract in 2013, is 39. Taryn Noah Smith. Anybody know who that is?
That's the Home Improvement kid.
Goes by three names because all the other ones were doing it.
Huh.
Is that the young kid, Mark?
That's Mark.
Mark.
Mark from Home Improvement is
Yes.
41. Ezra Koenig, Vampire Weekend singer, is 41. Taylor Kitsch is 44. Katie Sackhoff, that's Bo-Katan. Bo-Katan Kryze from The Mandalorian is 45. Sung Kang, that's Han from the Fast and Furious movies, is 53. Patricia Arquette is 57. Robin Wright is 59. Julian Lennon is 62. Izzy Stradlin, former Guns N' Roses guitar player, is 63. Richard Hatch, we were just talking about the guy. The winner of the original Survivor who did time for not paying taxes on his winnings is 64. John Schneider, the original Bo Duke on Dukes of Hazzard.
That's a role no one else could play.
He's 65. And Kane Hodder, to horror fans, he'll always be the Jason Voorhees. He played Jason in 4 of the Friday the 13th movies, the 7th through the 10th. Kane Hodder is 70 years old.
All right, today's porno birthday, which is being brought to you by Patricia's, where fun and fantasy meet, is Karina Kay. And today's birthday girl's been in 160 fine films, including Backseat Bangers 4, Bad and Plaid, College Dropouts 2, Feeding Frenzy 8, The Four Finger Club 22, Girl Crazy 6, Mommy's Little Ball Buster, Naked Gagged, Hogtied and Helpless,
Oh, boy.
The Young and the Thirsty, and who could forget a role? in 2012's It's Okay, He's My Stepbrother.
Calm down.
Settle down, guys. He's my stepbrother. Karina K is 38 years old. That's your porno birthday. Those are your crappy birthdays, and that was your crap on celebrities.
We know somebody that did that for real.
It's okay. Yes, we do.
Stepbrother?
Stepsister.
Oh. You know, I was looking at, for your birthday, Moon, before we got you the soccer field experience, we were looking at cameos from John Schneider. Still a hot guy, man. That dude.
Bo Duke?
Bo Duke is still a pretty hot dude.
How much was his cameo?
It was a couple $100, but he would do it in character as Bo Duke.
Nice.
And that was like, kind of got us on the fence. I'm like, I think Moon would enjoy this, getting a message from Bo Duke.
Yeah, we don't want to spend that much money.
Wow,
But it was just a little, that guy's still, he just, some dudes hold up, man. And both those dudes from Dukes of Hazzard are still pretty hot old guys. Tom Wopat's a nice-looking older man, too.
He is. They've aged nicely.
Some dudes hold up.
All right, Moon, if you would, get out the great wheel. We will play. Hey, looks good. We're going to play Read My Lips after the break. So here's how this is going to go down. We'll get you on the phone. We'll spin the wheel. We'll have Moon's name on there, Rafe's name, Learn's name, and King Scott's name. The first name that comes up on the wheel will be the person that will be put in isolation. The second name will be the person that will be reading the words that I give them. Okay? The person in isolation will have 3 chances to read the lips of the person that is giving the word. You guys on the phone will give you the word, and you'll have to guess whether the lip reader will get it in 3 or not get it in 3.
Okay.
2 out of 3 correct, you win your choice of prizes. We've got tickets to go see Incubus, big summer show with Manchester Orchestra, July 3rd at Chaffetz. We got tickets to go see Static X with Guar, May 28th over at the pageant. We got tickets for Point Fest, which is coming up on May 17th. And you know what I'm going to do here, Scott?
What?
Mystery tickets. So we're going to announce the show at 8 o'clock, a show at 8 o'clock.
9 o'clock.
Wow.
I'm sorry, 9
9
o'clock. 9 o'clock. If you want, you can get tickets for that show without knowing what it is.
Ooh.
It could be huge, or it could be something, I don't know who this band is.
Whoa.
So Incubus, Static X, Point Fest, or Mystery Show, which you'll find out at 9 o'clock about. 314-624-3833, 618-398-3833. Read My Lips is next. All right, 7:55. Tuesday, traffic and weather, Moon coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. Still got that main roadway closed due to flooding. 141 southbound at 44. Like that's never happened before. Right lane blocked and right-hand shoulder blocked due to a stalled vehicle. 70 eastbound just before St. Charles Rock Road as well. Your point forecast, freeze warning until 9 a.m., and then it's sunny, high of 56. Right now it's 37 at the Point Studio.
Before you do that, westbound 70 traffic temporarily stopped for an overturned vehicle crash reported at Wentzville Parkway.
Yikes.
Big yikes.
All right.
That just came through.
Stay there, guys.
Bum, bum, bum. Hi from the outside. I mustard called 1,000 times to say I'm sorry for all things that you've done. I tried to call you, but you were not home. No, you.
Mouse that suffers from allergies, like my son. This time of year, it's bad for him. He's got terrible allergies. So you got all that pollen that's invading your house. A good way to help is cleaning out your air ducts. And maybe you've never had that done. It's time to call Zero Res in. Zero Res, St. Louis's #1 carpet and air duct cleaner. They will help you refresh your home with clean carpets, fresh floors, and improved air quality. Zero Res removes winter's buildup and lingering odors, giving your home a fresh, spring-ready feel. So prepare your home for the brighter days ahead. And those air ducts, your air ducts are like the lungs of the house. If they're dirty, your indoor air quality suffers. So this month, get 3 rooms, Zero Resified, starting at $119, and take $75 off that air duct cleaning. You owe it to yourself and your family. Breathe healthy, happy, and clean. Call Zero Res, 314-474-2020, or book online anytime at ZeroResSTL.com and say you want the Riz Show special. Spelled backward or forward, spells the same at Zero Res. Okay, so let's go over Rafe's bucket list.
Okay.
So these are all the things Rafe would like to achieve.
Please tell me you don't have Dropkick on there.
I do not have Dropkick on there.
How about receive Dropkick?
It's on there now. Might as well. So we've been going over all of our bucket list items over the last couple of weeks. We've done everybody's. We did Learns yesterday. We did Moon, King Scott, Riz. And now we do a lot of stuff on the show where we punish each other.
Okay.
So we're trying to develop the flip side of that coin where we try to lift each other up, help each other achieve some of our bucket list things, hence the drop kick. He's always wanted to do it. We're trying to make it happen. You're playing your part in that, whether he would be a good student or not. That's not on you. So this is my final list. And really appreciate all the emails, everybody trying to help us out. And
if you guys can help us out in any way with any one of these bucket list items, let us know.
Helping you achieve them, not just come up with stuff, right?
No,
helping us achieve.
Okay.
Yeah,
helping us
achieve.
achieve.
Like, hey, I know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy who has this item that you would need for that challenge, which is great.
Okay.
First one, this is where all this kind of stemmed from. Operation Honeysuckle Rose was to get on Willie's bus and smoke something with him.
Smoke weed with Willie on Willie Nelson's
tour bus, which we made a pretty good attempt at, but got shut down.
You tried to climb in the back window?
Yes, I tried to carry a ladder. I tried to carry 2 ladders in and with another guy, and they caught me.
Yeah, man. If you want to get into any
Willie down,
area,
dude.
just carry a ladder.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No, that's tried and true.
Nobody's going to stop you if you're carrying a ladder.
That's how I go to the movies.
Exactly.
It's health, guys. Stop messing around and waiting, and go to Victory Men's Health and take your health back. In 2025, I talk about it every day, and I believe in it. They take care of me. They've got me on a treatment plan that's got me feeling way better than I did when I started going there about 1.5 years ago. And the best part is they're like a built-in cheerleader to kind of light a fire under you and check on you and make sure that you're following your treatment plan every step of the way. Like honestly, your primary care doc doesn't even do that for you. They tell you what to do, and then they yell at you the next visit. Victory actually texts you, checks in, does in-body scans, make sure that you're making progress on your health journey. And there's 4 locations, so there should be one near you. One in East O'Fallon, one in Town and Country that Moon, King Scott, and I go to, and the brand new Sunset Hills location, which also is the location where they offer cardiovascular testing to make sure that your heart is in top-notch quality heart health. Don't wait. They've got all kinds of treatments from testosterone therapy to weight loss therapy to red light therapy, peptides, vitamins, and just overall sense of well-being. In the worst case scenario, if you're over the age of 35, they check your PSA on your blood test. You know how much we care about that to make sure you got a healthy prostate here on this show. So don't wait. Schedule an appointment today. Go to victorymenshealth.com. That's victorymenshealth.com.
Check 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Check 1, check 2, check 3, check 4, 5, 6, 7.
Ready to roll? We are backstage at Point Fest. Ladies and gentlemen, Brent and Barry from Shinedown. What's up, gentlemen?
Well,
How are
hello.
you?
What's going on? How are you?
It's great to see you. It's great to see you.
Good to
First
see
of
you.
all,
Thanks for being cool with us because I was super, super late. I was very, very late. Some things in rock and roll haven't changed. The singers are usually late.
Now listen, if we're going to do it, you were 18 minutes behind. I don't think that that's even late as far as rock stars go. I think that's just about flat.
All right, we can take that. We can take that.
Yeah.
I don't know if do we look at ourselves as, the RS, the rock star type?
You don't have to. I appreciate that you don't, but I do, and I can.
I
You know what I
appreciate
mean?
it. The reason I am late though is because I needed to take a shower because, quite frankly, I smelled like a farm animal. So I wanted to make sure that we were good today.
So see, the 18 minutes late is completely acceptable, and I do appreciate it.
Also, you should, because I had to be next to him. It was not good.
Well, first and foremost, congratulations on the record.
Thank you.
I mean, it's absolutely fantastic. The song Devil has been doing amazing things for the radio station. People loved it as soon as we put it on the air. There is something so great, and it just has that sort of anthemic quality about it. Where did that song fall in the recording of this particular record? Was that one of your first ones that came about?
It came about probably right in the middle. There were a lot of things about, and in regards to Attention, the new album, we did things a little differently this time. We've had the pleasure of working with a lot of producers, a lot of great engineers, male and female, but it was time for us to do it in-house. So our bass player, Eric Bass, who is quite frankly, way more than a bass player. He produced Attention. He also mixed it. And so the dynamic of everything, too, is that it is a conceptual piece of work, but not in the traditional sense. We call it a story album because everything takes place inside of a room on the record. The goal is to put the audience and the listener into this room to take this journey. And Devil is basically the beginning of this journey because we don't look at it as like the story starts off at rock bottom, but the fact is this individual that is inside the story has come to a place in their life where if they don't confront what's inside of them that could potentially sabotage them, their family, and quite frankly, their actual life in general, they're gonna have to face these demons basically. So Devil starts the beginning of the story of Attention, but the actual song was probably written about middle of the way in the recording process, or the writing process, I should say.
And there's a lot going on here because you recorded at Eric's studio, which was not a commercial studio that normally does this kind of thing, correct?
It is a commercial studio for him. He's done a lot of...
Here, out on the deck in the backyard, enjoying, grilling, family time. Oh, you don't have a deck. Oh, okay. You got deck envy. You want what your neighbor has. Gorgeous deck. Well, it's time for you to call Chesterfield Fence and Deck, a company that's been around for 57 years. Chesterfield Fence and Deck has been one of St. Louis's top names in home improvement with a commitment to put quality and professionalism first in every single thing they do. Locally owned and operated. Fences, decks, custom sunrooms, screen rooms, pergolas, patios, retaining walls, and windows. All products guaranteed by a 5-year labor warranty. Better Business Bureau accredited business with an A+ rating. Better Business Bureau Torchwood winner, SBA Family Owned Small Business of the Year. And if you mention the Riz Show this month, you will get 48 months of interest-free financing on your next outdoor project with Chesterfield Fence and Deck. Online at chesterfieldfence.com. After all, who doesn't want a bigger deck?
It's Lux, and I'm joined by Josh from Bad Flower. Dude, what's up?
Cheers. How are you?
Cheers. I'm doing so well. I'm so glad we're getting to chat here.
What is that? You got like stickers on your cup.
Oh my God, I got so many stickers. My vaccine sticker. I got my Canada sticker. I got all my good stickers.
Nice.
I'll hook you up with some stickers when you come here because we'll be seeing you in less than 2 weeks at Point Fest, which is very exciting. Wow. And then after that, you got a record coming out, so we got a lot to chat about today. I'm excited.
Yes.
So
yes,
where are you in the world right now? Because I know you guys are currently on tour. Are you like in a bunker somewhere?
No, we're not on tour. Right? I mean, we've just been doing like weekend.
See how normal you guys are by the numbers here. Spring cleaning time, guys. And that includes maybe cleaning out your phone.
Okay.
Okay, how many unread emails do you have?
0.
0. Rafe, how many unread emails do you have?
So look, Face ID, show me the money. Oh. I'm not sure how that happened.
How many?
It says only 930.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, my God.
But I had like 100,000 at one point.
Do you think the number rolled over? You think the number rolled over?
Does that happen like an odometer?
I don't know.
That's wild.
I have 6 Gmail messages, which will be cleared by the end of this show.
I got 40,003 in my Gmail.
Oh, Ray.
Oh my God! So none of my Outlook, 6 in my Gmail, and those all came over within the last 2 hours. Moon.
With all the accounts, the work account, personal account, and some business accounts, 0.
None. 0.
Nope.
0.
Every day.
That's awesome.
Every day I go through it. Make sure I'm handling business.
0. Okay, Scott.
I'm the same way Moon is. I have 32,645.
Oh, Scott.
You are the worst.
Hurts me.
Well, he's got 40. He's
Yeah, but I don't have to see his email. Sometimes I have to work on your computer and some other things, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, this is my nightmare.
Mine gets sorted. So I'm kind of like, once it got to a certain point, I'm just like, I have everything, like everything that gets spammed goes to spam. And then I have like an important box that all my actual emails come into, and I read all those.
If I open up my phone, I would be sick.
Oh, the spam doesn't. Wait, you have a bubble for spam?
Mm-hmm. It's
I
nice.
delete that.
Oh, well,
thing.
that doesn't count.
I go to Gmail.
Whatever bubble you have.
I have no bubbles because spam is not.
6.
It's not real. Right.
6. Yeah, spam. I mean,
things go to
I
your
got
spam
spam-
folder.
that's what
You
you
have
got,
to go
the
look at it and
primary, the
delete.
social.
I mean, that's like 95% of my.
I do not look at the
Unread
spam
email.
folder.
On your bubble, on your Gmail bubble, how many do you have?
0.
0.
I told you, I don't. I can't. I can't have bubbles.
The average person has 1,044 unread emails. How many unread text messages do you have?
0.
0.
0. I'm an anti-bubble guy.
0. That's the weirder one to me. I have friends that have like hundreds and hundreds.
Oh,
of
my
unread.
wife's got hundreds.
And I'm like, how do you?
Unread email.
Someone
Unread-
has your number.
Unread text messages.
Email, easy to get. Email, spam. There's nothing you can do about it. You've signed up for so many stupid things online, and so many, credit cards and you name it. But if someone has your number and they take the time to text you and then you don't read it, it's wild to me that people.
We have one family thread though that if you don't look at it for a day or something, it'll say like 100 on it.
How
Just
many
people
do you
respond.
have? How many unread text messages?
I'm over 100.
Whoa.
I can't deal with that. I have to get it over
You're a
with.
disaster.
Nah, he's probably at more peace than we are.
The average
Yeah, I
person
don't-
has 12. 12 unread text messages.
I always forget this thing exists.
How many open browser tabs do you have?
Oh, no, that's a different story.
Dude, my wife has got hundreds.
Oh boy.
Like not on her MacBook and in her phone. I go, how? How is this possible? How? I mean, hundreds.
iPhone's easy to do because every time you click on Safari, it opens a new window.
Yeah,
And
you gotta
don't
go through
realize
and clear that.
It doesn't go.
I have 18 tabs.
I got 19.
2.
That's where you got to burn it.
Mine's clear right now because I went in the other day and was like disgusted at how many I had open. And I just did the whole I spent about 2 minutes just going close. I had like hundreds.
The average person has 15 open browser tabs.
Can we all do last thing you Googled roulette right now on your phone?
Oh, Lord.
I'm
Last
not
thing I
gay no
Googled.
more.
How do you do that?
You just look at your history, your browsing history on your.
I can tell you what it is. I
your
just saw
Safari.
it. It's because I was showing everybody the I'm not gay no more
How do I find
remix.
browsing?
You got to go down here, the little book open thingy guy.
Okay.
You hit that.
Book open.
I said that because somebody said something about not gay no more. and I
Dow
said,
Jones today.
Dow Jones today. Mine
Dow
was
Jones today.
Claire audience dream meaning when you hear songs and dreams. I was looking that up last night.
What was it?
Claire audience instead of clairvoyance, clair audience.
Moon, I'm not gay no more. Scott?
The Eventbrite for our big event on Saturday night.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's on Saturday night?
We had the trivia night.
Oh, okay.
Very good.
You were like, oh gosh.
I go, we got something coming up?
No.
My schedule's clear. Rafe, what is the last thing you
Stepmom's going to get it. Whatever that means.
Nice. Nice.
I think it was for the show.
That was something else.
All right, we're going to play Read My Lips. So we've got a concert announcement to make at 9 o'clock, so we'll throw tickets for whatever show that is in here. So it's mystery concert.
And
It
I'll
could
say
be something great. It could be...
I'll say the majority of you will.
No,
want,
don't say anything.
Will want those.
Don't give a hint. No, don't give no hints.
Fine. You know what?
It could be
they'll hate
garbage.
it.
It could be a garbage band, or it could be something you love.
Or you'll love it.
Some people will think it's garbage no matter what.
Right. You want, now that Moon gave a hint,
Go ahead and give a little something.
I wouldn't care about the show.
And I would.
I also would not.
And
I've
I
seen
would.
this show, and it's great.
I would not.
There was a sliver of care.
Nah, I mean, not for me. Just saying.
This was for
Just
me.
saying. All right, mystery concert. We got Incubus tickets. We got Static X tickets. We got Point Fest tickets. So we'll spin the Great Wheel. First name that comes up will be the person to go into isolation. The second name that comes up will be the person reading the words I will then give this person. And the person in isolation will have 3 chances to guess the word that the person is saying who's not in isolation. You guys on the phone, I'll give you the word too. You'll have to guess whether the person in isolation will get the word in 3 guesses. 2 out of 3 right, you win. And today's contest is sponsored by
CarStar, your auto body repair expert. Hail damage, see them at carstar.com.
All right, so let's go to the phones. 314-624-3833, 618-398-3833. Let's go to Abby. Hello, Abby.
Hey, good morning.
All right, Abby, we're spinning the wheel. Let's see who's going to be in isolation first. It's going to be Learn. Get the headphones.
Okay.
And the person reading the words will be... It will be Moon.
Yeah, baby.
Okay. So put Learn in isolation.
Okay, this was by request from King Scott today. Listening to Kyle Mooney's new record.
Okay.
She can't hear me.
All right, Moon, the first word is pancake.
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 I got this.
Abby, will Learn get it in 3?
No.
Okay. Abby says no. Okay, look at Moon. Here we go. Read my lips.
Pancake.
Matlock.
No.
We're in trouble.
Pancake. Man, this is a dumb word, isn't it?
Mannequin.
And the
Enunciate
third?
is hard. Just say it.
Pancake. You got this. You got this.
Bad dog.
Nope. Pancake.
Pancake.
Pancake, yes.
Tough one.
Dang it.
Yes.
It's hard to
pancake.
show you the K. It's
Yeah.
hard to show you the P.
I almost said mad dog,
Pancake.
too.
All right, so Abby guessed correctly that you would not get it.
Perfect.
All right, next word is,
Hang on.
back in isolation,
Go ahead. What you got? Make it good.
unicorn.
Oh, unicorn. Oh, my gosh.
Unicorn. What do you think, Abby?
Unicorn.
No. Not gonna get it.
I'm with you on that one because I'm trying to figure out how to mouth this, and this is it's a dumb one.
It's a hard word.
Okay, watch this. Here we go.
Here we go.
Unicorn.
Oh, man.
Guitar chord.
One word.
Unicorn.
Ukulele.
Close.
Getting close.
Put them together.
Unicorn.
Coconut.
No. Unicorn. But Abby wins.
Ukulele was like
Close.
You got the U sound.
Abby, okay,
You got
what do
the
you want?
and
You
the
want
chord.
Incubus, Static X, Point Fest, or Mystery Concert?
I'm gonna go with those mystery tickets.
Mystery Concert to be announced at 9 o'clock today. Hang on 1 second.
I like it.
Okay. Steven, hello.
Hey, good morning.
All right, Steven, going to spin the wheel. Let's see who's going to be in isolation, who will be reading the words. It's going to be Rafe Williams in isolation. Give Rafe the headphones.
ISO me.
And reading the words will be Moon once again.
right.
Okay.
All right.
Mr.
Let's
Mouth.
peek over the... Oh, my God.
Okay. He's in isolation. Moon, the word is watermelon.
Oh, okay. He's gonna get this one.
Steven, you think yes or no?
Yeah, I think he's got it.
Okay, here we go.
Oh,
Rafe.
watermelon.
Watermelon.
One correct.
Nicely done. All right, back in
Okay.
isolation.
Isolation.
Oh.
Popcorn. Popcorn. Steven, what do you think?
Yeah, he's going to do it again.
He says
He
yes.
gonna do it again.
Okay, here we go.
Popcorn.
Popcorn.
Just like
The
that.
man who knows another man's mouth.
Nice going, Ray. Nice
Just
going.
like that. All right, Steven, what do you want? Mystery Concert, Point Fest, Static X, or Incubus?
Mystery, please.
Mystery show. Mystery
go.
show.
Dice here. Okay. You have any idea what you think it could be?
Not a clue.
Okay.
Love
Well,
it.
good luck. All right, Nick. Hello, Nick.
That person bet on me twice.
Morning, guys.
Twice.
Nice job, man, whoever that was.
Bet on us.
That was
Us.
Steven.
You're right.
All
You're right.
we're
Sorry,
gonna
I took a lot of
put
credit for that.
Learn back in isolation.
Okay,
Here
great.
goes.
It's
Learn.
mostly you.
And the reader will be
I found that if I clear the mechanism.
King Scott. Come on in. All right, Scott's going to come in and read the words. Okay. Nick, how's it going?
Good. How are you guys?
So far, so good. Playing this game here, going to give away some tickets. All right, learns in isolation.
All right.
Scott, your first word is jelly bean.
Okay.
Nick, what do you think? Yes or no?
I think they got a good wavelength. I think they're going to get it.
Okay. Jelly bean is the word. Here we go.
Okay. I trimmed my mustache today, so
Go.
it should be good. Jelly bean.
Chimpanzee.
Okay. 0 for 1.
Jelly bean.
Smelly pig.
Pig, no. We're working with one word here, so.
Jelly bean.
Oh.
Is that one word?
Yes, it is.
I can't. I'm not even thinking of a word right now. Hang on a minute. Shingles.
Jelly bean.
Jelly
bean.
bean.
Not even
That's
close.
You
Okay.
guys
I
so
do
much
like that you
varieties.
went with a disease as a guess.
Shingles. It's living inside of us all.
Back in isolation. Here we go. The next word is chocolate. Chocolate. Nick, what do you think?
Chocolate.
Scott, you got so much
Yeah,
hair on
she
your
got
face.
this one.
Okay. Nick says yes. Here we go.
Look at his teeth.
Okay.
Okay. Let's go.
Chocolate.
Shark.
What is it? Shark? No.
The way he said that. I can barely understand you and my earphones are in.
Chocolate.
Dog leash.
That's 2 words.
Here we go. Final one.
Chocolate.
Chocolate.
Yeah! Nice. Yeah, you got it.
Oh, that's exciting.
Okay.
All right.
Final word. Back in isolation.
On a roll now.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Okay. The final word is rainbow. Nick, what do you think?
Yeah, she got that one too.
Okay. Very confident. Rainbow. Okay. Here we go. Final word for Nick.
Rainbow.
What is he doing with his hands?
Repo.
What is this? His hands. Oh, yeah.
He's got a curtain for his mouth.
Rainbow.
Review.
What? I feel like this is. She's got this. Come on, you gotta get this.
Rainbow.
Reboot.
Oh. Rainbow.
Fuck, you have that one.
Rainbow.
Bummer.
Reboot
Did
was
they
close.
win?
No.
Oh no.
Hey, we got one.
Well,
We did get one.
All right, Bobby, hello.
Hey, happy birthday, Riz.
Thanks,
you.
Bobby. All right, spinning the wheel. Let's see who is up first. It's going to be Moon. Let's put Moon in isolation.
moon and isotope.
Moon in isolation. And let's spin the wheel again. Spin the wheel again. Okay, Bobby.
Saddest
gotta
music ever, by the way,
Gotta
listening
stop
to
breathing
whatever
so
the hell
happy,
that
Bobby.
is.
I know.
So depressed now. Oh, good. Here we go.
And Learn will be reading the words. Okay. Okay, Bobby, you are breathing very heavy.
Bobby, it's okay.
All right, there we go.
All right. Okay, the first word is sunshine.
Great.
Bobby, what do you think? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, he says no. Let's go, sunshine.
Lock it up. Lock it up.
Sunshine.
Ginger shot.
No.
Ginger shot. What?
Sunshine.
Keith Kachuk. Okay, use your mouth.
Sunshine.
Didn't let her lips
As
touch.
opposed to using what?
Duck walk. What the heck was
First off,
that?
you know these are all one word.
Well, yeah, I know.
The word is sunshine.
Wow. I am.
Sunshine.
Bobby said you would not get it, so Bobby was correct.
I couldn't.
I will say that is a word where your lips never touch.
Dude,
Sunshine.
look at somebody say it.
Sunshine.
Riz,
I
watch
was
this.
watching her say
Sunshine. I mean,
it's tough to
hear
hear
it.
know the word.
Yeah, I
here.
dare you to try.
I actually tried to illuminate my face.
Back in
Sunshine.
isolation. Get back in isolation. All right, the next word is cactus.
Oh, great.
Bobby, what do you think? Yes or no?
No.
Okay, no.
Damn it, Bobby.
2 C sounds are hard.
Okay, here we go.
Cactus.
What was that? Catches.
Okay.
Wait. Okay, back.
Cactus.
What in the fart are you doing with your lips there? Cash me outside.
No.
Very, very strong.
Here we go.
He's getting
Lock
the
it up
hardest
here.
part.
Lock it up.
Cactus.
Cactus. You say I can
Bobby,
get it?
no, Bobby thought you wouldn't get that one. So,
Well, thanks for the faith.
I think the mom voice helps.
okay, last word. Last word. Bobby.
Wait. Oh, there we go.
Okay. The word is penguin.
Oh, no.
Penguin. Bobby, yes or no?
No.
No. All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Penguin.
Pay raise.
No.
That's 2 words too, right?
Yeah, that's 2 words.
Penguin.
Penguin.
Sorry, Bobby.
Bobby. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
What happened?
He said you wouldn't get it.
Yeah,
Oh,
he said
thanks,
he
man.
Bobby
Was
gone.
that 3? He said 3 in a row that I wouldn't.
Three
get.
no's.
This man's a hater.
Well, love you too, bud.
3 no's. Okay, let's go to Marty. Hello, Marty.
Morning, everybody.
All right, Marty, we're spinning the wheel. Let's see who's in isolation. It's going to be Moon
great.
back in
Hey,
isolation.
whatever you did with cactus, you did it 3 different ways. I swear.
I know. Well, I did the mom voice.
Your mouth went like it rolled.
Cactus.
All right, spin her again.
Oh, sorry.
Here goes the wheel. And who will be reading the clues? It's going to be, let's bring King Scott back in. Okay.
Oh, facial hair guy.
It's hard to read his lips through all that gorgeous mustache.
Okay. Scott.
Scott's coming back
Scott's
in.
going to come back in. Gonna put the
Any
phone on hold.
second now.
Okay, he's making his way to the studio. Ladies and gentlemen, coming in from the other room, King Scott. There he is, back in the room.
Word, guys.
Okay. Moon is your isolation guide. The
All right.
first word is pickle. Marty, what do you think? Yes or no? Pickle.
Pickle or tickle?
Pickle with a P. Pickle.
I'm gonna say he'll get it.
Okay, you say
Wow.
yes.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
Ready?
Yeah.
Pickle.
Pickle.
Yep.
This man knows a pickle
Boy.
from another man's mouth.
Boom, that is one correct for Marty.
Right out that mouth.
Okay, next word.
Did they say I could do it?
Yeah, you got it. Next word is dinosaur.
There's a dinosaur.
Marty, what do you think?
Dinosaur?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, he's gonna get it.
Okay, he says yes. All
I
right.
like this.
Here we go.
Show me what you got.
Dinosaur.
Sexual.
That's cool.
Clearly didn't get it.
That's what
Sometimes.
T-Rex are.
Sexual chocolate.
Dinosaur.
Sensual.
He's on the right track.
He's on the
Somebody
right
is horny for dinosaur.
All the faces in the
His-
room.
you
You
It's
a horny
going.
boy today, dude.
Show me what you got. Give me some animation.
Third one.
Dinosaur.
Oh, boy. You did not.
Is this my final chance?
Final chance.
Didn't make
got
the
it.
O up.
Pause.
very
Statue.
No.
good. That was a good way to work it out.
Dinosaur.
Oh my gosh. I didn't see that.
Dinosaur.
Somebody has a little fetish.
Okay.
Sexual
Final
Tyrannosaurus.
Final word
Okay.
is bubble.
Oh, boy.
Bubble.
Dinosaur.
Bubble.
That's how you should do it.
Yeah, you should
Honestly, if you do like that, you'll probably get it.
do that
Marty,
one.
what do you think?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, he says yes. Okay.
Okay.
You got
The
it.
word is bubble.
You got it, man.
This-
Here we go.
He's already
try
left.
it once like that. It might work,
Here
man.
we go.
Lock it up, dude.
the
Use that
shoulders.
face. Bubble. Have you gone yet? He just threw his shoulders at his head. Bubble. Get out of here. That was it. You literally did nothing with your face except for bubble. Bubble. Bubble.
I said sometimes less is more, man.
Oh,
and
my
he did
gosh.
the least amount possible. Good
Marty,
job,
what do you
dude.
want? We'll go mystery. Oh, mystery concert. Okay, we'll find out in 30 minutes where your
Shoulders was a very nice add-on.
Bubble.
Dude, your mouth it just bounced. It didn't do anything. It's like bubble. Like your jaw just bounced twice, and that's all I had.
Excellent. Mike, hello.
Good morning. Happy birthday, Riz.
Hey, thanks, Mike. Mike out of Owensville. Spinning the wheel. Let's see who will be in isolation.
Good job on that, man. I'm not sure.
It's going to be Learn back in isolation.
Dang it.
Man. All right. Okay, and who will be administering the words? It's
music.
going to be
The man.
me.
Riz.
Okay. Okay. Gonna be me.
Okay.
Scarzita.
Okay, the first word is cookie. What do you think? My cookie?
I'm going to go with no.
Okay, no. Okay, hang on. Here we go. Let's see.
It's kind of a goofy one, huh?
Cookie.
Cougar.
Oh, no. Cookie.
Cookie.
Yeah!
Oh, man.
Okay.
Well done.
Nice.
Okay. I got that
Yeah,
wrong.
the way that you hold your lips out in the air.
I know. I
Cookie.
know.
You look
I'm
like
trying
Bi-
trying to
you look like Bugs Bunny.
enunciate. All right, the next word is
Cookie.
backpack. Backpack. What do you think?
Yeah, she'll get that one.
Okay. Saying yes. Here we go.
K sounds are tough sometimes.
Backpack.
Backpack.
Oh,
got him.
but the back, yeah.
Bam.
Woo!
All right.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
back
sorry,
in.
I'm
Back
sorry.
in.
Hold on. Okay, go.
Back in. Final word
Okay.
is koala.
Yeah, we'll go with she'll get that one.
Okay,
I think the L at
final
the end
word.
will.
Hardest one yet.
Koala.
Wallet.
Good guess.
Koala.
Crayon.
Okay. Here we go.
This is it.
This is it.
Try Scott's method.
That's how it works. Koala.
You did it. You bounced your head around.
And he used his hand.
Koala.
Oh man.
He
It's
said it the exact same and used his hand doing that.
I know.
colonic.
Oh,
Hey, good guess. Good
koala.
Koala. Oh.
Tough one. Tough one.
All right, final contestant. Let's go to Stephen in Highland. Good morning, Stephen. Hey, Stephen. All right, so we're spinning the wheel one final time. We're going to have Rafe in isolation.
Hey,
Let's
I get to
give
play
Rafe-
again. Yay.
Give Rafe the headphones. And reading the clues will be moon.
Moon.
Oh.
Okay.
This is a dunk.
All right, Moon.
Hi, bud.
First word is
Yes, sir.
noodle.
Oh, noodle.
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 Steven, what do you think?
Noodle.
I'll say you'll get it.
Okay, yes. Yes for noodle. Go for noodle. Here we go.
Hey! Ready? Noodle.
Loogie.
Noodle.
Uvula.
Noodle.
I think you break it up. That was a bad move.
I regret it. It felt stupid.
Lube bucket.
Blue bucket.
Noodle.
Yes.
Noodle.
Noodle.
I'm
That's a hard
sorry.
one.
I'm
Noodle.
sorry. That is
N's
a
and
tough
L's are hard.
All right, here we go. The next word is pizza. Pizza. Steve, what do you think?
Like pizza.
I'll say you'll get it.
Yes for pizza. Here we go.
Pizza.
Pizza.
That's right.
Got it.
This song is dumb, by the way.
Got it.
Yeah, what are
All right,
we
here's the
listening
final
Really
word.
throwing me off.
Final word.
Yeah.
Glitter.
Ooh, golly wee.
Steven, what do you think? Glitter.
No.
No.
No. Okay.
Tag. No,
I'm
no,
gonna go quick here. Ready?
Here we go.
Glitter. yeah, that's a weird one. Can't say that.
Be careful.
Little.
Glitter.
Illegal.
Glitter.
What did I say the first time?
Little.
You said little. You said little.
Little.
You said, first of all, you said little twice.
That's why I can't remember what I said the first time. It looked like little again.
Glitter was the word. Glitter was the word. And congratulations, Steven. You said no. You win.
What did you say the first time? And I screamed, little.
Steven, what do you want?
Mystery tickets.
Mystery tickets, and we'll all find out together in 28 minutes what you're going to go see. All right, Steven, hang on 1 second.
The song was...
It's tough,
Should we do
right?
One more? Should we do one more?
Yes,
round?
we should.
What is that music, by the way?
Well, this is
then?
it, and this
Kyle
is it.
Mooney.
It's Kyle Mooney's
It's like
new record.
technology. Put down your phone.
Kyle Mooney.
Go outside. Read a book all alone. I was
Well,
like,
this is it after
crazy.
this.
It's the two
Alyssa.
SPs.
Hello.
Yes.
All right,
Hi.
Alyssa. Spin the wheel,
Spin the wheel, dude. See how it
and
lands on.
it's going to be...
If you win, do you want the mystery tickets?
Riz going in ISO.
All right, so you have to give the words.
Probably.
Okay.
You have to figure out 3 words.
Not a problem.
Okay, where's the headphones?
Here you go.
Where are the headphones?
All
All right, Rafe's
Rafe,
going to
you're
read.
the-
Perfect.
Okay. Going into isolation.
Who am I
What
talking
is
to?
this?
Kyle
Alyssa.
Mooney.
What's your name, babe?
Alyssa.
Alyssa.
Alyssa. Okay. Alyssa. Riz's first word is jambalaya.
I think you'll get it.
I think you'll get it. Okay, here we go. Lock it in. Jambalaya.
Shuttlecock.
Good idea.
Jambalaya.
He loves it.
Come on, Daddy. Gotta guess something.
Trampoline.
Okay. Last time. Jambalaya.
Snuffleupagus. What was it?
Jambalaya.
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 Oh, man.
I tried it every way. Even
That's
said
a
it in
tough
occasion.
word.
It's just a very tough
Did she
word.
guess-
She bet against you.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
This is horrible. Whatever this is, whatever
This
you're playing
terrible music that we have to
in
Told
my
you.
ears is horrendous. And it makes it very
It's by
difficult.
design.
I know it does. That's why. I mean, I've been playing the same song for all of us.
Technology. Computers.
Just so you know, this is what's in the headphones.
It's terrible.
What is this? It's just him saying over and
Computer
over the same
headphones.
thing.
Scott
all
made me
I
listen to it
see.
this morning.
Okay.
It really messes your brain up.
It really does. It's hard.
Just one more time. This, I mean,
Lost in technology.
this
Go
is, just so
outside.
you guys know, this is what's in the isolation headphones.
It's terrible.
It's horrible.
Hey, man, game's a game.
Okay. Riz's second word
I want to kill myself.
Well,
is kiwi. Kiwi.
Kiwi?
Yes, kiwi.
Will he get it or no?
Yes.
A yes on this one. All right, here we go.
here.
Kiwi.
He's the thinking man right now.
Pee-wee.
Kiwi.
Kiwi.
The way his jaw went kiwi.
It keeps going. It's the same thing over and over.
Yes.
Well, I keep rewinding it.
Oh, you do?
Well, it's
Oh, I
only-
thought it was the same.
It's
That was
only 2
driving me
minutes long.
insane.
This is driving me crazy.
I believe she won, by the way. She bet on
won?
you.
Oh, she bet on me. Oh, all right.
She won the first round, too, right?
Get
I
this
don't know.
out of here.
Oh, you don't what?
I think she did win the
Yeah.
first round.
Alyssa, congratulations.
Everyone's lost.
Thank you.
Wait, did you, be honest, did you bet on him on Jambalaya? Because I didn't write it down, and I'm thinking you didn't.
All I see.
Yeah, no, I thought that he was going to get it, and he did not get it.
Well, we got to do one more
Oh,
round.
we got to do one more
Thank you for
round.
being honest.
Here you go.
She was
I
honest.
get to listen to this
Take
again.
this back.
Thank you for being honest, because I was like, I feel like I got that wrong. We got one more round.
Yay for honesty.
Put him back in there. Yay, big time yay for honesty. And the third word will be mouth. Ugh, I said that weird. Mouth.
You need to clean that mic.
The third word will be mouth. So what do you think?
I'm going to go yes.
Yes. All right.
I think I just added this to the Track 270 playlist.
Oh my God! I'll kill you, dude.
No, I'm literally adding
Good
it right
call,
now.
Moon.
Ready?
No.
Here we go. Clear the mechanism. Mouth.
Booth.
Turn your radio down.
Stay close.
Mouth.
Mouse.
Mouth.
Mouth.
Bingo!
Get it out of here, please.
I've taken it off of the headphones and I put it onto the Track 270 punishment playlist.
Oh, dear
man.
Jesus.
Should have never made a stink about it. We got to be careful from here on out what songs
go
you
ahead.
even acknowledge you hate.
Did Alyssa?
She won.
Oh, you won, Alyssa.
And you know what?
Congratulations.
Man,
Alyssa,
I don't know if we can give 2 sets of tickets away, and I'll let that be on you. But if we can, she deserves it
Well,
for
I
her
have one
honesty in the
pair of
game.
mystery tickets left. So what do you want?
The mystery ticket.
All right, mystery tickets. I can only give you a pair. Sorry.
That's okay.
All right, Alyssa, congratulations. Mystery concert. We'll let you know what it is
Thanks for your honesty.
In about 22 minutes. Okay, hang on. All right, that's how you play Read My Lips.
That was fun.
All right, we'll take a break. We'll come back with some of your emails. It is 8:38. It is Tuesday. Traffic and weather, Moon coming at you.
Traffic brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. We have delays and a lane block due to traffic signal failure. Delays Missouri 30 eastbound between 30 and La Kinney Lane. And then, again, there's all that 141 trouble. Lane blocked due to traffic signal failure. 44 both ways at 141, all closed due to flooding. Your point forecast, freeze warning till 9 a.m., then sunny and a high of 56. Right now it's 38 at the Point Studio.
We are backstage at Point Fest, and I am absolutely honored and incredibly nervous, as a matter of fact, to have the pleasure of speaking to Alice in Chains. Gentlemen, thank you so very much. It's really great to see you here today.
Why is he nervous? Is he owes money or something?
I do not. I do not.
You slept with my wife, you son of a bitch.
Oh. See, none of those kinds of things other than just your random fanboy saw you in '93 at Lollapalooza,
That's all right.
all
That's
of that sort
acceptable.
of thing, you know?
All
But
good, man.
It's really great to have you here. And, you know, one of the things that, in reading about the new record, it seems like the excitement level is more than just kind of like, you know, of course everybody says the nice things when their new album is about to come out.
Not everybody. Not everybody, man.
Well, but it seems like there is genuine excitement about this particular project. Can you tell us
I'll
a
just
bit why?
mess with you.
Yeah.
Well, we don't do records every year, so it takes a while. So when we get one out, it's like, all right, they actually did one. It's been about 5 years since we put a record out, so the response to the one has been really strong.
Good people in bad circumstances. Instead of just selling you a car, the Auto Loan Pro is going to help you get your life and your credit back on track. So maybe you've had a little hiccup with your financial situation. Making a big purchase with finance, it's a complicated thing. So you got to get in touch with my buddy Jim, who is the Auto Loan Pro. He's going to help you get your life and your credit back on track with a professionally guided approach to getting you approved. He's going to work his ass off, I guarantee that. He works with over 50 different lenders to get you the very best financing. He's going to get you the best rate possible with little to no money down. So here's how it works. At Auto Loan Pro, he's going to guide you through each step with a customized game plan to maximize your qualification chances and secure you the best rates. From evaluating your credit to finding you the right vehicle, he offers a seamless process designed for long-term success. If you're financing a car, there's one thing to know. Choose the Auto Loan Pro. AutoLoanPro.com, AutoLoanPro.com.
105.7 The Point, everything alternative. We are backstage. We are at Busch Stadium. Kirk Hammett from Metallica joining us today. Thank you. It's absolutely an honor to get the chance to meet you.
Cheers, likewise.
All right, so first we're going to talk about things that are not music related.
Okay.
I saw your Instagram post on Friday night about coming to St. Louis, looking for some comic book spots.
Yeah.
Did you find any?
Well, I found one spot, but you know what? I didn't have time enough to make it to the place.
Sure. It happens, I'm sure.
Or in other words, I had every intention on going today, but, I made the mistake of picking up my guitar in my hotel room, and
There it
2.5 hours later, I put it down, and I thought, oh, well, there went my gallivanting around the city time.
Well, when I'm buying records, I find days where there's things where I either have it or just don't want it. Like with a collection of memorabilia and comics and things that you have horror related, do you have a tough time sometimes finding things you need and that you want and that aren't already in the collection?
Well, I just kind of leave myself open to just anything when I'm just out there and just out and about. It's crazy because just recently on the East Coast, I went out to a comic store to buy some comic books that I knew had just had just come out. And I found something that I'd been looking for like the last 20 years. And I did a double take. I was like, is that really what I think it is in the cat?
The fun of April is just continuing all month long. I mean, next week we have to open up some eggs and get some candy. But on April 26th, get your calendars out, folks. April 26th, it's the 5th annual Seeger Blot, and that takes place from noon to 9 over at Four Brothers Mead in Festus. And you need to go to this. It's absolutely incredible. Such a fun event. I mean, they bring folks from all over the country in to Festus, and it's great for the whole family. They have armored combat battle reenactments, live blacksmithing from past Forged and Fire contestants. They even have glass blowing, chainsaw carving, live music, and food trucks. And again, that's over at Four Brothers Mead over there in Festus. Just go to fourbrothersmead.com, and you can check out all what they have to offer right there. And in fact, when you're on the website, look into their Mead Club members because they're going to have a VI tent for the Mead Club members, and it's a great addition to the fun day. So go dress in your old world attire, your Ren Fair attire, or your Viking attire. Just come out, have fun. It's great for the whole family, and it's a huge fun party. Absolutely amazing over there at Four Brothers Mead. So April 26th, Four Brothers Mead in Festus. Go to fourbrothersmead.com.
Is our guest on the phone?
There's some guy named Bert on the phone.
Oh.
Bert.
Hopefully
That's the guy I'm supposed to be calling, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Ladies and gentlemen, the machine, Bert Kreischer on the phone.
Hey, man.
That was well played, gentlemen. That was well played.
Well, we're expecting a call from Bert Cummings, too, so we're not sure.
Oh, okay, good.
It's funny. I told my son yesterday, I was like, hey, I have one of my favorite comedians on the show tomorrow. He goes, awesome, you have Kevin Hart on. I go, damn
it. My daughters and I saw Jumanji, the first one, for the first time, and I was like, I got out and I was like, God, I want to text Kevin and tell him how great that movie was. And they're like, Kevin who? I said, Kevin Hart. And they go, you know Kevin Hart? And I was like, yeah. And they're like, Dad, come on, you don't have to lie to us. I was like, no, I know Kevin Hart. They're like, Dad, how would he know a guy like you? I was like, he's a comedian, right? And they're like, yeah, but he does big shows. I'm like, oh my God.
Do your kids think you're cool?
No, not at all. Not even remotely. Not even remotely.
Really? So you have a lot of very famous friends, and they're not impressed?
Well, first of all, my daughter's not a friend. My oldest daughter's not a huge fan of Joe Rogan's. She's a little woke, and so our sensibility, what makes us giggle, offends my oldest daughter.
Oh, no,
my youngest daughter's clueless. She doesn't it just they have no clue at all. They're by the way, they're just. Maybe you don't want your kids to think you're cool. I don't know. I thought my dad was a badass, but they think I'm an idiot.
But they know their dad has a cool job. They know their dad is a comedian. Doesn't go to an office, every day.
Well, you know what they know is that the boys that go to school that are the bros, the meatheads, the morons, the chest thumpers are all huge fans of their dad, and they're like, roll their eyes. The boys that are probably going to end up being problematic are all fans of their dad and all his friends. They said to my daughter Isla, you know Joey Diaz? And Isla's like, Uncle Joey? And they go, yeah, Uncle Joey. But Isla calls him Uncle Joey because he is her uncle. Right. And they're like, that's so epic. Does he slide? And, it's like, I got dosed by Ari Shaffir in my backyard with ecstasy one time.
I heard that story, yeah.
These boys think it's awesome, and my daughters are like, yeah, he almost killed my dad. Like,
it's funny.
So it's a slippery slope, gentlemen.
No, I got it. Are you afraid of your daughters Googling you? And I'm sure they have.
Oh, they've definitely Googled me. I remember the first time some kid in the library pulled up my machine story. They were really young, so they were still sharing a room back then. And I went in to put him to bed, and my oldest daughter goes, hey, Dad, some kids at school said you robbed a train. And I was like,
time of year, we're talking about ticks, we're talking about mosquitoes. Pretty soon it's going to be the West Nile virus, so you want to protect your family, you want to protect your property, and that's why you should call Amco Ranger Termite and Pest Solutions. Amco Ranger, 100% satisfaction, guaranteed. They're not satisfied until you're satisfied. They're committed to giving you the best pest management service available, and they stand behind every single service they perform. If you're not 100% satisfied with Amco Ranger, they will make it right. And you always get the best price. They guarantee that. If you find if you find a lower price on a comparable termite or pest protection program, they're going to credit you the difference. Trusted and local. So when you call Amco Ranger, somebody in St. Louis is picking up your phone call. A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau. Check out all the great online reviews. They keep customers happy by providing high-quality service during each and every visit and unmatched customer support in between services. It's Amco Ranger, 636-441-BUGS. That's 636-441-BUGS. Online at AmcoRanger.com, protecting what matters since 1965.
All right, King Scott's official bucket list. Now, for those of you that haven't been listening, we have compiled a list. We've talked about it several times. And we have a new competition coming up with punishments. I know everybody's been clamoring for that. That's coming. We're going to announce that in a week or so.
We'll announce the Riz Olympics.
The Riz Olympics. There's going to be a set of events, and the loser is going to have hell to pay. But on the flip side of that coin, because we do love each other, and we do, believe it or not, behind the scenes, there's a lot of positivity on this.
Our old pal Rafe Williams hitting 55 North, this weekend?
Yeah, baby.
55 North, heading up to Peoria. Whoa,
That's
great
right.
this time of year.
I'm heading back to the River Town, Richard Pryor's birthplace, to do 3 shows over the weekend. Friday, April 11th, 8 p.m. Saturday, April 12th, 6:30 and 9 p.m. at Jukebox Comedy Club and Lounge. So if you're in Peoria and you want to take it up with me about the in memoriam from a few weeks ago, come out. This would be a great time. And if not,
to confront him.
To confront me, yes. If you'd like to confront me or congratulate me, one way or the other.
So you are correct.
And I don't know how far north our signal goes, but I feel like we get kind of far up there. If Peoria is closer than St. Louis, this would be a good time to come see me. So I'll be there with my buddy Chris Sear. He's super funny. I'm bringing him with me. You can go to jukeboxcomedy.com to get tickets. That's jukeboxcomedy.com. I hope I see you this weekend.
All right, so see Rafe in Peoria. All right, so we got emails here in just a second. I wanted to read this. This is from a message board, a local St. Louis message board. It's a romance. Should I risk another office romance?
Another?
Another.
Oh, no.
And here's what it says. Here's my situation. Well, first it says, hi there.
Hi.
Here's my situation. I dated a coworker in my department for about a year. This wasn't just some casual fling. It was a full-on relationship. And everyone in the office knew. At first, it was great. We kept things professional at work until we didn't. We broke up 5 months ago, and things got messy. There were awkward run-ins, gossip. Eventually, HR had to step in because my ex sent me some inappropriate DMs after the breakup. I never wanted it to escalate like that, but it turned into a soap opera for months. Honestly, I even thought about quitting just to get away from the drama. Now, here's where things get complicated. A new coworker started recently. He's on a different team, but we cross paths a lot. We've been talking, texting a little, and I really feel like there's something there. He's funny, smart, mature, everything my ex wasn't. Part of me thinks I'd be stupid to ignore this just because of my past, but another part is terrified of being labeled the office dater.
Yeah.
I know people still talk about what happened with my ex. I could feel it. The last thing I want is to give them more material to gossip about or risk another HR situation. But at the same time, what if this guy is something real? Do I trust my gut and go for it? Or do I shut this down completely to protect my reputation and my job? What do you think? I'd love to hear advice on anybody who's been in a similar situation. Have you ever dated a coworker and regretted it? Or maybe it actually worked out for you? Thanks for letting me share my story. All the best. Alex from St. Louis. This is a woman.
Does it say where she works?
It does not. I mean, what's worse, being labeled the office dater or missing out on something that could have been?
Does it say how
special?
fresh this breakup is?
5 months ago.
Okay.
Still pretty fresh.
5 months ago, and things got messy. All good run-ins, gossip. Eventually, HR had to step in because she says my ex sent me some inappropriate DMs after the breakup.
So she's still working with her ex, possibly.
Yes, the ex is still there. And now this new, fresh piece of meat.
I'd say don't do it. Don't. It's one thing. I mean, Tim and I worked at MS together. That's where we met. And
Moon and Mallory,
Moon and
our
Mal
success story.
met at work as well. I mean, and we both married those people. You know, it was weird it wasn't weird at first, but then when Tim decided to leave the radio business and go work in a different industry, that was really hard on us because it was like, I was so used to him being a part of my like radio world. And
But
so,
God forbid you guys in both your situations would have broken up.
right.
It
And
would
then
have
we've
been
had to
weird,
have worked
right?
together, for sure.
Then
I don't know, maybe.
Then you would have, I mean, there's a chance of it could have.
Yeah, it just depends on the people. If you look at the stats, it's like 30+% of relationships start in the workplace. And,
Wow.
and rightfully so, because these are the people that you're seeing day in, day out.
Right.
Most likely you have something in common because you're in the same industry, in the same business, maybe you're in the
Same
same department.
hours.
Right. So it's a likely thing. I say, live your life, man. And if the drama was because of the ex, okay, so now you're governing your life, your love life, and your future based on this idiot's reactions or actions that have already been called into HR, which obviously.
But you've already been burned once.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's like saying that I'm not going to date again because you had your heart broken. You just move on. Hopefully, I would say tread lightly at the workplace. Don't let it spill over into the workplace
but
like you
you're
did
gonna
the
get
last time.
But you're going to get, there's a possibility of you getting your heart broken again. But it's not good. But it's going to affect only one aspect of your life. Now, when your heart's broken, it's affecting two things, two very important parts of your life.
So you're against it.
I am against it.
I'm against it as well.
I'm against it. It didn't work out the first time. You got burned. People already talk about you in the office.
Who cares? I hate that.
Yeah, you know what though?
I don't know. I don't
But it's
care.
your work. It's your job.
If
It's
it's
your
a career,
career.
if it's your the way you survive and pay your bills, and maybe it's something you love and a company you love.
But what are they going to say? You're the office dater? Okay, like you can point fingers everywhere. Again,
Why make it even more uncomfortable?
I remember when I started at MS, there were guys that were labeled like, they date the interns. And like, that was a thing. And so, I mean, that does happen where you get labeled a certain way.
Yeah, there's a power dynamic there
Right.
that I didn't hear in this email. This seems like peers.
This
doesn't
seems
seem
like total peers.
Sure.
Yeah, if she's not in a position of authority, I think this is fine. If
Yeah,
if she's an authority
Doesn't
figure
sound
to
that
these
way.
people, then okay.
I don't know. I think that when you start mixing your worlds like that, like even if it works out, I mean, it can be strange. Like, you know, I mean, everybody accepted that Tim and I dated and were excited. In fact, when we started dating, there were people at MS that were like, yes, finally, you know, and that was very encouraging and lovely. But what if we would have broken up? That would have been terribly awkward and awful.
Okay,
Like,
so check this out. So she got
Like a
burned
real
already.
breakup.
There's an ex in the building already.
right.
Okay, so this new guy comes in. He has no idea, and he goes to another coworker. Hey, this Alex chick is, you know, she's
firing on me,
She's
bro.
firing on me, and somebody goes, "Oh yeah, that's Alex, the company slut."
Oh,
Oh, the company slut.
Great.
Yes, you already got one ex here. What if this guy who's new to this company doesn't want to dip his pen in the company
Well,
ink?
sure. Maybe he doesn't.
Yeah, I mean, I'm dating 3 people currently at work. It's going okay.
Yeah, but you're able to juggle all that
Yeah.
stuff.
I say go for it, man.
yeah, me too.
Go
Yeah.
for it.
No,
You're
here's
in
the
a
thing.
polycule at work.
Here's the thing. Love is risk, man. That's all it is. If it depends on how strong your feelings are. You have to risk not being loved in return. You have to risk bad timing. All of those things. It's like when we had a conversation a few weeks ago where we talked about like the bot, the doll, and why it was dangerous. And I'm like, you got it. Part of the thing that makes love extraordinary and also the most painful thing you'll ever go through is that it can turn out badly, and you have to ride the wave, baby. It's got to be.
Forget that the ex works there.
That's fine. Ex works there. So you're letting a person who wasn't right for you to dictate your future,
or you're bringing somebody into a situation.
Possibly, but
that's already weird.
I'm just trying to pay my mortgage, dude. I'm just trying to make
this guy's got a new job. He's like, I love it here.
Yeah, but is your mortgage the most important thing? Like in the long run, I know what you're saying, and I'm not trying to argue that point. But like in what Rafe is saying, in love and in life, and I heard this recently, and I've been trying to apply it, and I think you can apply it here. We're always worried, and you guys are talking about what could go wrong. Like, what if this goes wrong? What if this goes wrong?
Yeah,
what if
fear.
this goes wrong? And instead, why don't we try? When's the last time you said, what if this goes right?
What if it all
What
works
happens
out?
if this goes right? What happens if this works the way I would like it to?
I know.
And I think that's a really cool, and it sounds like an easy approach, but it's not. And I think if we take that approach on more things, we'll just be happier, better people.
It sounds like this chick just wants to be talked into it.
Well,
that's why, like, she wrote this.
Probably.
She should send a mass email to her company and see what they think. You know?
Yeah.
I think there's a way to handle it with tact. I think that you could wait it out a little. If you like him now, how strong are your feelings? See if they stay strong. Keep the friendship going, and then 3 months, 4 months. Now you're almost a year out from the relationship. Like, if it's for real, it'll be there in a couple of months. If it's not for real and it's just a fleeting thing, then you didn't have to, you know what I mean? Like,
she says a new coworker started recently. He's on a different team, but we cross paths.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm not saying like bring him to the Christmas party and make out in front of everybody.
Let's go, man.
You don't need to make it public. Like, you know, just pursue whatever you got to pursue in your personal life.
And I've had relationships with, like, I mean, maybe it's different. I don't know what kind of industry they're in. But I mean, dude, when I worked at a restaurant, everybody dated everybody.
That's true.
Yeah.
It never mattered. I mean, it'd be like for a week, it'd be like, oh, God, you want to pick up my shift? I don't want to work with Ashley. But you get over it, and it's just like things move forward.
I'm going to leave it up to Scott. Scott, you're the ultimate decider here. Should she go for it, yes or no?
She needs to go for it.
Go
Yes,
for it.
100%.
Wrong
a bunch
answer.
of hoes.
You have spoken.
No, I say give it some time. I'm in the middle now.
I say don't do it.
It's 5 months is not enough time. Let your ex
Sneak
move on
around.
and get a new
Don't do
person,
it.
and then maybe make out with
No.
that guy. You know, like in the van or whatever.
Make out with everybody.
Let him
The
talk.
van.
I mean, hey, don't.
Actually, you know what? Like, lean into being the office hoe.
Yeah, let him talk. Let's give him something to talk about.
Lean in,
Yeah.
just sleep with everybody.
If your feelings are strong, don't deny your chemistry, baby.
Yeah, they're talking about you anyway.
Yeah, exactly right. Now, don't worry about what people saying about you because they're saying it anyway.
Yeah, who cares? These people go home and they think
They're
about
already calling you the
themselves.
office hoe if that's what you're.
That's what I'm saying. Lean into it. Really be the office slut.
Okay, are you saying that? Because
Sleep-
earlier you were saying don't do it. So what are you actually
Yeah, what are you
saying?
saying?
You cannot flip flop.
You can't play both
If you're
sides.
going to be a slut, just slut it up.
Okay, fine. We are pro ho on this show.
And I don't
Okay,
think
I've
it's
said it before.
slutty.
Scott?
Pro ho show.
I don't think you're a slut.
Yeah, I
I
love
just
gardens.
think you're a romantic. And if you're feeling it and the new guy's funny and he's clicking on everything.
If you want to be the office slut, go for it.
Listen to me.
Guess what?
I think she needs to stop working so damn
She's
hard.
dated
She's
one
working
guy.
too hard and everybody's looking hot.
I
That's
think you
when
need to
know.
quit your job and move.
Yeah, we need a new job, move, and get somebody outside
dated
of
one
work.
guy, she's the office slut.
Find a new state.
Hey, so that last contest we did, the Read My Lips, all our winners pick the mystery concert.
Whoa.
All of them.
Can you
I'm
tell us
about
what that
to let you know
concert
right
is?
now.
Okay.
Congratulations, Ted Nugent.
Oh, I'd be super psyched. I've never seen
Sweaty
Ted Nugent
Teddy's
live.
back?
Uncle Ted. All right, here's what you're going to go see. 105.7 The Point presents Blink 182 with the Alkaline Trio as special guest.
Cool.
Hollywood
awesome.
Casino Amphitheater, Friday, September 26th. Tickets are on sale Friday at 10 a.m. So there you go. That's the concert announcement.
I had the wrong one. I told everyone the Wiggles, so I apologize.
Blink 182 with Alkaline Trio, Hollywood Casino Amphitheater, Friday, September 26th. Tickets on sale Friday at 10 a.m. So hopefully when you pick that mystery concert and you just heard that announcement, hopefully you're excited. I have a feeling people are excited.
I do too.
I'd be disappointed, I'll be honest with you.
I loved Blink 182. And they were just here last year, right? 2 years ago?
I've seen them.
With the original lineup.
I would probably enjoy the concert, but there's no Yeah, there's nothing that was like, whoa, mark that day off for me. You know what I mean?
Kourtney
And that's
Kardashian will be
okay.
in town
How do you know?
because she goes on tour with Travis.
Oh, just to make sure
with the baby, with little Rocky. I watch the Kardashians. She's
So she
always out
goes
there.
with him on tour?
Yes.
She goes everywhere?
I don't know,
Okay.
but that could be cool.
All right. Let's get to some emails. RizShow1057thepoint.com. Yes, very cool.
You know what? We got a lot of food news. I'm going to try to
Let's go.
knock some of this out. Hey, y'all, you guys were talking about burritos on National Burrito Day, and I make mine at home based on the Caldi breakfast burrito recipe.
Oh, heck yeah.
You add sweet potatoes and pesto to every breakfast burrito. This is amazing. The flavors blend so perfectly. Please try. Jake, sent from my bottle of
Yes,
whiskey.
their breakfast burrito at Caldi is excellent.
It is
I can confirm I had it
Excellent.
Sunday.
And it's that pesto that makes it, man.
As is their egg bagel. They put a herb cream cheese spread on a bagel, and then they have a perfectly fried up egg, and it is perfection.
Pesto goes a long way, dude.
It does. It
Sauce
really
on the
does.
side is a place that they get that pesto chicken. They'll slap
Yes.
it on any salad for you, and man, it's good.
Got that little tinge, little zing.
It's got a little zing.
Yeah. Can concur. Excellent breakfast burrito. Next.
What's up, guys? I was wanting to get some feedback on from the crew on office etiquette. Yesterday, some rogue maniac went completely off the rails and decided it was okay to commit a war crime by reheating fish for lunch in the office. Obviously, I was incredibly offended by this decision, but I was curious where you guys thought it ranked amongst the other lines that you don't cross in the
I think
office.
It's a fireable offense. I'll be honest with you.
Some people thought it was okay.
It's akin to peeing on the seat.
I'd rather be the office slut than the guy who heated up fish in the microwave.
Because
I
you
can
can't
tell you
shake that. You can't shake that.
I've done it a million times here.
Fish?
Well, we know. It's
yes,
talked about.
I don't care. Yeah, man. I'll
What
get
if
a
you reheat
lean
it?
cuisine with like a cod, and I'll fire it up in there, and it's delicious, and I don't care because you know what? Girls got to eat.
It's not well, I guess it is a reheat. I'm thinking like,
Oh, it
in my
smells.
mind, it's like fish that has already been cooked, and now you're just warming
now
it
you're
back up
throwing-
and getting
yeah.
that fish stank everywhere.
If not fish stank, and then the microwave smells like fish for weeks.
Weeks.
Because I get salmon factor meals, but you can just pop a hole in the plastic and it cooks, and just for a minute, and it doesn't like waft. You know what I mean?
It still smells like fish. There's a time and place to cook fish.
If you're a fish
The
heater,
office is not.
if you're a fish heater, you better be the microwave cleaner. You know what I mean? You should wipe it out after that. 'cause
Listen,
there's a stink.
I love fish.
I spray fart spray into the microwave to cover it up afterwards.
And then hit minute.
I love fish, but there's you make that at home. You don't do it when there's other
Sometimes
people.
I have leftovers. I can't help it.
Yeah, but you do that at home because we work in a society where we're supposed to care about other people. Okay? And if you're reheating fish, you obviously don't care about anybody.
It also depends on the fish. Not all fish are equal in this way.
What do you mean? You try to
It
get
doesn't
some
smell
some poo fish up in there? Don't smell as bad,
Dude, sometimes
Yeah,
I'll
which
go
one?
downstairs to Fit Flavors and I'll get their salmon bowls and I'll bring it up here. And
Yeah,
salmon
but-
does not smell as
Yeah,
bad
but
as
you're
a
not cooking it
tilapia.
here.
I'm heating it up. Yes, I am. I could heat it down there, but then I have to walk. And nobody wants that. Listen, I am not with you guys on this. I don't care. I'm sorry. I'm an insufferable human being.
You might as well pee on the floor in the
might.
in the
I
office.
disagree with you,
In the-
but
in the bathroom.
I respect your
And the
stance.
office.
I respect your stance.
Next.
Hey, friends. Team Riz member here, Allison. As the weather gets warmer, I want to send out my yearly reminder to start seeing motorcycles. This week marks 14 years since I lost my dad on his bike. Coincidentally, April is Distracted Driving Awareness Month. In my family, it was the loss of a son, a brother, a father, a grandfather, an uncle, and a great friend. Lastly, for motorcyclists, please dress to slide, not to ride. Always wear proper riding gear and clothes, and always be aware. Thanks, guys. Miss you, Jeff. Team Riz member Allison.
Here. And this is one of the lessons, as my son will be getting his driver's license in a couple weeks. And, being out on the road with him, one of the things I hammer home to him is you gotta, if there's a motorcycle in front of you, you gotta keep enough distance.
Yep.
God forbid they fall off the bike,
That's what I
that
say
you
too.
have a chance to swerve out of the way.
That's what I said, too. It just happened the other day, and I said, listen, son, always just assume that guy's going to go down in 5 seconds.
I said,
Just be ready for
if
it.
he hits a pothole. Currently, Route 109 out where I live is pothole city. Whoever's in charge of that road, you got to do something because it is crazy the amount of potholes that have opened up. And I understand with the weather, hot, cold, it's going to happen. But for motorcycle riders, if you got a bike that hits one of those deep potholes and you got a sliding situation, cars, you have to leave enough room to take evasive action in case they fall.
And like Allison said, dress to slide, not to ride. My son almost killed us, by the way. He pulled into oncoming traffic yesterday. And I'm just going to say this. No, I don't have the permit sticker because they didn't give it to us for some reason this time, and I need to get that and put the permit driver thing on. But when somebody makes some weird thing, just let's assume they're permit drivers, and you don't have to honk and be a crazy person because you're just scaring the living crap out of the 15-year-old even more. Because we got an earful.
I'm sorry, I just upset somebody on the instant feedback if I want to address. So, hey, watch the motorcycle riders out there, guys.
Okay, yeah.
Emily's very upset with me.
About what?
On the instant feedback.
What happened?
Could you guys at least try to pretend to feign excitement when you make show announcements? That Blink announcement was the lamest announcement ever.
I'm excited.
Thousands of us had tickets for their show in 2024, and they canceled.
Oh, was that canceled? I don't remember that.
Oh, my.
Listen, man, the horn players
Hang
are
on.
busy today.
Hold on, man.
Let me get him in here.
Dude, this costs us money, and we're on a budget.
Let me get him in here.
Oh, God, I'm so sick of paying this trumpet player. He's got this horrible
Let me get him
attitude
in the
out there.
room.
Okay.
Oh, boy.
Because apparently for Emily, I did not make enough of a big deal out of this concert announcement.
Here we go.
After doing some soul searching, we'd just like to apologize to Blink 182.
And the entire Blink 182 fan base.
Thank
Because
you.
we did not, I didn't make
We
enough
made an
of a
entire contest about the
Yeah.
mystery ticket.
That's
Moon.
not
Yeah.
good enough.
Oh, here are the horn players. I see them.
Hey,
walking in.
fellas. And
How you guys
lady.
doing?
I'm glad you guys
just
dressed
one
up.
lady.
Can we pay you half?
Moon, she is absolutely correct. I should have made a bigger announcement.
Here we go.
Guys,
This is getting so expensive.
hit it. Hang on. Oh! Man, I am so excited. I have a boner.
I've got no
I do
plans.
too. How is that?
I've got no plans. September 26th.
Guys, listen. Did you hear?
Hear what?
Blink 182. Tom, Mark, and Travis
Are you kidding me?
are coming back to town. Guys, and it's a Friday. It's a Friday, September 26th, and they're playing outside at the amphitheater.
Oh, and Kourtney Kardashian. will be there.
Man, that's
Kourtney
incredible.
Kardashian may be in town.
Wow.
And they're bringing along their friends, the Alkaline Trio.
all three of
my
them.
God. Woo!
What is that, Matt Skiba?
I
Who's
am
that?
spent.
That was awesome. Yeah, it did feel good.
Queen doth hereby decree on this day, Mark Hoppus, Thomas DeLong, and Travis Eugene Barker, official St. Louis citizens,
Rafe's got a scroll he's reading.
I know.
Yeah.
official St. Louis citizens, and they now live under the stage at Riverport Amphitheater, now commonly known as Hollywood Casino Amphitheater, and here and henceforth, moving forward, today shall be known as Blink 182 Day in the city of St. Louis, Missouri.
I'm excited to get tickets, but when do they go on sale?
Friday.
Friday, just Friday.
Clean up in here.
What
My
time?
God. Scott, get a mop.
I
Because
will.
we need, there's so much. There's so much fluid all over the place.
My diaper's
There's
full.
so many fluids.
We've all crapped ourselves.
Oh, my God. Somebody get one of those ShamWows.
Is
I don't know.
Momoa in town?
There's a cleanup on aisle 10.
Is that good enough for you, Emily? God.
I think she's
Now she's
happy.
like too orgasmic.
Are you
guys
happy,
suck.
Emily? Or was that too much?
All the small things. Here comes an email
News
about
next.
being mean.
9/11. Tuesday, traffic and weather.
Never
Moon
forget.
coming at you.
Traffic is brought to you by Golden Oak Lending. Do you need extra cash? Golden Oak Lending can convert your home's equity into cash in as little as 14 days. Let Golden Oak Lending cure your blues. The roadway is closed. Exit ramp 44 eastbound to 141 southbound closed due to flooding. I'm sure
From that
everybody.
Blink-182 announcement.
Exactly. Just spilling over.
Spilling over, just all those fluids.
Your point forecast, freeze warning till 9 a.m., which is, it's lifted now, I guess, and it's going to be sunny, high of 56. Right now it's 38 at the Point Studio.
All right, King Scott's official bucket list. Now, for those of you that haven't been listening, we have compiled a list. We've talked about it several times. And we have a new competition coming up with punishments. I know everybody's been clamoring for that. That's coming. We're going to announce that in a week or so.
Announce the Riz Olympics.
The Riz Olympics. There's going to be a set of events, and the loser is going to have hell to pay. But on the flip side of that coin, because we do love each other, and we do, believe it or not, behind the scenes, there's a lot of positivity on this show. The flip coin is we got a lot of stuff we can help each other accomplish, too.
Yeah, let's help each other
achieve
up,
our
guys.
dreams. Let's lift each
Come
other
on,
up
guys.
and then break each other down.
Yes.
That is how.
That's the Riz Show way.
That's the dynamic we're looking for. So we went over some of Riz's bucket list items, and some of Moon's bucket list items, and people have emailed in. There's sponsors emailing in. There are fans emailing in. They're going to help us achieve our dreams. So it's become
script on their future. If you're on your way to a job you don't like, oh man, how about a change? Now, how about a career in IT? You've heard me talk about Centric for a long time now. Find out how you could train for a new IT career in as little as 4 months with St. Louis's leading IT training company. Now, Centric is the longest running, most experienced, entry-level tech training program in the country. Their programs train you on the most current technologies employers are using because, unlike four-year schools, they could quickly adapt the curriculum to match changes in the job market. And they'll help you get a job. Obviously, that's the goal. They know your goal is to get a great IT job. That's why job search assistance is a big part of the program. In addition to your tech training, they know there are other skills that need to be developed to help you find that right job. Centric's Career Services team provides students with seminars and workshops and other services throughout your training that prepare you for your job search, and they help you land that new job. Over 1,700 companies have hired Centric grads. You're next. Centric.com/Riz, CENTRIQ.com/Riz.
Hey, so welcome back to the farm. In the last video, you saw me on the tractor with the brush hog in the field, trying to get everything all good. Kind of a pain. So I called in reinforcements. My friends from McCoy Construction and Forestry, they're here, and they brought toys. Hi, guys.
Hey, what's going on, Riz?
Chad and Steve and Mike. Okay, so we got some mowers, because I need some help in the field.
Absolutely.
So you guys saw me with the big brush hog, and I can't, with the elderberry plants out there, I can't really get close to the plants with that big brush hog.
Sure.
So this is for more of a precision cut.
Yes, absolutely. But allow you to get a little closer to those elderberries. So at this point, this is a bad boy commercial zero-turn machine.
It literally is a bad boy. It says bad boy on it.
And it'll cut a lot of grass in that pasture up there for you. It's a 16-inch cut. You want to hop on and see if you can get this thing going?
I have no idea what to do.
Well, that's a seat. Let's start off by sitting in the seat.
No, I know
there.
I can sit in the seat. I know this is a seat.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'm going to get in the seat.
Yeah.
All right.
Give her a crank.
All right. We've started.
Yeah. Next.
Okay, now.
Yeah. Go for it.
Okay, what do I do? I put the brake down?
Yep, you got the brake on the left-hand side.
Brake down, okay.
These guys you're going to bring into your center. So bring left and right drive tires.
Okay, oh boy.
And now you're able to drive this thing wherever you want.
Now back.
Mid-America, St. Louis Airport, and To be honest, it sounded too good to be true. It was just a few more minutes away, but it was going to save me a ton of minutes, save me a ton of money, and the whole process was easier and more convenient, and they had direct flights from here to friggin' Gulf Shores and Fort Lauderdale and Destin and Fort Walton Beach and Punta Gorda and Savannah and Myrtle Beach and Vegas. Guys, I went out there myself. I parked right there. It's only $9 for overnight. FlyMidAmerica.com has all the information, and I'm telling you, I walked in and it was clean, it was beautiful, it was amazing. Everybody's happy because everybody's going on vacation. Direct flights from Allegiant Airlines to 7 destinations in Florida, like I said, and then Savannah, Vegas, and now Gulf Shores, Alabama. No baggage fees for veterans. They got food, they got drink. It sounds too good to be true, but I'm telling you, it's there. FlyMidAmerica.com. It's Mid-America St. Louis Airport. This is the gateway to easy, efficient travel. Yeah, it might take you a few extra minutes to drive out there, and you'll get those minutes back right away, and then it's just a breeze. I love this place. FlyMidAmerica.com.
All right, it's Riz. It's Jeff Burton backstage at Point Fest with Eric and Jeff from Stone Temple Pilots.
All right, how you doing today?
Good, how are you?
You seem like you're like a morning radio show where you're all
A
amped
lot
up
of-
on caffeine.
Did you know I do a morning radio show?
do?
Yeah.
All right.
And a lot of cocaine.
Yeah. Hey.
Good morning. Actually, good afternoon. Hi.
It's kind of morning. That's why
To
I'm
me,
commenting
yeah.
on that. Yeah.
So how have the shows been so far? I mean, Jeff's the new guy. So what hazing has been going on, or any?
Did you ever see Full Metal Jacket?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bars of soap and
yeah,
socks?
no, we haven't been doing that. But I just wondered if you saw the movie.
Of course I did.
It's a great movie.
He's
And
just a big fan of the
I thought we were going to talk about Stanley Kubrick today because that.
Oh, we
you know,
can. We
yeah,
can. What do you
'cause
want to
it's
know?
so just how great he was.
He was great.
Yeah.
He was great. No, seriously, no hazing? We don't do any of that stuff still?
No,
or are we too
he's-
old for that?
We're not never too old for that. That's,
You're just not talking about it, is what it
yeah,
is.
well, no, and he's doing such a great job. So.
He is.
Yeah.
He is fantastic. And
Yeah.
one of the things about being the new guy, and I've been the new guy before, talk about reaction from the fans, reaction from everybody else being that new guy.
Yeah, ultimately, that's not even up to me, so it's not something I can really control. All I can really control is going out there and just presenting STP at the best of my ability, which is all I really try to do. I'm not trying to be anything I'm not. Just try to go up there and do the songs justice and do them the way they made me feel when I heard them. Growing up and through my musical journeys, listening to Stone Temple Pilots had a huge influence on me. So.
Who did you listen to growing up?
Oh man, Simon and Garfunkel, Gordon Lightfoot, the Carpenters. My dad's record collection was very instrumental in my songwriting and my base of where I started from. And then as I got older and was in bands, I was always the guitar player. I never wanted to be the center of attention. It's funny how that works out, but. It was when Core came out. It was the same year that was the year I put down the guitar for a whole year and didn't pick one up, and all I did was concentrate on vocals. And it wasn't because of them, but it just happened to be that same time. And
As the original show originators of the Cacaw Battle Cry, Hot Shots is the official battle bar and partner of the St. Louis Battlehawks for 2025. Hot Shots is proud to be the official battle bar and partner of the Hawks for their 2025 UFL season. Join Hot Shots at any location to catch every Battlehawks matchup, home or away, and experience the best cacao party in town. The Battle Bar, which watch parties will be packed with giveaways, prizes, and more as Battlehawks charge towards their first UFL championship. Bring your loudest caca and cheer on St. Louis's favorite football team with us. Riz, tell them what they're going to get for the game day specials.
I mean, so many game day specials like the Cacaw Combo, which is a large one-topping pizza plus a Bud Select pitcher for $20. You got Battle Apps Combo, any two apps, the Battle Bombs, because every Cacaw deserves a proper blast. So they have that during every Battlehawk game. They also have watch parties for all the away games. The next watch party at Hot Shots is Saturday, April 19th, 11 a.m. at the Hot Shots Lindbergh and Hot Shots in St. Charles.
Yeah.
Hot Shots, the official sports bar of the Riz Show and home to STL sports fans since 1990. HotShotsNet.com.
Will there be celebrity guests on this show?
Who does number 2 work for?
Have you ever wondered what your boss's bathroom routine is like? Well, me neither.
But we might find out today whether we like it or not on the number 2 show.
Minutes left. Let's do some news.
Oh, yeah. We gonna do some news.
And your news being sponsored by
Schicker Auto Group, your headquarters for American American-made Ford, Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, and Jeep vehicles. Shop local. Visit shopschicker.com.
All right, this is straight out of a sci-fi movie or Game of Thrones, but this is real. Direwolves, the legendary giant canines thought to have gone extinct thousands of years ago, are officially back.
That's awesome.
Right, direwolves. And it's all thanks to a company called Colossal Biosciences. Now, they're a genetic engineering company, and they've successfully brought direwolves back through their de-extinction project. 3 young direwolves named Romulus, Remus, and Khaleesi are now being raised in a secret nature preserve. And according to the company, these things carry the same traits as the long-lost direwolves that once roamed North America. How'd they do it?
Dino DNA.
Well, the team used advanced gene editing, and they created these animals. They extracted DNA from a 13,000-year-old tooth and a 72,000-year-old skull, ultimately creating what Colossal describes as healthy direwolf puppies. I saw a video of the 3 of them kind of howling, and the caption was like, for the first time in 10,000 years, a direwolf howls on Earth.
That's so cool.
I was like, ooh, man, this is
playing God.
I don't know how I feel about this, guys.
How big
have
are
we not
these?
seen Jurassic Park?
They're about 175 pounds. So they're larger than gray wolves. Their shoulder height's about 38 inches, body length 69 inches. They can weigh up to 175
Dude, and
pounds.
gray wolves are much bigger than people think they are.
I would love to.
Wolves in general are bigger than people think.
You ever go to that wolf sanctuary that's somewhere near town?
Oh, yeah.
I've never been, and I've always wanted to go.
They love this show. They've
Do they?
invited us multiple times.
I want to go. I want to go see the wolves.
Me too. Can I see a wolf?
Yeah, they're great folks. They had
You pet them?
No.
Yeah, you go out there and pet them. It's really fun.
Yeah, you strap a stake to your belt.
I want to be excited, but a part of me is like, ooh, man, there's a part of me that feels uncomfortable with this.
Why?
I don't know, learn.
I like it. I like that we've brought something back from extinction. Now, will they survive in this climate and all this stuff?
I don't know.
Will Mike Tyson get one as a pet? I don't know. I don't want to see them exploited, but I like that we've been able to engineer something that was gone for 10,000 years to come back. That's kind of promising.
Yeah, again, I want to be excited, but there's a little part of it that's like, ooh, man, I don't know about this.
What do you say?
What could go wrong? Uncomfortable. I don't know.
Slippery slope.
When are we bringing the dinosaurs back? Because if
We
they
don't
can
need
do this,
dinosaurs.
If they can do this, they can bring the dinos back because they talked about a tooth. That's how they got the DNA.
got it from woolly
from
mammoths
a tooth.
next.
Well,
Yeah, let's start.
that is what's next.
So they say.
On their docket.
Let's
And
start
I'm
with the
interested
things
in
that
that.
are easier.
They named very aptly named wolves too.
I think we should bring these things back so we could eat them.
No, I don't.
Let's bring the woolly mammoth back so we can eat it.
Snuffleupagus.
You know that once we get enough of them, we're gonna want to know what it tastes like.
Well, I know, but I'm not. I don't want to eat.
Oh, I know. I'm saying the collective we, humanity.
Listen, Colossal Biosciences has a bigger mission. Their work aims to restore balanced ecosystems and innovate new ways to protect endangered species. Now, they've already made headlines for other projects, including creating a woolly mouse. I don't know if you saw videos of this.
Yeah.
They're also working on reviving the woolly mammoth.
Yeah, we saw the woolly mouse.
A couple weeks ago.
Yeah, a couple weeks ago, and it was a goofy looking thing.
However, the dire wolf represents a significant leap forward, blending cultural fascination with scientific discovery. Now, to celebrate the achievement, Colossal even staged a photo shoot with the wolf sitting on the Iron Throne.
Love it.
That's cute. When are we doing saber tooths?
Oh man.
But for now, Romulus, Remus, and Khaleesi are just 3 young wolves, but their presence marks the dawn of a new age in genetic science.
Remember in Game of Thrones when Sansa's dog has to be put down?
Nymeria?
Is that the one?
Oh, Sansa. Sorry, that's
Sansa.
Sansa's is.
It's the worst episode. I can't even
Sansa
watch
Simpson.
it. It's a fake dog, and I can't
Sansa Simpson. I stick to my story.
Hey, the kid in us though wants to see
Abracadabra.
saber-toothed tigers.
Dodo bird.
Well, that'd be cool. Megalodon.
Larry King.
Yeah, let's have a big ass, a massive
get Larry
megalodon.
King back.
And Larry King.
They mix their metaphors a little on this. Like Romulus and Remus are twin brothers in like Roman mythology, I think. And then Khaleesi's just straight ripped from Game of Thrones.
Well, and why is it not Ghost, dude?
Yeah, it should have been Ghost and Nymeria and Summer.
I don't know. Listen,
I hate
they're
whoever named
scientists.
these dogs.
Yeah,
Or
idiots.
wolves.
Idiots.
I'll talk to them.
Morons, bunch of morons.
Can they bring
Total
back mooning?
fools.
We'll see.
We'll see. We'll see
if
what's next.
science can bring
after
back
the woolly mammoth.
the woolly mammoth. Can they bring mooning back to society?
Hey, seriously
That's
though,
what I want to know.
you said a few things. There really is a list of things that they want to do.
Yeah.
And the priority list. And what's at the top?
They're working on the woolly mammoth next. Their work
That's
aims
next.
to restore balance to ecosystems and innovate new ways to protect endangered species.
What, guys, hear me out. Weird theory right now, but like, what if this is all part of the simulation and like, you know, the asteroid came down and like that's what took everything out, right? Like that's how all these things went extinct. Didn't the woolly mammoth go down with the dinosaurs?
I don't know.
What if this is just the sequence and now we're bringing them back and then the asteroid's going to come and then we
So you think
start all over
asteroids
as
hate 'em?
Stardust?
Maybe.
The asteroids could hate them.
Oh no.
yeah.
We don't know if they're
Asteroids
feelings.
Rule
are the,
that out.
The mammoth
But
cleaners.
we've invented helmets, so we're fine now.
Everything repeats. So now that the woolly mammoth is coming back, the dinosaurs, the asteroid is coming.
I think those were
like
two very different time
What's the
periods.
chicken egg question here too? Like, this is a pack. Wolves are packs, but they have no daddy. Their daddy's a tooth. Tooth, are you my daddy? Who's going to teach them how to be wolves?
Well, they're chilling right now in a secret nature reserve.
I don't like
it's gonna
that.
Be
I do.
Wolf
that
dachshunds
sounds very clandestine. and
well,
weird.
yeah. They don't want people stealing these things.
That's a good point, I guess. I didn't think about how terrible people are. I'm just kind of curious. Like, you got a brother and a sister, two brothers and a sister, right? Two boys and a girl.
I don't know the sexes of these. things.
I think the two Romulus and Remus are boys, and Khaleesi is a girl. I think. Who's going to be the pack leader? Are they going to get Chavez? Are they going to get the dog whisperer down there? Is he going to take care of this?
Scott's going to be the pack leader.
Thank you.
Next time you get a massage, I had a massage on Sunday. It was terrific.
Great.
Terrific. I went to Massage Lux. It was excellent. Saw Brittany.
Right on.
Excellent massage. So if you get a massage, what pressure do you ask for? Medium, hard? How do you want it?
Firm.
Firm.
Kick my
ass,
Yeah,
right?
I want to feel pain after I leave.
F me up.
26-year-old guy from China almost died from a neck massage that was a little too firm. His neck had been hurting from working too much and sitting at his desk all day, so he booked an appointment at a local massage parlor. And he said it was great until the masseuse did a more vigorous maneuver. And that's when he felt a sharp pain in his neck followed by a massive headache, went to the ER. Next morning, after he woke up with slurred speech and numbness on the left side of his body,
Stroke?
had a stroke.
Yeah.
Turns out the masseuse accidentally ripped a hole in an artery leading to his brain, and he suffered a stroke.
I was reading about those personal massagers that you can buy at like whatever those stupid stores are at the mall.
Like
It's not Bed Bath & Beyond.
Brookstone. What is it?
Brookstone.
Brookstone. And you aren't supposed to use those like on your neck.
Oh, the ones that like knead your neck?
Yeah, like the like you're supposed to do it like the
Theragun?
hammer
Oh, the
guns.
Theragun. I have one of those Theraguns.
Don't put it on your neck because you could have a stroke.
I don't. I
Really?
use it on sore muscles.
Yeah, you're not
For all the
supposed to do it
working out
anywhere.
I do.
I've
right?
used it on a neck before. I'm like, oh my god.
Oh my gosh, yeah, don't do that.
I didn't know that.
No, if it's a massage, I want to find my limits. You know what I'm saying? Because otherwise, I get it so infrequently, and I need them so badly that I want to feel like a small box truck hit me.
Mm-hmm.
I want to be sore for a couple days and like get some of that lactic acid out of me and really get worked.
I go, give it to me. Hard.
Right,
What, sir? You need to leave.
Sir, please get out.
You need to leave. So,
I want to not like it during and really enjoy it afterwards. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
yeah, but this is obviously an accident, but this masseuse ripped a hole in the artery leading to his brain.
Don't touch my neck.
Well, do you feel better when they use the oils or the lotions?
Lotions, oils are the grossest. Remember, I told you I was on that cruise, and the very
Right.
first thing I did, I was like, I'm gonna get a massage, just kick this vacation off right. It was the nastiest, grossest, well, second nastiest, second grossest massage I've ever had.
Okay. With oil.
I don't know, I like the.
Oh, dude, she
whatever,
covered me.
I don't know what they use.
I
like
could have
the
slipped
oil.
off the boat.
All I hear is when I'm getting a massage, just a.
Oh, God.
Okay.
And that's he's in the corner,
No
which is
way.
weird.
What? Where are you getting that lotion from?
The guy's just sitting in the corner on a stool when he hears that. Which is
Well, where did he come
alarming.
from? All right, we got to take one final break. We'll come back, wrap her up.
Talk about Michael's Flooring because they've been around for 30 years. They know the flooring situation here in St. Louis because they've been installing gorgeous floors for all of us, not just at our homes, but in our offices as well. So if you've been in the market for flooring, you want to shop local, you want to go with a company that is tested and trusted and talked about in a way that you can trust, it's Michael's Flooring. And there's different locations. You can go see them in Darien Prairie, St. Peter's. There's a location for Michael's Flooring outlet down here off of Olive. Go to that one, after you pick up your Blink-182 tickets that you just won. And they have everything. They have vinyl flooring. They have hardwoods, laminate, tile, carpet, luxury vinyl. And they have something within your price range, I'm sure, because they understand, it's an investment to literally rip out the old floors of a house and install new ones. That's a big undertaking. But hey, you know what? They're going to get it done within your price point. They're going to work with you to make sure the timeline is on your schedule. They want to be as efficient with you and your time as they are with their own. And Mike Reynolds, who is the actual Michael, he loves his employees. I swear, we had lunch last fall. Talk to him. This dude just wants his employees to make a livable living on the work that they're doing, go home and enjoy their lives. And I love that. I love a boss that's like that wants the best for their employees. So please go to igotfloor.com. Get yourself some new floors.
All right, so here we are, way back Point Fest, the first interview of the day. It's Real Big Fish, everybody. Gentlemen, how are you? It's great to see you. Great to see you.
Fantastic.
Hello.
Oh.
Hey.
Thank you. No, don't stop. No, more, please. More.
It's really great to have you guys back. We have, over the years, done so many different things, so many shows. Yeah. I did legitimately the worst stage intro I've ever done in my life at a Real Big Fish show at Mississippi Nights through no fault of your own. I came up on stage too late. Your cue music that night was Billie Jean from Michael Jackson. I'll never forget. And I'm getting up there and I'm doing my spiel. And Aaron, you came up behind me and were like, "Are you done yet, Donnie? Are you done? Are you done with the intro?" Yes, I am. Thank you. And then you guys went out and rocked it. But it's really great to have you here, man. Thank you guys for coming out. No, it was not your fault. No. Somebody probably told me wrong. But do you remember any of those, older shows here? Like, because we've had you at the amphitheater. I mean, Mississippi Nights. All over the place.
I was just telling you guys a story about first time I tried like really hot sauce. I wasn't into it back in the old days. But the singer of Smash Mouth at one of these festivals gave me Dave's Insanity sauce or something, and I was like...
And that was here?
That was here. My first time trying hot sauce.
I don't even remember.
Excited?
I don't even remember you guys being... I don't remember you guys being here with Smash Mouth. Even.
Yeah, maybe it was somewhere in Florida.
I think it was Blues Traveler.
All right.
Yeah, it could have been. Who knows?
Maybe it was the Spin Doctors that gave me...
You know what? I will still...
No, it was Gay Guitar.
Wow. We are going
That's
deep into the
an obscure
90s
reference
bands.
of the 90s.
I only know the Whoever You Are song. I have nothing else going on with Giggy Ta, even remotely.
Marcy Playground. Would that have been funnier?
Sex and Candy, St. Joe and the School Bus.
There you go.
Yeah, I could do the single game all day. All day. So, one of the things...
Lowe's knows all sorts of things. They help you save. I love Lowe's. Lowe's.com. And did you know right now Springfest is going on? You can shop online at Lowe's.com, pick up in store that day, or even some same-day delivery options. Yes, everything we are talking lawn and garden. It is springtime, so lawn and garden is going to be hopping. Appliances, outdoor tools and equipment, patio furniture, grills, outdoor cooking tools, bathrooms. You can visit Lowe's. And during the Missouri Show Me Green Sales Tax Holiday, April 19th to the 25th, you get up to 35% off select Energy Star appliances. Plus, you can save big on LG Turbo Wash, front load washer and dryers, and an LG 24-inch dishwasher. Yes, Lowe's, we help you save. Again, that is the Missouri Show Me Green Sales Tax Holiday coming up April 19th to the 25th. But I mean, there are so many deals right now for this Spring Fest going on. Check out the website or go to your local Lowe's or just get started at Lowe's.com.
Time to save some green. Go visit my good friends over at Mount Top Motor Company out there in Troy. They have an incredible lineup of cars, trucks, SUVs. In fact, you can see the whole inventory right now at mounttopmotors.com. And to top it off, no payments for 90 days. They have some of the best financing around, all kinds of ways to save some money. And what's amazing about them is they're just down to earth. It's a no pressure environment. So you're gonna find the right car. You're gonna enjoy the process because they're amazing. So aim higher, go to Mount Top Motor Company. It's mounttopmotors.com.
Yes, have some. You go.
Hey guys, it's a commercial break. Make sure to like,
subscribe, and share. It's the best way to show your love for the Rizzuto Show.
So cheesy.
All right.
Let's get to Moon's list of things he would like
Moon's
to achieve
bucket
before
list.
death.
There's some cool ones on here, man. There's a couple cool ones. Let's start with number one. Moon wants to drive a monster truck, which is rad as hell. And I at least want to ride shotgun.
Yeah. Heck yeah, man. Growing up in St. Louis, big Bigfoot fan, as everyone should be.
Mm-hmm.
And, man, we've gone to this Monster Jam. You know, Monster Jam always invites me out and has had me out for years and years and take the kids. And it's just been the most fun experience every single time it comes through. We do a whole family event with it, and every time, Scott and I have done this, where we get down on the track, on the dirt beforehand for the pre-show, and when you're next to one, how can you not be driven to want to drive it? You sit there and you go, I am compelled.
You have?
Oh yeah. I drove the tailgater.
Dang.
A couple years ago.
Did not know that.
There's no second seat. It's only one seat, so you can't ride shotgun.
Dang. That's fine. Man. It's better.
Your pal Riz here, and if you're feeling like you're running on empty, Mentality Health is going to help you out. Let's talk about why you might not be feeling like yourself and how you could change that starting today. So you may be suffering from low T. So symptoms of low testosterone, fellas: low energy, low motivation, you're tired all the time, weight gain, muscle loss, belly fat, feeling anxious, moody, irritable, lack of focus, mental clarity, low libido, which of course can strain relationships. So Mentality, Chesterfield and South County, they're a local healthcare facility that specializes in helping men like you, feel and perform at their very best. Board-certified physicians provide a full physical consultation, blood panel analysis, all during your first visit. And Mentality focuses on free testosterone levels, which many doctors overlook, ensuring your treatment is tailored to your body. And treatments are designed to fit your life, even with a busy schedule. And your energy is going to come roaring back. Your belly fat's going to burn off. Your muscles are going to strengthen. You're going to feel like yourself again, confident, driven, and ready to take on life. So stop settling for a fraction of your potential. Mentality is your chance to take back control. MentalityHealth.com/radio. MentalityHealth.com/radio.
Mid-America Chevy Dealers present Point Fest.
It's 105.7 The Point, everything alternative. We are backstage at Point Fest, and I have the absolute honor of being joined by Sean and Mike from Alice in Chains. Guys, how are you?
Wow, how do you live up to that?
Yeah, we better not suck tonight.
That'll ruin our sound. So.
Wow.
All right, so the first question that I have is one that I've wanted to ask you guys and a band of your ilk for quite some time.
Ilk.
I like his vocabulary. He's good at what he does.
Well, when you are a band that has been around for as long as Alice in Chains has.
Millenniums.
and you were I don't know the best way to say this, so it might come out rough, but you were one of my favorite bands when I was in high school. Like, is that an odd thing for people to say? I've liked you for
Okay, we're old.
so
Just
long."
say it. We're old.
I am too, man. I am too. But is that, I mean, because I don't mean it in a negative way whatsoever, but I mean, you guys.
How old are you?
How old am I? I'm 37.
All right. See, we're not that, we're a little older than you.
Yeah, but I mean, but again, do you mind kind of being, that sort of band? I mean, I think it speaks, volumes for the longevity of it.
It is what it is, right? I mean, that's just the reality of the situation. It's cool though that, it doesn't happen for everybody. Not everybody gets to have that kind of a longer career, and it wasn't on our account of trying to work it and everything. I mean, obviously we didn't talk to anybody for quite a long time, and but the music lived on the radio, because they kept playing the song.
AntonsHVAC.com, ANTONSHVAC.com. I've said this before, I don't trust half of my friends in my household, but I definitely trust Anton's, and their van was just a few houses down again yesterday. I see Anton's all throughout my neighborhood, and it makes me so happy because I know that, everybody's dealing with the same things I am. We have kind of older homes, and our systems sometimes, they can be a little bit unreliable, or at least our houses can be somewhat inefficient. Now, before I was working with Anton's, we had one bedroom that was always hot, another that was always cold. It was just a mess. It was really hard to figure out what was going on. Called Anton's. They're the pros. They are, they do plumbing, heating, cooling, and energy audits, and I had them do an energy audit. We found out exactly what was causing all the inefficiencies. They were able to give me some tips and advice and, change things within 5 minutes. And since then, I have trusted them not only with my preventative maintenance planning and all that, but with repairs and replacements as well. And oh my gosh, it has made such a difference. Total indoor comfort is what they seek, and that is what they have given me. They're promoting world-class service all throughout the St. Louis metro and surrounding area. And I am a customer. I love Anton's, and I'm so appreciative of what they've done for my home, my family, and my wallet because it saves me so much money in the long run. Anton's Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Energy Experts. AntonsHVAC.com, ANTONSHVAC.com.
I'm seeing your bucket list here in front of me, Learn, and some of these are definitely achievable.
Yes.
Some of them I'm not sure about.
Sure.
Yeah, some of them are going to be tougher than others. The first one, let's just get into it.
Yep.
And, where we welcome feedback. If anybody can help us, put us on the path to make these happen, please let us know. Because it's all about love and helping each other, lifting each other up, checking stuff off. Here's a big one. See Daft Punk.
Daft Punk.
Daft Punk, they're broken up.
They're broken up.
I don't think
retired.
they're ever getting back together.
Right.
So,
but The Weeknd, even this weekend, or even this past weekend, The Weeknd, the artist, said the only collabs he will do in the future is with Daft Punk. So there could be something on the horizon.
what about a Daft Punk tribute act?
Yes.
What about a Daft Punk lunch? Like you're at the Rainbow Room or something like that, and you look over and you're like, oh my gosh, I recognize
Look at
those
those. There's two
guys.
guys in helmets.
Those are the guys from
Because
Daft
it's
Punk.
see Daft Punk. You didn't say in concert.
Oh, I'm sorry. Let me clarify. I would like to dance live to Daft Punk, those two guys, those French musicians. I want them to
All
be
they do
playing
is
music.
press and play on an iPad.
What if they stand up at lunch and they go, bigger, faster?
All right. Okay, so see Daft Punk, that's on the list.
Or have a Daft Punk dance party.
Yeah, will you
whatever.
take me? I would love to see that show.
Thank you.
I would
Yes.
love to see that.
I like how
French-Canadian,
malleable
did
your
you?
bucket list things are. That's a very open and loving way to embrace the world. You've already dialed back your very first one, which
Right.
I love. But
And
you know what?
What?
You never know. Daft Punk, whatever, tomato. It's French. I believe it's Daft, but whatever. Leads right into the next one. Host a discotheque, maybe a Riscotech.
Riscotech would be cool.
I like
Dance
I want to have a
party.
dance party. And we have a lot of listeners who want to dance. And so every time I talk about it, they're always like, oh, hit me up. So what if we have a Riscotech?
Yeah, man.
And we
not a
play
great
Daft Punk.
I'm not a great dancer, but I'll DJ. Can I DJ?
Dude, I've DJ'd
Yes.
too. I'm a pro.
I
want to see you out there on the dance floor.
I want
No, you don't.
dancing.
What if we put
You wouldn't
helmets?
dance at the Riscotech?
Well, yes, of course I would, but you don't want to see it.
Will you wear helmets for me?
Hell
We put,
yes, I will.
We put King Scott and Moon and Daft Punk
Yes.
Yeah.
helmets.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I love this.
The only time I've really got to DJ professionally was over at Pops, and I made a whole robot outfit that I was in.
And I would
You are
like
my
to-
soulmate. Okay,
You did it,
yes.
Scott.
And if we're rolling things together, I'm not saying it has to happen, but we do have a float trip. It could be Raft Punk. and we could have a dance
I am
party
standing
at
up.
the
I'm aroused.
campgrounds.
This is excellent.
Party at the campgrounds, Raft Punk. These guys in helmets.
Raft Punk.
I don't know.
Riz is in hell. All right, keep going.
Riz is in hell. That's actually your third one. Send Riz to hell. That's really, wow.
Yeah.
See you there.
See you there.
RMFLMAO. Big one. Dedicate something in my hometown of West Frankfort, Illinois, like a statue honoring. Who's editing this in real time? Get out of there.
Sorry.
Like a statue honoring my dad, or something permanent, a mural, something where people can go and visit.
I was looking at this and I thought, what about a bench?
Well, that's coming up on the list.
Yeah, let's
I know. Let's not skip ahead.
Oh, you are.
Yeah, but how about a bench, like something achievable? Where are you going to put a statue up?
I don't know. I don't know anything
Where are
about
you doing a
statuing.
statue?
So West Frankfort, Illinois, I don't know.
Where are you going to get a statue? NinjaBling.com, the exclusive jeweler of the Riz Show, and love is in the air. It's springtime and it's engagement season. So, of course, you want to start the rest of your life on the right foot. Show some effort. Make an appointment. Go to Moritz Royce Jewelry, NinjaBling.com. Make an appointment. See one of the employees up there. It doesn't matter whether you're seeing, John himself or Dan Royce. They'll treat you right. They're not going to turn you upside down and try to get every penny out of you. The ethical jeweler, that's what it's all about. Because you're walking in there ignorant. I'm ignorant. I don't know anything about jewelry. So you want to go to somebody who's going to treat you right, who's going to work within your budget, who's going to get you the best piece possible. And when you give this engagement ring to the one you love so much, they're going to appreciate it. They're going to appreciate the time and the effort you put forth, and you didn't go to Temu and order a $5 knockoff from wherever. Moritz Royce Jewelry, NinjaBling.com, the exclusive jeweler of the Riz Show, where you get the jewels and not the shaft.
All right, here we are backstage, way back Point Fest, with the boys from Lit. Gentlemen, how are you? It's great to see you again.
We're doing great. Good to see you guys.
Okay, first and foremost, I hear that there is illness sweeping through the Lit camp. Can we confirm, deny, what's going on?
I'd rather not use the word sweeping through because it's just one guy.
Okay.
At the moment, and luckily we're at the tail end. We got like less than a week left of the tour.
Man, so you're hanging on.
We've been out for over 10 weeks, or about 10 weeks, and that's not bad. And
logistical question for those of us that have never had to do this. And obviously, the advent of the urgent care probably changes the game a little bit. Yeah. But when you guys are in East Lansing or wherever the hell, and you're nowhere near home, somebody gets sick, it gets to the point where you're like, we got to do something. What do you do?
We have doctors we can call, and they'll phone in a prescription. I'm surprised he didn't do that today.
Yeah.
Make it things hard on himself.
That's all right.
It is Labor Day. Yeah. Thanks, Christian.
Well, so new album is out as we speak.
Yeah, album's out.
I find it very interesting to me, and it seems as though the reviewers are the first ones to point out how different a record is, where the fans, and I've seen you guys even talk about this, go, no, man, our fans know that this is, our music is a part of everything. We do a little bit of everything. So it seems like the reviewers are more surprised than the actual fans are, yes?
Yeah, I think usually for me, you're just talking about that. Of course.
I'm glad it wasn't me.
Usually, and he answers the phone.
Right, that's like doing.
I was going to say the naysayers usually are the ones that haven't. It's off now. Let me see that phone. Yeah.
There it is.
He just totally almost his heart dropped. Are we going to edit this? Or are we just going to?
No, we're going to keep it in, man. This is how it goes.
I mean, usually people that have kind of been out of the loop over the course of the last 18 years, 20 years, and then they hear a new song. It doesn't matter if it's like, to me, I use the analogy like looking back at pictures of your friends 20 years ago, or like hanging out at, with the group you hung out with and the things you did and the things you wore, and then fast forward 20 years, you're going to be shocked by what you see. You're going to be like, oh, Jesus, I haven't seen you in forever. The fans that have followed along, they've kind of been along with the growth of the band, and although this new record has taken a little bit of a turn, it's
DraftKings at Casino Queen is where it's at. You guys, if you haven't been over to the new sports book, I cannot recommend it enough. We did an episode of Riz Show, Riz Olympics at the sports book, and dude, it is so cool over there. And look, if you're like me and you're like, oh man, I'm totally intimidated by the process of sports betting, They make it easy for you. They got people over there working in the sports book. They're some of the nicest folks I've ever met, and they will walk you through every single bet you can make on the kiosk. And when I was over there, man, me and Moon were staring at this thing, and I was like, look at all the things you can bet on. You can go, I mean, it almost seems like you can bet on anything. We were just talking about, it's not a sports book, but you can bet on what the next species scientists will bring back. I mean, Vegas has kind of got it locked down on everything you can bet on. And whatever it is, they got a multi-million-dollar facility that they just built over at DraftKings at Casino Queen. And, man, it feels like it. And every time you go over there, no matter what you're doing, they got great restaurants. They got a great casino floor. You can spend the night. You get 10% off if you're a veteran. So whatever you've got going on, to add the sweet bonus of this, anything going on at Busch Stadium, they have a free shuttle. You can stay the night. You can hang out at DraftKings, park at DraftKings at Casino Queen, make a few bets, get a free shuttle, beat the traffic to and from Busch Stadium. What more can you want from your local casino? For more information, go to DraftKings at CasinoQueen.com. That's DraftKings at CasinoQueen.com. You think you got a gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Some restrictions apply.
How are you, everybody? Donnie Fandango, and I am very lucky, and I know I'm nervous because my hands are sweating like crazy. I got Pete and Sam from Chevelle. Gentlemen, welcome back. It's really great to see you.
Hey, it's good to be seen. Good to be here, Donnie.
Well, and it feels like there was a number of years where we were running into each other a couple of times a year, but now it's been, I would say, probably 3 years, and it feels like forever, but you're back with great new music, guys. Welcome back.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you, man. Yeah, it does feel like forever.
So let me ask you, the break between records was the longest of your career. I'm sure you're going to get this question 6 billion times and have already, but it was a long break. What was going on during that time? Was it just a record that took a little while longer to make?
Yeah, we were doing records almost every 2.5 years, roughly. Yeah. And I think I hit a wall and I just needed a little more time. I think I kind of like, you know, we don't learn very quickly. We learn by mistakes mostly. So we decided, hey, let's add another year. Well, that year turned into an extra year, and you know, because of COVID and all that. So we wrote a ton of music, and then in 2019 we went back to the drawing board and wrote another 6 songs because we did a long tour in 2019 too. Yeah, that we had from writing. A good opportunity that came up that we didn't want to pass up, and then so we kind of had a a collective thing. We came together and said, hey, I don't think half of these are good enough. So our producer pushed us and we came out. So anyway, I wrote Self-Destructor at the end of 2019 and a host of other songs. And we needed to record those in March of 2020. That was right when COVID was kind of hitting, right? I guess everybody has their own time frame of that. But for us, we were in LA and it was March 5th and it was really starting to crack down in LA. And we finished the album up and then skedaddled back home March 18th. So yeah, then it turned in, we were like, okay, so when do we put the record out? Let's hold for a minute. And then we got into the summer and we were like, Sam and I are freaking out. We're like, you know, let's just put it out. So we've been trying to put this album out since summer of 2020.
Hey, have you spent some time recently cleaning out your garage, or maybe you got a piece of property and you've got, I don't know, scrap metal lying around? What are you going to do with it? You going to throw it in the dumpster and then say goodbye and that's it? How about recycling it? How about making some money off it? That's Scrap Mart Metals. This is where they come into play. 3 locations, Valley Park right at 141 and 44, Jonesburg and Peevely. Clean, safe, convenient. Lucas, the owner, he's a great guy. Feel free to mention him by name. But they'll take copper, they'll take steel, they'll take brass. Make some money. You know, clean up on job sites is the worst part of the job. Contractors, make it easy on yourself. Get that dump trailer, fill it with the scrap, drive on the scale at Scrap Mart, and let them recycle it for you. Nothing shady. The scale weights are visible to you. Everything, I swear to God, is on the up and up. It's Scrap Mart Metals. ScrapMartMetals.com. That's ScrapMartMetals.com. Valley Park, Jonesburg, and Peevely. ScrapMartMetals.com.
This is King Scott, Ways of the Blades. Today I'm going to teach you swords. First, you want to start with the Holiday Special, the great way to start an attack. They'll never see it coming. Next, you want to use the Festus Backswing, especially if they use the Matthew Perry. Now you want to finish with the Canterbury Slice. It's a great follow-up if they're using the Crom's Delight or the Miniature Poke. Thank you for watching. This is King Scott's Ways of the Blades. Now you know swords.
All right, it's 105.7 The Point, everything alternative. We are backstage. Big summer show happening. And look, it's my friends, Josh and Tyler from 21 Pilots.
Well, hey.
What's up, dudes?
What's up?
I wonder at how many more times that I interview you guys that we just turn the tables and you interview me. You know what I mean? Because this is literally like 4 or 5 times that we have spoken to each other. I just don't want you getting tired of me.
Actually, would you rather get attacked by 100 chicken-sized horses or 1 horse-sized chicken?
Oh man, I think all the little horse-sized chickens. Wait,
all the little horses.
Horses.
It'd be like tiny little
chicken-sized horses.
Right.
There's something very creepy about that.
Yeah.
Not that I guess the big boy, they're both. That's neither one are particularly good, but I would go with.
The tiny ones? Yeah, you could probably just kick them in the face and stuff.
Just step on them all.
That's what I've thought.
You would have that advantage a little bit, I guess. You were able to do that.
I've thought about this a lot, actually.
Well, guys, it's great to see you again. I don't believe that you have really, in essence, been off the road in a couple of years. Is that true? Has there been any long spells at home?
We had 3 days the other day, so yeah.
Well, there's a day of travel, then a day off,
true.
then another day of travel,
Yeah,
which I guess counts as 3 days. No, this is what we've always dreamed of.
Sure.
You know, when we first started talking about what it looked like to play music together, we thought, wouldn't it be cool to play more than 1 show in a month? Because, it just took us everything we had just to plan 1 local show as a local band. And then after that 1 show is over, you're just like, I got to wait another 3 weeks before I can play again. So this is, as much as there's difficult things like laundry and losing sense of time and relationships back home maybe lacking a little bit. This is really what we've always wanted to do, so we're not going to complain about it.
Absolutely. Well, you guys, and you've got much more still to come. I mean, you get a little bit of a break, then you're off to Australia, Korea, Japan, come home, couple weeks off, couple home shows in Columbus, correct?
Yep.
Which I'm sure will be bonkers. 2 months out, taking care of the United States, and then you are back to Europe.
Yeah.
Boy, boy.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, back to
this
Europe.
Guy knows what
yeah,
we're
you
doing.
know better than we do. Back to Europe and then back to go in the studio for a few months to kind of like wrap up the year, start the next year, and then the goal is to just go directly back out on the road and not like take a second to
Not all lawn services are the same. If you want your yard to look green and beautiful all year long and you want to have a great yard to go and walk around in and hang out at, then go to greenenvylawns.com right now and have them come over to your house to start treating your yard today. I mean, they've been in St. Louis now for over a decade, so they know how to treat our yards. And in fact, they use a product that's formulated for our soils right here. They don't use some cheap, generic, national ineffective product. Nope, it's something that's made for us right here with our weather conditions, turf types, and even our soil. And that's going to help big time because obviously we've had a ton of rain. That means we're going to have a ton of weeds start popping up unless you get that taken care of right now by reaching out to Green Envy Lawns. And it's very easy to reach out to them. They're open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and they're ready to take your calls right now, 636-655-3689. Again, 636-655-3689. Reach out to Green Envy Lawns. Have them come over, and they will treat your yard, and they will do it right the first time. That's greenenvylawns.com. Reach out to them, greenenvylawns.com.
Well, here we are, Music Record Shop, and it's Donnie. We've got Giannis, we've got Jimmy, and we've got Alex, our grand prize winner. And quite simply, gentlemen, for the next little while, we're just going to go record shop.
Wicked.
Which sounds fantastic. So we'll check in when we get done. Let everybody kind of get after it. But like, do you have a plan when you're going into a
No,
record
I'm just
shop?
going to go at it with a frenzy.
All right,
Yeah.
very good. Well, we love that. All right, so here at Music Record Shop, we're getting after it. We'll check in with you in a bit. Did you ever stop collecting vinyl, or have you always done it?
Yeah, I mean, from when I started buying vinyl, largely because a lot of the shows I went to when I was younger were like punk. You know, they were like punk shows. So the bands that I liked, they would just put out 7-inch.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I wanted the music, so I was like, I bought it, and then I bought a crappy turntable.
I've kind of started going back and buying a lot of punk vinyl,
Cool.
of stuff that I never had before, and bands that I've just now kind of rediscovered that everybody says are great. You know,
Yeah.
like Minutemen, where we're a band that I've known of but never really knew.
Yeah, on tour, it's a reason to go out for a walk, to go to the record store, and like, you know what I mean? It's like, I like going to actual record shops.
Is it a pretty fairly common thing that you do?
Yeah, on tour definitely, and in London I go record shopping. Yeah, a fair bit.
Just so we know, I'm getting this from Moon. But I mean, I would put it in my collection. I'm just saying I'm getting this from Moon because I think he loves this movie, if I'm not mistaken. And then if you don't, I am going to keep it for myself. I saw an article today that your record is the second biggest seller on vinyl in 2019.
It's the biggest in the UK.
In the UK.
it's the biggest.
It's the biggest.
Yeah, yeah. The official chart put a tweet out yesterday. Right? Unless something's changed in the last few years, it's the biggest.
What was crazy was it was like you guys, Queen, Pink Floyd.
Yeah,
like
it's
it was
all
all like
heritage
catalog
acts,
stuff.
yeah.
That's awesome. Are you a big David Bowie fan?
Yeah.
If I were to buy a non-greatest hits David Bowie record, what would you recommend?
My favourite's Low.
Okay. He's just another one of the ones that knew of as I was growing up, but it just took me till I was a little bit older, I think, to kind of appreciate it.
Yeah.
And like we have like the greatest hits, like we have 2 volumes of the greatest hits, and like every time we have it on, we're like, why do we not have more? Like we know these songs and they're great, but there's got to be flipping tons more out there.
Yeah.
So. I hope you guys have enjoyed yourselves
Absolutely.
and enjoy searching, but
Pleasure.
I just wanted everybody to kind of go with maybe show a couple things in which that they got, and I'm going to start. I've been looking for David Bowie to get that was an actual proper record and not a greatest hits, and so Jimmy told me to get this one and recommended this one. And then for comedic purposes, and I couldn't leave it alone, the Martin Mull stand-up record for $3.99. I just figured we'll give it a go. What the heck? What do we got? Alex, what do you got?
I started out with some Leonard Skinner.
All
I
right.
think that the Leonard Skinner greatest hits was stuck in my dad's CD player for like 10 years, so I
Mine too.
know every word to every song. The Gorillaz album, and I've gotten a lot of praise since picking it out, but I enjoyed it growing up. It was a great crossover between alternative and hip hop, and multiple feels.
Yeah.
Very happy to see that they had some Brand New here. Brand New is my favorite band.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Sweet.
I love Brand New.
I got a few things. I got an Afghan pop compilation, which is, I've heard one of the tracks before, it's great. Talk BBC Sessions. This is probably our band's favourite band. And I didn't tell Jimmy as I found that one because I knew that he'd want it. And then I just got some classics that are overdue for me having on vinyl, like Radiohead Kid A, Sigur Rós, Paul Simon.
I got Devo's first album on Picture Disc, which is great.
That's awesome.
I got a King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard album, which I really like, called Oddments.
Universal Window Direct has got a deal for you. It's spring cleaning has you thinking about spring upgrading. Well, this is the month to do it. Freshen up your home's look, boost your energy efficiency, and save big during Universal Windows Direct Spring Home Improvement Event. Right now, the classic fan favorite offer is still there. Buy 2 windows, get 2 free. You get the idea. Buy 4, get 4. I don't want to go through all of the scenarios, but however many windows you buy, you get double. And this month, the savings don't stop there. For a limited time, Universal Windows Direct is also offering no interest till 2030. That's right. Upgrade your home today, and you don't pay a dime of interest for 6 years, man. 6 full years. You can have a kid and get them into first grade by the time you're going to be paying interest on these windows. It's the easiest way to start your project without financial pressure, and here's the real spring surprise. Get a bonus 500 bones off your entire home improvement project. There's never been a better time to bundle and save, so if you've been thinking about adding an entry door or vinyl siding along with your window replacement, do it now and take full advantage of the savings. You'll love the way your home looks. Universal's professional team handles everything with precision and care, and their exclusive Super Spacer tech helps keep the windows performing better and lasting longer, keeping your home more comfortable year-round while cutting down on utility bills. So don't wait. Call them and get your free home estimate today, 314-334-2522, or visit universalwindowsdirect.com. And like me, you will be saying, I love my windows.
So here we are, way back Point Fest, and the first band of the day.
Once again, running very late. If you missed anything on the program, please check out the clip of the day brought to you by Michael's Flooring. Also, the podcast brought to you by Dobbs Tire and Auto Centers. Today's podcast is titled
So Much Fluid All Over the Place.
Wow.
All right, Moon, what else?
Can you feel the punk tonight.com?
All right, learn.
Just follow me on the socials at Learn versus Radio. My band's playing April 19th at 9 Mile Garden. Would love to see you. Thanks.
All right, Rafe.
Come out to Peoria this weekend. Jukebox Comedy Club. Bye.
All right, King Scott.
Come out Saturday, May 10th, 10:30 a.m. is when doors open. 12 p.m. is when it starts. All the fun over the City Winery. So come on out. Follow me, King Scott Rules. Hugs and kisses.
Hey.
That's the Riesling.
And instead
wine,
of asking yourself what could go wrong, how about today you just ask yourself, what could go right?
I like it.
Man.
What if it all works out?
Everything's going to work out. All right, we leave you with a selection from our Team Member of the Day brought to you by Hot Shot Sports Bar and Grill. From Flores at Ryan